안녕하십니까 통영님 cookie hello BMK hello
We were
another
there.
day another
For every click,
streak.
every clutch, every respawn. We were there for the years of grind, and we're here
hello
now. The proud founding partner of EWC,
hello
powering the biggest event in gaming, shoulder to shoulder with the world's best, making history.
hello people, hello.
Lenovo Legion.
I'm ready
Reach your
Kiki.
impossible.
Okay, I'll join the Discord. I'm so tired. I am gonna try to stream today without drinking coffee because I couldn't sleep well last night. Did I even
Welcome
sleep
back
last
to
night?
the Lenovo
No,
Legion Gauntlet here at Paris, France, in the Port
No, I didn't sleep
Expo
yesterday.
de Versailles. It's such
Hello.
a great time here to get
I
going
drank
with
too much
MSC
coffee
and
during the
continuing
stream.
on with our
Hello,
coverage.
lady.
You can be a part of it too. If you want to co-stream,
Oh,
make
good, I'm
sure
tired
to
too.
look at
Oh,
these
we're on a
prizes,
different
look
level
at
of
the
tiredness,
opportunity,
I
because you might
believe.
be able to win
Okay,
something.
okay.
You might
Holy
also be
shit.
able to gain some viewership,
I
or just be a
was-
part of the conversation,
Yesterday
which
I
is
was
trending
up
all over
for
the
like
world.
20
Some
hours.
cool news. MLBB has
Bro.
actually peaked out
We
this
lost. But today
EWC's
I'm
viewership
well
yesterday
rested.
with
Let's go.
1.6 million overall viewers. In
Oh,
that
yeah,
matchup,
you
I
can share
believe,
about your
between
stream once
Onyx
you're
and
ready.
Aurora, the
So
highest
that
peak
way
in
I
the
can-
EWC 2026
Right.
so far. So all of you watching have contributed to that. We appreciate you. If you want to be a part of the streaming
Isn't he
side, make
playing?
sure to scan that QR code that you just
Yes.
saw and join the
Korea
fun.
1, 2, 3
All right, welcome
Kevin.
back to the
Kurani?
desk. My name is Rain Day. It's
Kuraya?
been a great day so far. We see Team
NA
Spirit
is
move
playing
through.
because E7
Guangzhou
is
Gaming
playing
go
today.
home with Naisu
When?
and Lafel,
Let me
and it's
see.
time to now start talking
This
about
game,
a matchup
actually,
that
this
everyone
next
wants to
upcoming
see.
match
It's
is
Pro
E7's
Esports
match.
versus maybe
Oh,
the hottest
yeah.
team in all of MLBB right now.
No
It's a
coffee
T7.
is dangerous move. I know it really is.
I would have said, you know, Pro
And if I'm
Esports
gonna
definitely
commit
was
to
one of the
it,
teams
I
to
need to like
surprise
commit
everybody,
it
but I think Entity 7
throughout
last
the whole
night
stream. Because if
took
I
the
like give
mantle
up and drink
and just showed it to
later,
the whole world,
it's
because
gonna be worse than
you go
drinking
into
it right
this
now.
matchup now after
You know what I have instead of coffee?
TLPH last night,
Vitamin
the defending
C
champions
drink.
of last year's
It tastes
EWC
better.
2026
What?
MSC.
Okay,
And you
fair.
ride into this matchup. You have all
Vitamin
the
C
confidence in the
drink.
world now to go
Is
against a
it
team like
lemon
Pro
100?
Esports. I think, you know,
No,
I don't know. People
It's
are
not
still
flavored
talking
like that.
right now
It's just
about
yellow,
that matchup last
making you
I
think
gotta tell
it
you,
would be
Reindeer,
like
so
lemony
far,
or
the clash
orangey
of the
flavor.
champion breakers here, both
But it's just
What?
vitamin
really showed up
powder,
against
you
the
know, like
MSC champions.
vitamin
Is it really
pill.
just the MSC champions?
Oh, what?
It's
not
bitter.
rising to the
It is so
occasion? Yeah.
weird.
That's
Ugh.
an interesting question. You know, you could look at it as maybe there wasn't a grasp
Yeah, I don't
of
know
the
why
meta.
it
The
stopped
very
me
first question I
anyway.
asked about Team Liquid PH,
You missed
which
the
many
first
people have
match?
seen,
I
is actually,
did.
is it that the utility jungle is the
Apparently it
more
was
comfortable way
reversed,
to
Yeah, I
approach
think the
this,
first
which
match
was
the assassin
surprising.
meta jungle? And it seems like, yeah, the meta
Yeah, it was a
was,
reverse sweep.
I think, maybe not understood by Liquid,
Crazy.
but also,
Pro or
I gotta give props
E7?
to Entity 7 for capturing
I don't
a
know.
win
Any
after
post-match
having a pretty
thought on
disappointing
TL?
result and showcase in their first game as well.
Yeah, just again,
Not
what they
really.
were able to
About
showcase
yesterday.
in last
Yeah,
night's match
I did
against
enough
TL was
crash out
amazing. Pro
during
Esports
the watch
too.
party
I think most people,
or
the first
reaction.
big play that they really were taken by
Crash
for
out,
MSC
was
was,
it? Crash out?
again, coiling
Hello,
what he was able to
please
do on the
assist
Hirara
him.
early on
What does that
of
mean? But hello,
MSC,
Pigeon.
and just, you know, Pro
My
Esports,
family,
again,
thank you,
are one of the
Erica.
teams that just seem to have
Hello,
adapted
Swami.
really well to this
Coily.
just fight meta.
Oh yeah,
And both
Coily's
these
in
regions
pro,
are known
right?
for that. A lot of other regions
Yeah.
around the
I
world,
think
the
they will
competitive
play
scene
well.
for MLBB are just
Coily
really good.
probably
Certain teams
knows
are-
that
or certain
he
regions are really
made
good at
certain
just
mistakes
scrappy fights,
yesterday,
team
and
fights, where it
therefore
almost
I
feels a little
believe
chaotic,
that
Yeah,
he
but
would.
it's not to them. You know, like
you know,
they're executing it
learn
really
from it.
well, and you know, some of the teams
He'll probably
that aren't
fix
used
them
to
up,
that
I think.
have struggled
Yeah,
here and there,
he's gonna
but
be even
this
more
meta is
extra
just so
careful
fun to
because he
watch as it
knows, you know,
develops.
And one
what
of the
could
things that's
happen
developed is this
even
kind of
if
dark
the
horse
team is winning
conversation,
really
but
well.
really the new
and,
era of
you know,
MLBB,
his one
which
or
has been
two
a talking
miss
point here for the last couple of years,
decisions
supporting these new regions like
can really
China
throw the
and,
game.
of
So
course,
yeah.
South America, the Americas
Hello,
coming
user.
into maybe their forefront,
Hope
Cambodia
SG
in
win.
different ways as well, taking
Yeah,
to
honestly,
this main
that's
stage,
the
having
highlight
a
of the
chance to
day.
get to
SG
knockouts.
was Onyx.
There's a different
So
macro
the
kind of
schedule for
storyline
today
happening as
is
well with
Pro
them.
Esports
honestly,
versus
like, looking at
E7,
MSC,
and
this
then
is
after
just
that,
a different kind
it's
of
Onyx
zoo, right?
versus
We have
SAG,
underdogs,
and then after
dark
that,
horses, maybe
it is a
even eventually
fight
Black
between the two
Swan,
Falcons,
Crouching
Falcon
Dragon,
PH
like,
and
there's just a lot
Falcon
going on.
I'm
Mena.
trying to think of
There's
something to
two
add to that as
games.
well.
Yeah.
I mean, like, quack, we were
Yeah.
just
Ugly Duckling?
What is
let's go.
How
we
short
also
are
went
you?
after this last night. What
Tall.
is Entity
What?
7? Are they literally just an
My
entity?
princess
What?
Kookmon,
Oh, dang.
Awesome.
Like what?
That makes sense.
more
What
like
kicked
a
down the cavalry,
warrior
man?
Kookmon. Thank you.
What was it? An entity?
I mean,
Good thing for
haunting
SAG,
world.
they have sub player.
7 of them? 7.
Was a sub
I mean,
player?
like, here's the thing. I really feel
Uni-
like
Uni
we also
subject
gotta
is
talk
right,
about how
Uni.
this is
Yeah.
very
I like your
emotional
plushie
charge
in the
for a lot
background.
of players, and
It really is.
sometimes
They're
they
really
can
cute.
actually
There's a
would say screw
Pokemon
over their
section, and
gameplay
there's
because
like the anime
sometimes they want to
section
be aggressive,
with
but
like
then
Jujutsu,
emotions start to come up
Frieren,
because again,
and
you
Demon
see
Slayer.
your keys, you know
Of
your
course,
keys.
those are
In
for
fact,
random
even
bosses,
my
so
boy here,
they're
Nice,
not necessarily the one I want,
volunteered
especially
after
the
seeing
Jujutsu Kaisen.
the
The
key
other
getting
two I
crushed for
like.
Guangzhou, like
Wow.
his tears
You I
just
like.
went down. But
Yeah.
The Butterfly
props to
Girl,
you held it
I
in,
don't really like her.
Stay professional.
Yeah.
you
Her
helped me,
story
and
is
because of that, we love you.
Thank you. I
moving.
appreciate it. That's the only reason we
I
love
don't know.
you.
I
I
didn't.
bought the
Sort of like-
Pop Mart
That's right.
recently for
Well, let's take a look
Demon
at pro
Slayer.
esports.
Yeah, yeah, I
Rise
have
of the
two,
And
and I
think
got
this
the
is a
Kyu
team
and
that
the
maybe
Butterfly
deserves even more
Girl.
of a dark horse. I
Which
think
one
they
do you get?
themselves
Lego
have said
blocks.
we are as good
The
as anybody
blocks.
in this tournament. We have a chance
Yeah,
now to go to the
there's
knockout
two. They
stage as
released
well.
two
It
sets.
started
One
off
is
really
the
a great
And I don't
performance
have the
on
new
Belleric
one. I have
with
the older
PPP.
one. You know,
And
during
to
my
me,
whole
he's
Pop
a guy
Mart
we needed to
era
hear
of my
from
life.
before we jumped into this set. So we actually had to turn a
I'm
talk
still
with him
buying
earlier.
Pop Mart.
Hey everyone, it's Eterna.
Waste
Now
of
we are
money.
with PP.
It's a lifestyle now. Is
P-
Liquid
P-
weak or E7 just adapt to the
Puppies,
meta?
Right? Yes. Okay.
Yeah, it's
So
just
we are with what
Liquid
do I call you?
could not adapt.
PP.
Period.
Okay, so we
I
just keep
I
it to
think
PP.
that's it.
Okay, PP. Coming into this, it's a high
Coily
pressure
or
match.
hide on bush.
This is another elimination match where you are up now against Entity 7.
It's a very different
How
playstyle.
do you
Honestly,
feel
if you
about
think
this
about
match?
it,
Did you sleep
Pro
well
and
last night?
E7.
បាទអញ្ចឹងអានេះជា
Pro
ពេល
is
វេលា
more
ឬប្រកាស
focus
ប្រកួត
on
មួយដែលមាន
carry
pressure មាន
jungle,
សម្ពាធច្រើន
whereas I feel
អ
like
ញ្ចឹង
E7 is more
បើសិន
on
ចាញ់ថ្ងៃនេះមានន័យថាធ្លាក់ហើយអញ្ចឹងយើងប្រកួតជាមួយនឹង
What
Entity
did
7
Hide on Bush
តើ
play
អ្នក
when
បាន
first
សម្រាប់
game?
គ្រប់គ្រាន់អត់ហើយមានអារម្មណ៍ម៉េចដែរចូលក្នុងការ
Hide on
ប្រកួតមួយ
Bush
នេះ
played Barat and
សម្រាប់
Ling,
ការ
right?
កេងពួកខ្ញុំកេងបានគ្រប់គ្រាន់ហើយសម្រាប់ការ
I
ត្រៀម
think
ខ្លួនពួកខ្ញុំត្រៀម
yeah,
ខ្លួន
the
មួយក្រោយហើយសម្រាប់
playstyle
ការប្រកួត
definitely
បាត់
relies more on
E7
team,
លើកនេះ
whereas Coily is more
So,
like I
regarding
go
my
out
sleep,
and
I didn't
secure
get enough sleep
kills,
for this
you know?
match, and we are ready to take on E7
I'm not.
today.
I'm not
Very
really
nice,
sure about
very
the
nice. Were you
Ling
surprised about the results
so
from
far.
E7
Not
yesterday,
really
considering
convinced.
they
I don't even
made a
know.
huge upset
Say
here
hi,
at
hello,
MSC?
Baton. Are you
Chắc
mixed
ổn là
because you're
theo
half
áo
fine
chụp
and
bộ tập
half
phó này
mine?
mới xong mình đã Entity 7 បានឈ្នះក្រុមគេ
So in
ខ្ញុំអត់ភ្ញាក់ផ្អើល
total,
ទេ
I am
ព្រោះ
fine
ដោយសារ
mine.
ពួកខ្ញុំក៏គិតថា P7 អាចឈ្នះ
Huh?
Liquid
Moin.
What
I
is
wasn't
that?
surprised at the
Nintendo
result because I
Switch
thought
2?
E7
Yeah, I
could
have
take
Nintendo
on
Switch, but I don't play Switch.
Team
But it's
Liquid.
the
Oh,
Animal
can I
Crossing
ask why?
edition because,
Why
of
what?
course,
អឺ
I love the aesthetic of Animal
មើល
Crossing.
តាម
But
ហ្គេម
of
ដែល
course,
Liquid ហើយនឹង E7 លេង
I don't know. I like the Nintendo version
Just watching the
better
competition or the match
anyway to
between
begin
E7
with, but
and
the
Team
Switch
Liquid.
one, I don't know.
Oh, okay. What
I
do you think
couldn't
makes
Wait
grind.
for the Switch,
them
is
so
it?
strong? What makes
Yeah, I couldn't
E7 so
focus.
strong right now?
អូខេតើ E7
I
No,
got
it was
the-
during like
Technical
COVID. I swear it was during like
គាត់
COVID. So
ខ្
of
លាំង
course
ចំណុច
I had nothing to
ដែល
do
គាត់
at home, and I
វា
was
យ
like,
គ្នា
oh,
គាត់
I
លេង
needed.
ចូលគ្នាត្រូវល្អ
They're strong
yeah.
in their
I bought
way
the
they
previous
attack
one,
and the way
the
they
I didn't
combo
really
Animal
need it.
Crossing
together.
Nintendo
Okay, so we're
DS.
talking about team fights.
But yeah,
and
I do play
we're
it on
talking
DS still,
about
but
team
not on
fights.
the
Belleric
Switch.
Yeah, that
has
was
also
the-
risen
the-
in such
that was the
popularity here at
OG.
MSC. I'm wondering,
Yeah,
from
and
your
that's
the
perspective, what makes Belleric so strong right now?
អញ្ចឹងក្រុម
Ego is
ច្រើន
Fanny was
ប្រើ Belleric
quite
អញ្ចឹង
good.
តើ
Who's
Belleric
Ego
ខ្លាំង
is?
ចំណុចអីខ្លះ
Say hi, hello,
អឺ
hello.
Beric
What do you
តាម
think
តាម
about
ហើយ
Endless Battle
អាច
Granger
ហាក់បី
player?
Golan
Endless
យើង
Battle
Golan ដែល
on
វាយមក
Granger
Beric ហើយអាចមានអាទី
feel like should have
ច្រើន
been
វាល្អ
before
សម្រាប់អ្នកលេង
Granger
តែ
got revamped.
ឥ
No.
ឡូវហ្នឹង
Yeah, because Belleric is a tank,
Endless
he can
Battle was
take
a
on
thing
the
when
gold
Granger
lane a
wasn't
lot
like
and
pew
can
pew pew
even
pew pew
stun
type of
other
thing, no?
opponents.
Okay,
Or
so
am I
there's a lot
wrong?
of things
I
that
don't
the
know. I don't
Belleric
really
can
care
do
about
right now.
Granger
Is
that
that something
much,
that you're
but
comfortable with? Do you like the meta right now for
Endless
the
Battle is
position?
about enhanced basic
Okay,
attack,
ហើយ
right?
តើអ្នក
I also don't care
បងប្អូន
about items
មានអារម្មណ៍
besides
ថា
tank item, to be fair.
ការអ្នកតាមួយនេះគឺ
But
ស្រួល
Tank
ទេ
item OP.
វាមិនស្រួលហើយក៏វាមិនបានដែរ
Love
បង
tank item.
It's not easy but it's
No,
also
I
not
need to
difficult for
buff
me
him more.
Okay, okay. I
Kookmon,
like
Yeah,
this.
will
I
you
buff
be
like
my
this. So coming
Chahain?
into
I
this
also
next
don't like
matchup, do you have a
Chahain.
message to your fans?
I mean, she's
អូខេអញ្ចឹ
cool,
ងចូលប្រកួតលើកនេះ
but
តើ
like,
មាន
but like,
អីដែល
no,
ចង់
no,
និយាយ
no.
ទៅ
Look, hear me out, hear me out. Season 1, I watch it, and then this girl's just like sniffing the random man that she just meets, like,
What the-
oh my god, like or something like that. Doesn't she do that? I'm like, what is she doing? Why is she?
Just wanna
What?
say, everyone, please,
But
She's, like,
the only,
sensitive.
support
strong
us in this
female.
match and
Like,
don't
yeah,
forget
she's
to
like
watch
cool
the
and
live
she's
stream.
strong and everything.
Thank you
But
so
like,
much for the
what's up with
translation.
this
Thank you so
girl?
much as well for this interview, PP.
Looking
to
at
catch
girls.
you soon, because we're gonna throw it over back to you
Solo
guys.
leveling, solo
Solo leveling. You don't know solo leveling?
Well, PP
I don't know if she was
I
smelling,
know,
but she
but
she was like
T7
sensitive
and
with
actually
something, or she
could have
was just
seen
like
them winning that game. They
I don't
obviously
know.
did. They
I don't know
won
what it
two,
was, but I
also
was like
noting
weirded out. I was
he
like,
loves the Bellarite,
why
the
is she
potential
doing
to
that?
disrupt the goal really nicely. We've seen it all. We've seen it in his games. We've seen it this tournament. But a lot of confidence.
Bellaric
and
doing
leadership
good right
thoughts
now.
heading into
Bellaric
this
is
matchup
doing
for
good,
PP.
but as a
Again,
hero,
it's
I
regions
still
like
could see
Cambodia, it's
potential
teams like,
improvement.
Pro esports that just thrive
For
on this
it
current meta
to
that's
be
developed,
like
you know, over the past
confirmed
week now
top
up to this
1
point,
role
and
meta, I
they
feel
show
like.
it. So
What's your
whether it's
prediction today,
Warwick,
E7
whether
or
it's
Pro?
whatever they wanna put
I think
in the
Pro
hands of
might
their
have a
roams, of
better
their
chance
gold lanes,
because
even the jungle. Again, coily. There's
E7
so many
is-
things to highlight here throughout Pro Esports' lineup. That's
I mean,
so
it
well
could
for
be
them,
like
and,
vice
you know,
versa,
that's
but
something that is
E7
gonna,
just
I
won
feel like,
their
potentially
big
take
game,
them
you
into
know.
the knockout
They're
stage
like in
here.
the
But they have
high,
a
they're
tough
like,
opponent now
ooh,
after
you know,
the
we're
momentum
good
from
type of
yesterday.
thing
That's a
maybe.
great point.
But
But
Pro,
Warrior
they
Pro
were
is
doing
known
good.
as
They won
Entity
against a strong
7.
team, but
They
they
are
also
from the
lost
Americas,
yesterday.
Latin
So I
America,
felt
South
like,
America, North
oh, we're
America. They
good.
share
Wait, we
one
need to
slot
like
this
still
year.
focus
It's the
and make
first
better
time that we've
decisions
seen
for the
South
game,
America
type of thing,
take
you know,
that
like a
slot.
learning curve.
And now, not only
But I
that,
think
they've
E7
taken down the
is a great
defending
chance. I mean,
champions
if
of
they can
MSC
kill the
and
top
Team
one,
Liquid PH
Right.
yesterday,
virtually they
which
could
many
kill
are calling
anyone,
one of
to
the
be fair.
biggest
Right.
upsets in MLBB history.
But it
But
could, you
it
could
is
say
like a
it's
true or
victory.
not, we
the
do
other
know
way
one
around
thing,
where,
that it's been
oh,
a
E7
phenomenal
is,
performance so far
you
from
know,
everyone
having
in
a
its
momentum,
P7.
whereas
We had a chance
Pro,
to talk
they
with Shin
lost their
earlier with the
momentum
tournament
yesterday,
to see
type
how
of
they're
thing.
feeling after
Yeah.
that historic win.
Especially
Hello.
after the first game that they lost yesterday.
It's
Wow.
Eterna here with Shin from Entity 7, the team to beat. One
It's
of
second.
the favorites,
What
or
do
the
you think about in
favorite,
this
the
battle?
defending
It's
champion CL, and I think
second,
everyone
basic
is talking about
attack,
you right now.
ult
What
first,
did that
and
victory mean
repeat
to
to
you
melt
and your
tanky
team?
heroes for Granger.
Dieron la gran sorpresa el día de ayer.
What
al
is
ganar esa
endless
partida.
battle
Todo el mundo está
necessary
hablando
on
de ustedes
Granger?
ahorita. ¿Cómo se sienten ahora como
No,
equipo?
I feel you just
No.
should.
Nos
The
sentimos
Yeah.
whole
bastante felices,
Granger, yes.
bastante
Yeah,
The
old
whole
Granger.
emocionados
That's what I was talking
por
about
mayor
before we
confianza.
even.
Pudimos dar un buen,
Probably made
un
more
buen draft
sense.
y bueno, conseguimos
But I
ganarle a
guess you
uno
could
de los
use it.
mejores
It's not
equipos que
like,
yo
oh,
considero.
it's Granger with
We
glowing
are really
wand type of
happy. We
like
got our confidence
bizarreness,
back. We managed
I
to get a
guess.
win against one of the best teams in the
Endless
world.
battle.
And I
Okay,
think
funny,
that now we
funny
have a
story.
better draft and we
Endless
can win now.
battle technically
And
can
like,
work
what
on
happened?
something
Like, did you
Brody.
expect it
If
to
like
go
you're going against like a
1-1,
very
2-1, 2-0?
tanky
Because that
front
was a
line,
2-0
right? If
victory
you
for
pick up the
CL. Was
endless
that something
battle,
that you
you can actually
expected?
crack down
Y tú esperabas que
the
fuera estos
tanks a lot
resultados 2-0,
faster.
esperabas
That's
que
also
This is
fuera
true.
something that
2-1
That's what the
de
this
viewers
is
said
something
though.
¿Cómo
that
te sientes el haber
Yeah.
ganado
yeah,
2-0?
this is like
No esperé un
from what I
2-0,
remember,
la verdad
like the first
esperaba
time
un
I
2-1
saw
o
endless
incluso que
battle
nos
of Brody
ganaran
was
porque bueno, ellos son
Eman
considerados los
from
mejores,
VIP.
digamos.
A
Así
couple
que
years ago, I saw him use
bueno que
the
nos
endless
ganaran,
battle
pero
to deal
ganamos.
with like Marsha
We
and
were
like
not
one other
expecting
tank,
that 2-0. We
and
were
like he
actually
just
expecting
bursted
that
them
2-1 or
instantly
even losing
because
the
of the
game because
passive
they
of the
are
item.
actually one of the best teams in the
Right.
world. But we went to 0, so
Yeah,
Who are you
so
rooting
it's quite-
for?
And now they're confident. So
Maybe
let's check
E7? I
what
don't
is
know.
your confidence level
Probably
up against
I think
E7.
low-key we
esports
I have more
I think
relation
low-key
with
we
E7 than
confiado
Pro.
en
Like
7-5
both
contra
teams,
Pro
I
Yeah.
just
Esports
learned
hoy.
of them yesterday.
La verdad
Well,
no nos
apparently
conocemos
E7 is
mucho,
representing
o sea,
North
lo
America,
íbamos
or
a
no, just
revisar ahora,
America
The
pero
in general.
Americas is the
North/South
American.
bueno,
America.
estoy
So
acá haciendo la
like,
entrevista
The
I
Americas.
think I should root
y
for them.
bueno, la vamos a revisar ahora después de esto
What
para ver
But-
happened
cómo
to the
son.
games?
Old Granger,
To be
last
honest, I
bullet
can't
burst
really
damage
say
was too
because
good.
we
I know, it
didn't
was
know
annoying.
them. We were
They're just
just
doing
about to
intros
check
right
them
now,
out.
so
Intro.
But
Probably not like
here during the
4
interview,
minutes. That takes
so
some
maybe after
time.
this we
probably
we'll
not
check
10
them out.
minutes, I think,
Okay,
especially because
so
they got
does that mean I
translated.
can't ask
Well,
them?
they need to
I
talk.
can't ask you
Let them talk.
about what you think is like the
Old
strongest about Pro
Granger,
esports?
I
Like,
would keep my
have you not
eyes on the
studied them
bullet thingy. You
Eso,
know, like
eso
there's
quiere
like a
decir
small,
que si
small,
te
small bullet and the
preguntan qué es
big
lo
red
más
one. I would
fuerte
be
de
like,
Pro Esports,
when do I need
no
to
The
go?
red
sabemos.
bullet is the one that's really scary. You need to
I know,
watch
and
the
I'm like,
red
Obviamente
I need to
no,
get
no
out of the
conozco
range
su
before
punto
that
de
red bullet
vista, no
hits
lo he
me.
revisado y
Because
bueno,
remember
eso
back
vamos
in
a
that
hacer
era
ahora.
where like when you are
Exactly, I
literally
don't know who they
snowball
are, I
out
don't
of
know how to
control.
play,
You build
and
Berserker
we're
Fury,
just
one
gonna check
bullet
them
is
out.
like 3k or
Wow.
I
something.
know.
Okay, this is the first
That's
time
why
Like,
I
that's
was
when
kind
you
of
will
surprised
really
when
I have
Granger
not
got
studied
Remember. I
the
was like,
next
Granger
matchup. That's
seems
good to
pretty
know.
decent, you
Good
know.
luck.
He's not even
Do you have a
decent, he's like
message to
already
your
quite
fans?
cracked.
Like,
Right,
Just that the
right.
meta
We're
did
So
not
I was
suit
like
him.
confused.
very early to support
Yeah.
you yesterday.
I
Thanks
miss
for
the
the
old
juice.
Un
Ranger.
mensaje para tus
Yeah, the
fans,
old
The
Granger
old
was
Ranger
fun
you could
too.
play.
temprano para ver tu
You
partido
could
ayer.
play him as jungle 24/7, and
Eh,
even you did.
Sí, que nos sigan
Did I? I don't
apoyando,
remember.
ánimo
But yeah,
perdamos.
old Granger was
Bueno, la
definitely
fe es lo último que
jungleable.
se
You
pierde,
know,
así
No,
I
I'm fine.
remember a lot
que
of
gane el mejor equipo.
Granger jungles.
Like
Yes,
back in the
please
day
continue
when like
supporting
jungle Marksman
the
meta
faith
was
is
like
the last
Cryo
thing
every day.
you lose. Please continue supporting
I
us
mean,
even if
like,
we
you
Kookmon
lose
want
sing
to
like-
or
move to
if we win.
Iowa?
And
Iowa.
Thank you.
We will
Iowa.
always support you. Thank you so much,
Kirby is
Shin
mine.
from
No, that
NND7. Thank
Kirby
you so
is
much for the
mine.
translation. Who's going to throw it over back to you guys.
Notice
Protect
me and
Kirby at
who
all
you're
costs.
supporting this MSC. This
Wow, great to
MSC
hear from
probably
Shin. I
Aurora
mean, that
Turkey.
was
Aurora
kinda playing on a
Turkey,
knife
guys,
side in a
Aurora
way that maybe we didn't
Turkey.
expect. No prep,
Hello,
but same
Tenzi.
present
Yeah,
and
they
LaFell. I mean, hey, something's working.
I mean, like,
Is Seven just
The
beat the
humble
goats
BTL,
yesterday?
like,
So unexpected.
I didn't know them. I don't
Yeah.
know who's next.
It was very unexpected.
We didn't text.
I don't even know if even
Who are
like
you,
I don't even know
man?
if E7 themselves
They-
expected
You
it.
know what? They came in no pressure.
Like they
No
probably
pressure,
came
no
in with like
pressure.
nothing to
And no
lose, but they actually
expectation.
just
And
played so
also,
good.
32%
That's
said
why
they
it's
could- they
scary.
could
The
win.
teams who have
How can you
nothing to
not have a little bit
lose.
more than that? They just took down Team Liquid PH.
Not
You
just
gotta
in
know that there's
games, in
something
life
to the
too, I
tank,
feel
and you
like.
continue.
Like there's
Against Pro
nothing to
Esports,
lose.
yeah.
it's
Like,
not going to be the
you can
easiest
really
thing
do
in the world,
anything, you
guys.
know?
Some
Yeah.
quick early thoughts before we
But
head into the
now
draft.
both
I mean,
teams
this is
have
looking
something
be
to
a really
lose.
good matchup.
Like,
Man,
this
it's
match
really
kind
tough
of
to
a
call
big
this
deal
one,
for both of
especially again
them.
after what Entity 7
Yeah,
showed
it's
us.
like a
I
matchup.
had
It's
no
like
idea,
I think
because
I
Pro
feel like it's a
Esports definitely
matchup
looks
we
good too.
didn't really
I mean, like for
expect.
me, as long
to see.
as they're able to get a
Like,
good
whoever
draft
expected
for
it's
Quayle,
gonna
it's
be, like,
great. That
pro
decision didn't work
PL.
out. Everything else looks
Yeah.
good.
But nah, bro.
Cambodia and
But
South
so because of the
America
fact
continue
E7 is
their
now in the
run.
party, this
One
match
of these
all of a
regions
sudden
is
is now
going
like
on to the
a
knockout
big
stage.
question mark.
In a
Because
moment,
now you
we'll
don't
find out
really
who.
know who's actually the stronger team. It's not obvious.
We started off the
Aurora
last
is
day
good
of
though.
groups
I mean, apparently
with
stat-wise
a
they are
reverse
not the
sweep,
strongest team,
2-1,
but
you know, to the side of Team
I
Spirit
like
But
their
this
games.
tournament
It's fun to
Gaming,
watch.
And boy, after game one, I was kind of scared
Whoa,
for Team
rose
Spirit.
color
You know, I
code
was
today.
thinking,
Whoa.
will they make it
Said
out
hi,
of this
hello,
alive?
Anson. Faramis is good on this meta. Yeah, I've seen my friends play Faramis a lot this meta too, honestly. I'm surprised I haven't seen any in the tournament yet, but I don't know, we might see it.
Of himself and the
Depends.
team. It would not be their first time that they had made it to
Can you
a
tie your
knockout
hair up?
stage,
No.
and there's more to see from Team Spirit as they crush that Guangzhou key at the end of it all. But we still
tired.
have
Thank
3
you for
more
the
games
use.
today.
Thank you.
Best of
you.
threes, with one team advancing to knockouts, one heading back home. Let's start off with our second matchup. Please join me in welcoming
Einstein.
Pro
Thank you.
Esports.
Why are you so
Someone
perfect? Who
asked
said I'm
about
perfect?
Having
YG.
played the
Someone asked about
longest
YG.
game of
What do you
about
say
YG?
about YG?
Pro Esports have shown their mettle. The pressure is on
Who was
their
in
shoulders
YG?
to send
Sorry,
Cambodia
I need to recap.
into the knockout stage
The Han.
after an almost
Oh,
Han.
Han, right.
since MSC
YG, I mean, it's
They have what
also
it takes. Can they apply it in practice today in this
like
matchup of champion break?
YG versus Pro.
You know
Pro
what,
was
to me,
winning
Raj, this
early
is
the
gonna
first
be a
game
very
and kept
spicy one because
retro
Pro
yapping,
Esports
but
will
stayed
be
strong
going
throughout
up
those
against
times and,
Entity
you know,
7.
staying. Even on the last lore fight,
Yesterday, they shook
Frederick
the
stayed
world of
when the whole
Mobile
team
Legends
left
by
and was
eliminating
able
the
to
defending
secure the
champions.
lore because of
But
that.
their
And
job is
I don't know, just
far
being
from
steady
over.
and
For their
patient with the
tournament
gameplay
life,
is also
for
their
their
stronghold.
region,
And then the
they
second
are
game,
ready
they
to do
just
whatever
did
it
good.
takes to stay
I
in
think
the
YG's
game.
pretty good.
You heard it even in their pregame interview
But-
with Eterna. They're coming in with just good hearts and spirits, vibing through this. They have their own preparation, more
Yeah.
focus on
Did
themselves.
YG played against Pro, right?
Compared to
Yeah.
what their opponents are setting up. So we're about to get this one
Let's
started.
shoot no
Please,
bank hair.
Entity
Sorry,
7,
Bang doesn't
please,
grow
Pro
that
Esports.
fast.
My friends, you may go. Place
I
your
wish.
keys, players. Take your positions.
Now it's
The
Dark
bout again,
System
a
Team
reminder,
Cam.
You win this game, you make it to
No.
knockouts, you lose. You
Also,
It's the team
coach,
who
just to
Goodbye
give you,
here at
adapted
MSC.
to the
Some
meta
stats.
better than
Bulls and
Liquid.
captains.
What?
A little
so just to
shake,
give you some
and let's get
stats.
this one
So
started
the
once
knockout
again. Back to
selection
Epic.
has been nominated. So
2023
Vamos
was
gets
the last
first
time that
priority
the
to
knockout
choose their
stage
team.
hosted
Mhm.
a Cambodian
And then
representative.
it's
Can they get back
YG
here in
in
2026 at EWC
Yeah.
here in
Then
MSC. And on the
VIG
other
third.
side of things,
Aurora will get
South America
whoever
and the
is
Americas
left on.
making maybe
on
Yeah,
the
so it's
start of one of the
probably one of the
biggest and most
stronger
historic runs
teams.
we've ever seen from the
Yeah.
bottom side of the bracket.
So
They
it'll
do
be
it
also
and
another
take down Pro
entertaining match to
Esports for a
watch.
spot in the
I'm excited.
knockout
Yeah.
stage. All of that coming up
I'm
here.
excited.
And like, by the
And
way,
of course,
so after the
Rafael
last,
Nisu,
after the Falcons
I mean,
war
so much has
later,
been determined by
we
the
will
draft,
see
not
who
only
they
in this
choose.
meta, but also
Yep.
so many
We'll see.
great moments can be determined by your participation in Rhino
Vamos
Day,
were first
a new
dibs,
interactive,
though.
happy effect.
What's your
Wait,
favorite
so-
for today's matchup?
This very important series without mentioning it because,
question.
of course, what's
That's a
Honestly, I
very
don't
good
even know.
question.
It's a very good
That's the
question
best.
because even
That
I
and the
honestly don't know.
recall, yeah.
I mean, after we
Say,
saw
yeah.
TLPH
Rhino
lost
Day,
yesterday,
get those
I feel like
the third one
I
is
don't
all
even
chat
dare
easy.
to vote for a favorite. I feel like
Yeah.
I could be like
After
Merkel,
like a
Merkel
30-minute
sing
game,
them or
30-minute
something.
game.
Like,
See,
holy
I've
shit.
watched Pro
easy.
play, E7 play,
And I gotta
Onyx
say,
play,
this
but I
one
haven't
is
seen
gonna be very
SOG
difficult
play
to call.
Falcon.
Like, I
None
feel
of the
like
Falcons
even
play it
if
yet.
we try to
So
go for a coin
if
toss,
I had to
Oh, yeah.
choose, I would choose from the teams I've watched so far. And out of the teams I've watched so far, best so far.
TL.
Call it.
What was that?
What's your take?
What was? You gotta call it. You gotta call it.
Call it.
I mean, TS is
I
already
was like,
made
was
it
that you,
anyways.
LaFell?
so-
Like,
Oh.
What are we playing for? Come on, man. A little No Country for Old Men.
I
I
like
first-
all roll ups,
man,
please
come on.
don't.
Oh no, as in she's saying the remaining.
I want Onyx. Maybe Onyx. I mean, cause Kyrie is known for a assassin, carry jungle. So I'm honestly
But it does
expecting.
depend
Famous scene. Come on, man.
on who they put out as jungle for
Awesome
SRP.
game.
I have no
If
idea.
they put Sakai's, it should be
We've
Onyx.
seen
But if
Pro
they put
where-
Uni,
I would say
then
where
that
they
is
fall
gonna
short
be
if the
very
game goes
different.
extra long,
It
where
could
it
go
does seem
either
like
way.
they get a little bit desperate on trying to end the game early, and then it just doesn't work out.
Yeah.
And also,
I feel like Uni
the
is a
Draft
lot more
League shade,
calm
where they go
and
for
more
hyper, where
composed on his shot
everyone
calling
else's
than
utility
Skies.
is only
Apparently, I
Kobe,
heard
which
from some
on
of
paper
the
sounds
other
like a good
people
idea,
that watched the
maybe
match
just a
saying
different
that
hero.
Skies
If we
was
had to
very
break it down,
hasty
like,
in his
draft-wise,
decision
as we
making,
look at what maps
and he
were,
wasn't
what
playing
map order
as
he playing for game one.
fluently as
Yeah,
Eudora was
I
what
remember.
was expected.
Point of contention.
Someone in
for
my
a lot
chat
of
was
these
keep
Oh, you
teams.
saying
saw it.
how
Just
like
going grab it, like we just saw
Sakai is
with T-Spirit.
washed,
Yep, Liza
Udi's
was
better,
three
good
times
thing
in a row.
Udi's
It's not
playing.
that he's
Expect
washed.
that
I
to be
think
one
it's
of the
just this
big
meta's
traits
play
here.
style.
I mean, I think that's the
Obviously,
only
You
word
need
to keep
that
going
mechanics
on.
but you know,
I think it's
with this,
mechanics is one
Ortiz
thing, but
washed,
like
this
High on
person's
Bush.
washed.
composure.
If I recall correctly, he
That's all they know how
is
to say.
the only
Alright,
one
slide
that has
out
been with
first
Entity
match.
7
Did you sleep well? No, I did not. I drank too much coffee during stream yesterday. I could not sleep well. I'm so tired right now.
Alright, Phobius, Atlas, Uranus,
and
man.
they've made it all work
Huh.
together. It's kind of like
And
these
then
pieces
the
of the puzzle that
Fen-
all came together where, we've seen
Fen,
Doom
Marcel.
struggle even in
Ah,
that
so they're
gold lane, but
respecting
then the
Coil's
adjustments that they
Fen.
made when he
Okay.
played against Teddy
That's good.
was all that they needed to do. So you can't
So
really
let me
count out
see.
either of these
I'll
teams
bring it
because
a little bit.
over the course of their matches that we've seen now, they've just adapted so well.
I know Shin and
what else
Hide
is
on Bush
open
have
right
got
now,
some
by the way?
conversation. I want to point out Doom. I think he's been great as well. I
Hirara,
think he's a
Ling.
big
the number
part of
one.
why Entity
He's
7
the
was
number
able
one
to win.
roam
I've
right
been
now.
seeing so
Hirara,
many
Ling, Freya.
focused
They should be on Freya.
conversations as they
Phobius
should be
Freya
on
is
the
kinda
jungle
sus,
and
no?
the EXP lane.
I
But
think they
the
may
gold
want to
laner,
keep the
when
Freya
playing
open. Yeah,
well,
there
is
goes
that
Lucy
extra
then.
win condition
They
that
then
opens
saw-
things up for you.
They then
In
saw
this moment, you're
really-
seeing that win condition
Atlas?
maybe
Yeah.
get taken away, which was
Atlas.
clearly
They
the
might first pick
Marcel,
Freya, no?
100%
But
win rate,
actually,
Fanny,
do they play
Zushin,
Freya Go
as well as
this
the
team or
Uranus,
not?
the
I think they play a
Phobius,
good
and the
Freya.
Atlas
Phobius is a
all
decent
gone. And a
Freya.
fun fact
But-
here, LaFell,
But
about
then
Coily.
you got
Yeah,
Link
Koili
Hirara
led Pro
open for
Esports
Coil.
with undefeated regular
So it's
season
kind
and
of a bit
FPL
of a
Cambodia season 10,
pick
getting
that
both
they
the
want.
regular
Link.
season MVP as well as the
There you go,
finals
bang,
MVP.
Link.
And now for him, he is going to
Bang,
grab
they
the
take Link
lane.
straight
Shout
away.
out to
Wow.
Rain Day for calling all the heroes, by the way, because
Are you a
we
pro
can talk
player?
about how Pro
Valorant right now.
Esports
Honestly,
and banning
I'm
out
first AU
all
right
the
now.
front lines,
Pick up
making
the
sure
Freya
that
Valorant right now. Pick it up
I
right
think
now.
they just want to go for heavy dives and they don't want anyone to interrupt that. And then for Entity 7, I feel like the Fanny is a
Onyx and
respected
the
Valorant.
City
team.
played? No,
Even though
Onyx and
Pro
the City
Esports did
games
lose,
are
Koili
after
is
this
very
one.
strong at the Fanny.
Yeah, Coily.
Sakai is a monster on
one of
Assassin
the-
before, so I don't know what happened to him today.
I'm just expecting
It's
it to
just
be
all the
Eudora and then
junglers
Belric.
have been
Eudora,
busy
Belric. But
adjusting
Coily, I
to
think
the most
because of
recent
what he
meta,
showed
which was the
mechanical skill-wise,
jungle.
he's
with
fine with it.
more
And that's why they just
tanky
go ahead and
heroes,
grab
you know?
themselves the Ling. I mean, imagine too,
Yeah.
the Ling doesn't have as high
Belric,
as a win
Freya
rate as the
first, I
Hirara,
think,
but
if I'm
when you put it
Christian.
in the hands of a player like
Freya
Coily, you can really
definitely.
do some
I
amazing
hope
things across
Eudora
the map.
just doesn't
No
poke.
Belric,
surprise there,
okay,
Belric
that's
and
cool.
Better
there's
not
the
be Eudora. It is
So
Eudora.
that
They
is the
love
usually the
many
trait that
teams
we
love
see over
choosing
on Red
Belric
side at
Eudora
first
on their
phase.
first two
Now,
picks.
I wonder if Pro
when
Esports
they're the
does
second
something
picks.
different here
Well,
with the
but
next
okay,
two
but to be
picks.
fair, they
So
won with the
basically,
Valorant
like,
Eudora yesterday. So
The coach is asking, like, can you
Alright.
use the Ling? And he's like, I mean,
Well, every
just
time I
ring it
watch a
done.
Eudora
Yeah.
game, I'm like,
Right?
is she
What's so
really
hard about that?
that
Just
much
don't get stunned.
impactful
High
in the
execution,
game? Like,
man. And
can
when you have a
Well,
high
okay,
other
ceiling
mages
character like
not
that,
do the
which
same
clearly has a
thing?
low win rate, doesn't mean it has low
I
potential.
played-
Because the
actually
best
kinda
players bring
busted
out
if
the
you don't have
things
to
that
maximize
if you're
capacity.
not comfortable with it or you're
Troll
just playing it for the
picks up
meta, you can't
immediately.
bring out. You just don't
And
have the
Harry.
time to get that comfort.
Pop,
And now the Cho as well as the Harv gets picked up here. So they want to be able to basically ignore their gold lane for a bit. Harv should be able to take care of himself
I
against
also
majority
remember not liking
of gold
Pete's
laners now,
roam that
unless
much.
Entity 7 goes for
Yeah.
a like Esmeralda
yeah.
gold, Keto gold, which by the way, Keto is still open.
Esmeralda is open.
Yeah, the Paquito's still
Esmeralda
open.
is open.
We'll
But I
see
feel
if-
like Hirara, no?
yeah, maybe just take the Hirara, unless they
Did
let
you
it slip
use
through, but
Dora?
just because they're
Oh.
willing to go ahead and play
No,
something
no,
else
I think,
for Hide on
for,
Bush,
E7 to pick
because
up.
they could just want
Es-
to
Esmeralda
prioritize
was
something else
consistently
here.
banned
That's
yesterday.
true.
That's true. And
The reason
Esmeralda
this
is
is
technically
important,
good
just
against
joining
Hadith
us, if
and
Hirara
Chad, so.
Yeah.
doesn't get picked
Yeah.
here, which he will,
Yeah,
they could
but
have given
Hirara Hirara.
banned in the
It's
next
now or
phase.
never for Hirara.
So yeah,
I
not
mean,
a
it's kind of
jungler.
safe
They
for Ezreal too,
preferred
but we'll
outside
see.
of her, willing to let her get banned
Okay,
out.
so they have a
Yeah,
good
for now,
cover, but
GT7
now
they
the
have a strong
Freya is
opening,
still
especially
really
because
open.
they already have
So,
the counters
Hito
towards
is still
Pro.
open.
Right now, I feel like
realized
when it comes to the
that.
Cho as well as the Harry, we have to see what the
Hito is
matchup
still
is.
open.
And the
That's
Cho,
interesting.
I just
hasn't
think that
banned
Entity
off
7
pick.
might build a draft that's not easy for the Chill to get a kill. For example, if EWC is able to get up like
a
the Barats,
Vexana or
yeah, I think it's
Valentina
gonna be
right
hard
now.
for this Chill to really do much.
So maybe they ban it out, you know, for pro
think-
esports.
Oh, you
they
ban
wanna
an
ban one of those
EXP
take
lane
your
that can
options out.
contest.
You already got
No
Belric to
full
deal
yet.
with. You don't want to deal with the Belric plus the Barrett.
No, I
Oh,
think
but
banning
This is, like, for
Valentina
pro
is kind of
esports, for
valid.
these
Not
two
gonna lie.
picks too, it's
Valentina should be
Cozen and
Valentina.
Coily,
Mm,
right?
but
Dinosaur
Different
first,
type
okay,
of
okay,
KK
fair.
connection
Yeah,
made
Barats,
this time for
yep.
pro esports.
Barats is pretty good into
They're
their combo
very
stuff.
adapt.
Yeah, because the
to
Barats
these
can actually
heroes.
flank the
Kozen,
Eudora
especially
with
on
the
Harith,
flicker.
back when he was playing in the Philippines,
Daytona
was one of his
welcome.
best hero picks.
There's
So
Esmeralda
his
buff so
Freya
good,
getting
you should
banned.
try it.
You know, Filipino junglers playing the lane.
Fun
Freya
fact,
getting
I used to be
banned
an
out.
Esmeralda
Fannies,
one
that's why when
too.
those fannies come up, it's like, man, these guys can just put
Freya
on a
banned.
showcase
Yeah.
of mechanics. So they'll ban out the
Okay,
Freya
so
that Uranus.
Doom
Look at
is-
all
okay,
these
so
XP
Akash again.
options that are being
Alice gets
focused on.
banned out.
I feel like we missed the
Oh.
Freya going
Interesting.
through. I mean, that has been
They
definitely.
want
Alice
to
being
check in.
banned out. So that means they won the
I
Paquito.
was
I think they
thinking
won the
that she would
Paquito.
be picked up here. It's just that I would say
Yeah,
it's
they
only
go on the
good for pro
Paquito.
esports because they're already having a draft
what
that wants
else
to
is there?
dive in. When it comes to
Wait,
57, they don't really need that. And
Mm,
now,
kinda
not
sus
a
though,
EXP
Paquito.
ban, they
They're
banned
leaving the
Brody
Valentina
instead,
open.
and now the
Brody gets
Esmeralda
the
has been picked up.
Esmeralda
Okay,
gets
Because
yeah.
they still
That's
don't know
not
whether
fair,
Esmeralda
Paquito,
goes
for sure.
gold or
Because it
EXP.
kind of neutralizes the
This is
Paquito
just their
matchup.
Yeah.
one combo. I feel like they have enough presence in team fights, and I feel like that's how they have thrived. I feel like that was kind of the
Oh,
From
but that's
Philippines,
smart
like-
put their
because
strategy
they banned the
together to
Alice
tackle
because Uranus
Liquid
is banned
PH
as well.
yesterday. It feels like
These
they're
three
getting
are
more
like
what
the
they want here today,
sustaining.
Nesu.
Yeah, and I'm
EXP lane,
expecting
basically.
on this one too
Alright,
for Belric to
fair
have the
enough.
flicker. Remember,
I heard that
in the
Eudora
previous
pick is
matchup,
for
we saw the
countering
Belric guys
links.
make combo,
For
but
countering
They gave the Valorant
jungle.
guy.
Yeah,
so
he
it's
counts
not-
as
So
gold.
this is the
Sora.
pro esports to take
Sora
Valentina
into an
off.
Esme.
Yeah, you gotta take.
I
Huh.
feel like if they
Or
want
Valentine.
a marksman, I think the Moskov works perfectly.
Paquito is not good in this
Sora.
match. A lot of people still use it
I
though.
agree with you.
The only reason
Still
why
kind of
they
enough.
pick up a Paquito gold.
Paquito Gold.
I think
It's
go
only either or, but
Moskov.
I prefer the
I think you
Moskov.
should just go Moskov
Well, the
here.
Melissa
just for
still
safety.
available also.
Oh yeah, true.
Unless
And you
they
do have
want
Joe,
to
which
fight
they
the
would do
Esme
okay
hard
against,
game.
right? I'm curious.
Unless
I
they
feel like
flex this
the
Esme
Moskov
to a
The
gold.
Lunox?
yesterday, didn't they? I think they
No,
did
that's
play
too much
Moskov.
magic.
Doom
Never
had
mind.
a
that's
pretty
too
good
much
game.
magic,
If I'm
that's too
Doom,
much
I'm thinking.
But it would have
I
been
mean, it's
fine.
I think
combo,
Moskov
it's in the
should be
meta,
the-
it serves what we need.
Moskov's Claude.
I think the
Moskov's
combo
Claude
might
here.
just be, do we do this or do we do
Bruno?
Melissa
No, but
instead?
it's
What's
too
your
much.
take?
But
Carry.
Carry.
Which is
Ah.
interesting.
I don't really
about
like that
Carry
carry
because- Yeah.
He has a good lane
Wait,
against
but actually
Harry,
it makes
but then
sense
after
though.
that,
Valorant SB can actually
There's-
soak up the
there's
whole
no
front
high
line
HP
so
hero on
much.
pro esports.
That's
Carry's
that's exactly
And
what I
even
was thinking.
Hirara
You're
can
not gonna
actually
you don't
sort
need to
of
shred through
semi-zone
anyone,
out
and
because of the
you know,
immunity.
Carry has one of the lowest.
Well, also the
ranges
thing is,
I
the
would
pro
attack
Team Pro
ranges
has
for
a
a
nice
marksman,
mobility
so
to catch up to
you're gonna have a
carry.
difficult time.
Maybe
No?
they just want to rush Lord later on. with them
I've
Barats
seen the
just
matchup
get
so
it.
far. Carry
Blitz the
Harris
Lord,
is
perhaps.
neutral,
Very
actually.
interesting.
Yeah,
It's
interesting choice
okay.
there.
And I don't
Sora
think
has
he
CC
uses
immunity,
it.
Cho has
Has,
CC
one of
immunity,
the things where
Link
it's like,
kind of
we're
has
gonna go
CC
comfort on
immunity
this,
with
and a
you.
lot was banned
I
out.
can,
Yeah,
I'm
alright, well, this is gonna be
hoping
an exciting one as well. Our second
that they
series
will
of the
be
day
able to get
begins.
this. I mean,
Pro
I'm not
esports
hoping,
from
I'm just
Cambodia
assuming they
versus Entity
won't have
7,
too
both
big
on
of a
Dream
problem.
runs.
Oh no,
Will the dream
ignoring
continue, or will
Bellic to get
one
the
wake
carry
up
now?
to find it was
I
just a
think it should be
nightmare?
okay,
Ready for
though.
a series 2 cast.
Okay.
We've got
Alright,
Trax
but I
and
think
Brigida.
the draft is quite.
We're jumping in
Okay,
the
but to be
land
fair,
of dawn
I
for the
feel that
second
the
series
draft is
of
in
the
the balance
day.
mainly because
Entity
the real
7
question of the day,
coming
guys,
off of the
is
momentum
how
of
well
a
does
big
he
win,
play
while
today.
Pro Esports trying to recover themselves after yesterday's loss.
As long as
I
he
don't
Two
like
plays-
the
different stories
Valentina
looking
pick
for the
as
same
well.
dream. This is game
Other than
number
that, I
1,
think
Trex and Brigida.
But I mean,
Bringing in the action,
gave
how we
the
feeling,
odds
Brigida?
yesterday.
I can't help but think about what our panel
I
was
know,
also
right?
wondering
But
about
that's
before
all
we headed into this
Valentina
game.
does.
The carry last pick and choice here for E7, is it really
I think
comfort?
Valentina
And
Flicker
are
is
they
valid against the
looking
Bellic.
for a specific angle to play around this? Because you don't really see it paired up with a
Nice
pickoff
poke.
centric
That was a
setup
lot of
type of
poke.
roamer. It's more on a Bellery that you see on the in the hands of
Valentina
back end,
always
but
pokes well.
we probably will figure out what the plan is for E7 here, because again,
It's
lane
just a
lane,
big
it's pretty
game.
much
I
guaranteed.
don't
You
like
could see it
Valentina's
just
lane.
now. Kozen is not having the best time of his life.
Yeah, but honestly, this is also a pretty
Winning
comfort
out
pick
What
for
did Doom play yesterday? I don't
Wait,
remember.
stop.
Figuring out. That was close for both mid
What?
laners. Both flickers are already down. Imagine that.
Yeah, already some aggression, but still no deaths on the field. Taking a look at the emblems, both mid laner and Roman aside of Pro with some
he
speed
gonna
to move around
burn
the
a
map, and the Bargain
flicker?
Hunter into Kuza, but
Oh,
look
he
at
doesn't have
Purify.
flicker. He has
Oh,
Purify.
This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. You wanted to rely on the carry for the lady,
But it was
even
us.
then it was just a help, a bit of help even from PP, together with the concussive blast just
That's a bad
taking
trade,
him
but
out.
at least
Not to
they got a
mention
trade,
even
you know.
a another trade at least was taken, but that's just
Purify
that's
got
just
burnt
onto
out.
PP, so I think they're gonna
Melissa,
be
it
okay
should have
with
been
that.
Melissa.
Without
Loki.
Flicker,
Oh yeah, no
won't be
flicker,
able to survive
Eudora,
that
bro.
attempt from Coily on this lane. Does Haidon
Sa
find
also?
one? I don't think he will find a
Couldn't.
re-engage from
No,
Coily.
that's so
And the
bad.
damage too from Sa.
Nice.
Pro are now 3-1 against E7.
Yeah, all
That
before
sounded so
Turtle as
weird.
well. 700 gold lead in the hands of Pro. If they can translate this into a Turtle, we're looking at 1.5k gold lead possibly. It's going very well for Pro, but Entity 7
E7.
map now.
So cute, huh?
Down on the bottom as well.
Doom, there's no way. Okay, he
Yeah,
does
Doom's
get
not
to
right.
dash
Draft
out
is
of
not
this,
about
doesn't have
winning
to
early
purify,
game.
but
You
this is
can't
looking
contest
bad. Both sides are not in favor of
To
E7
be fair,
just yet, bro. They will
I've only
have
watched
enough time to
one
catch
game
up
of
to this
E7,
objective.
but
E7
both
are
games
bursting
they
in
just
as
had a
much as they
really
can.
good
The wave of
early
Dragon
start.
lands onto
So I don't know
Haidon,
how
goes
they
down
play
the
when
blade
they
to
don't
Coily,
have an early
finally
winning
securing
condition.
the turtle.
Yeah,
E7
draft
no
is not
longer
meant
want to
to be
fight
early. They all
tricks.
needed level
Exactly
4,
what we
especially
thought. You get that
Saturday.
Turtle, and now
Although
Pro has a
technically-
huge lead. Luckily, Doom
So I don't
didn't
know
go
why
down the
the
second time. He
brawling
has
so
already
much
taken a death,
in the
though.
early game.
Purify is going to be up on the top side. Akashi taking the death, so both off lanes just kind of suffering. You add that up with the mid lane as well, the pressure. Wait a second, a little bit of action. Akashi should be able to get away from this, but the pressure that
Did
Coily's
Esme
been
die
able to
without
bring in the mid
Purify
with
earlier or
Saul
no?
and P.
I think
Entity
he's-
7 is having trouble
No,
dealing with
she
it all
didn't
this
even
early in the
she
game.
didn't use
Yep,
it.
Pro
Didn't
Esports
use
have
it.
seemed to polish the early game, and they're dealing with E7 really, really well. This is something you were seeing from E7 yesterday when they were just able to dominate against Team Liquid, but right now Pro, after that loss, it seems like they've learned so much. Just even looking at the level advantage.
Yeah, because I think they
you
can just
don't want to
easily
see your
back
gold
carry no
laner
matter how many
two
front
levels,
lines.
almost 2 levels behind at this point in time in the game, and even your XP lane. But wait, Coily, all alone up top though. Does he get caught? He's willing
They
to
let him
exchange some
take
blows. He
Ling.
can afford
They
to.
don't know he's good on
should be
Ling.
okay.
Oh,
Coily
is
has
Ling his
been
signature
amazing
pick?
on the Ling
Ah,
so
good.
One of
far.
his
Been
supposed-
amazing on the
Oh,
assassin
really?
so far.
I mean,
The
Coil
day
is
that
like a
they
full-blown
beat
assassin.
SRG,
Literally can
the
play.
Heroic
I mean,
was on point, but the pressure that they're
I do
constantly
agree.
putting on Doom.
He
It's a
didn't
better
even have
Ling
to
than
move
a
as
Haidon
much.
Bush.
He was just there to use the way of the dragon and saw
Purify's
with the
not
Wrath of
enough,
Dryad
bro.
IMU.
They can't do anything.
Second time we see Doom taken out.
Urara is not
And Pro Esports didn't
ready
have to
to fight.
sacrifice
Bella
much
is
to
just such a
get.
slow
Yeah, I
hero.
don't know if
Look at
Entity 7 is just
Yeah,
not
it's
getting
a
the vision
roamer.
right now on Pro.
No dash skill.
Begin and Shin are just unable to keep
Of course
up
he's
with
gonna get
Pro
allocated
attacking
by
these
Troll.
off lanes
Just dash around the whole
non-stop.
map.
And Entity 7, they shift up to the top, but all they're going for is Gold Crab.
Gold farm
And they're
from
unable to really
Urara.
protect their offlaners.
Well,
They're
technically,
having
I'm-
trouble keeping up with the rotations, and now we're looking at
I would
almost a
expect
3K
the
gold
jungle
lead
to have
before
like 2
second
level
turtle
gap by now,
into
but
the hands
not
of
technically
Pro.
not
This
too
is only
behind.
going to get worse and worse
level.
very fast.
I'm only starting to think
Yeah.
of how E7 could maybe
But
utilize
Ling is
Eudora and
just
the
much more
Hirara
mobile,
together to
so
at least burst down a single target from Pro. Because
can be part
you
of
don't really see
Wings in that
much
bush.
tanky heroes on their side. I think this is also why we question the carry
Yeah.
pickup, because you don't necessarily need to shred anyone from Pro Esports lineup. But just the same, I don't think Shin and Haidon Bush have enough room to just connect and find a setup. Granted of how Pro Esports are so good at just limiting their movements right now. and
Clearly is
they're,
a monster on
again,
assassin.
starting this objective. There's a setup coming in.
I
Sorry,
don't
I'm
know.
Felix
I don't
focusing
know
onto
Clearly.
Baglin. Doesn't even get to use the Wrath of Dryad on time, and there he does. But the follow-up isn't going to be there.
Damn, I was about to say, has Bellery ever ulted yet?
Original one. That's
That was
E7,
such a
but
sad
already
ult.
double kill
I mean,
from
he-
Coily. Too bad now
Wow,
from
they're gonna
PB.
fight 2v4s.
E7.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
and
was this
solo
solo
kill.
kill?
Find their game in this game yet.
Ah,
Yeah,
solo
at this
kill
point, I
that
feel like
deep,
the
bro.
best thing is to not even maybe go
That's
for
so
that last
sad.
turtle, play a
It's
slow,
over.
go for
Got a
plays
solo
on the
kill in
off
between
lane,
the third and
go to
second
keep
tower.
that gold at a minimum
Tail
deficit, but at
pitch
this
lost
point
to
it's a little
this.
bit too late. We're 4K ahead in the
Yeah.
hands of Pro Esports, 8-1. Towers are going to start dropping to the
Sus.
bot side. You've got Coily up on
You only
top lane
basically
taking
could
tier
go
3
to
as
E7
well.
has to go
Haidon Bush is
super
going to
late.
just have to watch. They are going to go for the 1v1 up top, but I don't think that's a good idea for Haidon Bush.
They need
Okay,
more time to
Coily
skill.
doesn't
Yeah.
have the Tempest of Blades. Fortunately,
scaling
Yes,
from
especially
one
because
game.
they
so
have
I
a
don't
carry.
think we'll be able
Like,
to get
I
out of
don't know
that.
why
I
they
think there
couldn't
won't
pick
be any
a...
chase, but here in mid, you see Akashi trying to hold down the front. Coily trying to catch up as well. Backman goes in, does have the Wrath of Dryad, but it's actually the
Nah, bruh, 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 bruh.
DK say you didn't like the Valentina pick, bro. I actually like the Valentina pick.
Yeah,
I
Valentina
mean,
again.
it's snowballing, so
right
you can't
now.
really say
It'd be
much.
one thing if it was
There's nothing.
Begin who had taken 3 or 4
Bruh.
deaths. It'd be one
They
thing
just
if it was
snowball,
anyone
though.
other than
And
your
they're taking
offliners.
5v4,
Doom
5v3.
unable to output any damage. Akashi just getting shredded
Bro,
down
that
immediately.
lame
And
gameplay
while
though.
that's happening, Begin tries to make that engage, and Coily shows up and just completely destroys the back line. And so why does Begin even go in for the Wrath of Druid? This is the time that they need to kind of
They should have definitely picked Bellalyric in
alleviate the
playoffs.
pressure and try
Instead
to
of
stay,
Eudora.
stay as
What's the
safe
point
as
of
possible.
Eudora?
One more big lose like that in a big team fight, and it's a wrap.
Has she
And it's
stunned
already
Ling once yet?
big
No.
enough of a lead, you're seeing from Pro Esports. 6.8k approaching 7k. You see most of it significantly in the carries, between the jungler, between the gold lane. So the spread of the
This
lead
game
is
is
just
just,
looking too good for Pro
Pro, I
Esports
think
right
they
now.
can pick
The
any
conversions are
5
starting to come in. Hide on Bush though. Kozan, is he actually gonna
E7 is not even in the game.
Oh, wow, that was mean. Flicker dashing like that.
The leads just keep getting bigger. Wave the dragon onto
Flicker doesn't
Akashi,
have too
and
big
he
of a
uses the
value
falling
for
star
pro
my
team.
God.
They're
to
just taking
survive.
5
At this
men
point,
and
it's
taking
looking
off
like a
one, taking
bloodbath.
off
Just
one.
about anyone on Pro
Very
Esports can
coordinated
1v1
move from Pro.
anyone on E7.
E7 can
Where
pick
do
the
they
best
go
draft
from here?
and
Like
they'll
I said, I
still
think the
lose
best idea is
because
stay
they
together.
can't
No
control
one can
early.
get caught alone. Even hide on Bush, even the Aurora, who's got tons of iframes, tons of defensive measures to
Nothing-
escape, is
Nothing
getting
will
taken
change
out
this game.
by a Harith. Not even Coily, not even someone tanky, didn't even need any help. And hide on Bush goes down, sitting at 0-2-0.
Damn, that
He's
Mei-
just going wild.
the
Needs to
Mei-
play it safe.
the Eudora
fine.
damage is so
Only
sad.
ever taken out one member from Pro. It's only PP. So
Only
as much as I also wanna
PP.
see them try and
Brigida
play the
calls him
macro, it's
PP.
just gonna
Everyone
be
calls him
too
P.
tough.
Why does Brigida call him
I
PP?
agree, might be one of the ways to go until they feel like they can't afford to engage in a fight. Because not even Akashi could just tank the damage. You see him falling down even to Soria and Felix. One more, now there's another way of the dragon landing onto back in. There goes the Wrath of Dragon.
Is it taunting
Oh,
up?
Dark Mode, this might just be a counter engagement.
Ooh.
But the Conan
Ooh.
They always fight, and
It's
then
only Akashi and Doom left. Look at Coily getting
why are they
Ooh.
deploying?
Oh, Coily! Coily!
Got shut down. Let's go.
It's all right, though.
They got
Honestly, for Pro,
too over
I think
themselves.
at that point they didn't even have to keep that fight going, but they wanted to try to get Kuzan, that Maniac, the Savage, another Spawn's force drops. Kuzan
By the way,
should
that
be
team
able to get away
E7
safely here.
YPL,
Sorry,
right?
Felix
Yeah.
gonna get involved. Akashi
Colin's
chasing
kinda dead.
down. Actually, might be bad for Kuzan.
Oh,
Doesn't
P
have
for the
mana.
rescue.
It's a good thing PP
He's
and
so
Soria and Felix were
fast.
there.
She keeps
because that
calling
would
him
have been
PP.
Shutdown after shutdown for E7.
That's so cute.
If ever they did actually find the
I love how the
Kozan.
guys
So
purposely were
look at the
trying
replay
to
right
not
now.
say PP yesterday
I
and
think this is
Brigida
one
just
of the moments where it could have been really good.
Yeah, this
honestly,
was-
for E7. If only
I guess
were
they
able to
thought they
maximize
had
the
enough
Wrath of
damage
Dragon
to
a bit
burst
more.
Bellaric before
But
Bellaric
the
has a
sustained
chance to
damage
ult,
from
but
Kozan is just too much. There's no one to deal with
it didn't
these
have it.
high mobility heroes who just constantly surprise the back and attack the back lines.
what's the meaning
Where do
even
they
picking
go
Eudora?
from
That's what
here?
I'm
Once
saying,
again,
bro.
we keep asking the same question. Pro
Hirara confirmed Dark
Esports.
System hero in Pro Scene.
So
No, there were
ahead.
so many
I
good
mean, we've seen
Hiraras.
leads like this come
So
before.
Only Kenji was
And-
really, really good.
And I mean, teams have been able to turn around.
Or
Just
exactly,
even with their
really, really
composition.
Pro
you
Esport is
gotta-
kind of Onyx
you
PH demo
gotta-
version. They're in the same
who hasn't been
situation
able-
though,
I mean,
bro.
0-4 and 2 on a carry. This is a
They're
late game hero
literally
already.
in the
And
same
thing is, yes, he
situation.
normally uses to shred, but another
Bro,
pick.
they bashing the
It's gonna be
Kirara,
hide
bro.
on
Oh
Bush
my
at
Oh my
back.
god.
At
The whole
back.
point of Hirara is
They
untargetable,
get to
but
pick
he
up the
couldn't
Lord.
even.
I frame out of this.
But yo, they need to get. Oh yeah. See, what's the point of having a front line? They can't do anything to protect carry. So sad.
It's a double steal for Kozan and
Our enemy has CC
I mean,
immunity.
it's
They
not
just
the
dive
whole
in to
point.
carry. What are they gonna do? What the?
What the fuck,
I mean,
boss?
he can do
What
that.
is that?
At this point, it's like, let's
They're
just
just
see
running
what we can
away.
do. Let's throw the line out. If we don't catch nothing, it's okay. Look at him under the tower
Coily
right
did
now.
play in
They
TNC,
pop the whole
so he
defense,
did.
get some minions still through. Wave coming
Yeah,
down
he was
top. This could be
originally
game
from
ending.
TNC, so was Kozan.
Pro Esports have
Oh, yeah, I
an
remember
entire wave
Kozan.
with the Lord marching up
That was
top.
before
They're
Zyda
still gonna
and
focus
Danny
and try to
Kiki
take
came
down the turret first, but he goes charging in. Back in, doesn't
Nah.
have the Wrath of Dry, but he's still gonna go for it. PP!
Yo, how did that kick land like that?
There might just be a shutdown right
kick from inside the base.
Yeah, he went all the way around to the inside dash in flicker and then doomed. Doom is doomed. What are they gonna do?
But that might be at the expense of his own life, but
Look at that thick shield, bro. Not taking any power damage, bro.
They're playing KDA heroes right now. Pro Esports not even looking to end it. They want kills. They want blood. Trying to recover themselves after yesterday's loss. Cruising right now. 9-0-7.
Wow.
He's untouched. Sorry, I'm Felix. I'm well. 5-0-2. Overall, Pro Esports have completely dominated.
5-0-2. That's
but
5-0-12.
maybe the best plan was to target on base in that last push because the clock
I don't know.
is still
What are we
ticking.
talking about? What's
72 seconds for
5-0-2?
next
The
board.
KDA.
Oh, 5-0-12. Oh, the Sora.
As he got Trinity and just
Guys, everyone's
fully out. There it is. Has finally locked it in. He's hit the AK gold mark. Maybe we start to see a little bit more on the side of Begin.
No, Freya would have made difference. They would have had a better early damage, you know, balance.
You have at least got Radiant armor in, so there's a little something
In
there.
lane?
Only
In
2
gold
items
lane,
in.
they will
Even, yeah.
Yeah, in lane, Freya wins almost all matches.
Freya wins almost everything.
Yeah.
No,
you
but
have
Pro,
some
the thing
some
is
damage
Pro
output from
rotated
Hide on
so
Bush.
well. Like,
But the
they
thing is
bring
Hide on Bush
key in.
can't last.
Yeah, but
They
it's
can't
on the
get in
draft,
there.
bro. The
Every time
draft
you do
area
get past
lost
Star and Felix
in the
catches
But
you.
then also if it was
Sauce
Freya,
deals
Freya
Wrath
would
of
not
the
have
Dragon
died
catches
for
you.
that
It's
first
the same
game
thing
gold
for
lane.
Akasi trying to
To
come in
that
to
first
absorb the
game,
damage.
I just, I feel bad for both Hyde
No, I
and
think
Bush
it's
and
just
Doom.
the
Really, you want to
game
find these
sense.
creative angles.
Hello, Queely. Hello,
He
hello.
actually tried to take down that
Hello.
Buster all by himself without a wave. Could have been a possibility, but there was fortunately quick response from E7.
telling
It
you.
doesn't change the fact that Pro are still ahead. And going
Pro
back,
played too well.
Hyde on Bush, aside from the fact that there's so much catching up to do, I agree, it's just so tough for him to go
Because
in.
even
You
if
have to
Belleric has a
anticipate
good ult
so
right now,
much
there's no
punish.
point
Sora
early
and
game.
Felix,
Because carry, like what
there's
damage is
just a
third they gonna
multitude of
have?
ways that Pro
No,
Esports
as in
could
before
turn things around
Belleric
with
gets
this
the
lead,
ult.
so E7 could
They were
probably not
dying so
afford
much
to just
before
put themselves
Belleric
out
gets
there.
Yeah,
They'd
yeah.
still
So the thing is,
decide
they
to
wouldn't
get
die
out
much.
of their base.
The dying
Now
started
Tsubaki
because the
got
carry got
behind
killed.
the
Yeah,
wall.
yeah.
He's gonna find shit all over again in the IMU Wrath of Dryad. Or it's not actually the IMU, but there we go. Finally, it's a shutdown from Doom.
Ooh, comeback?
Finding
Oh.
Kuzen too.
But
E7
What
turning
happened?
that around.
Yeah, able
Come
to get a
back
big
on.
catch, and the damage does
Yeah,
seem
Doom got enough
be
waves
there.
to
We
catch
talked
up,
about
I
this the other
guess.
day. All it takes is 2 items for Eudora to really start outputting. It took about 12 minutes to get those 2
Was it
items.
the- was it the
Doom is
Eudora?
finally there along with Doom, pops a speedy light wheel, and the combo with all
Yeah, and the
together.
Belleric. Oh,
It's a lot of damage.
No,
Saw
I think
everyone just had to essentially run for the
Valentina
hills. 2
stick
members go
out.
down. Lord is still coming though. Pro Esports unable to stall it.
God.
It's just
No,
gonna be
Valentina ulted after
Great
the
timings
Belleric.
from E7
Yeah.
here. The Wrath of Dryad especially.
I honestly don't know what I just
Go
watched.
Hyde on Bush, had to force out the iframes. There's just so much damage already from each
Yeah,
basic attack
Carrie's
that you
gonna
get to
press
see from
blue now.
Coily, but just because Kuzen and Soria and Felix aren't here,
I thought to
E7
watch
They
the
should have ended when I was like,
Live for a bit
why
more
didn't they
longer in
end
this
it?
game.
They should have tried to end
Alright,
it
so
there.
NC7 able to defend, but they still
Why
have
they
no
rush for the
inhibitors.
hero play?
Have only
What the
taken
hell?
1 structure away from Pro
Telling
Esports.
you,
And
they
Pro Esports are hungry
Pro
for the
Esports,
end.
just like yesterday.
PP wanted to go for something there.
They
I
just
think it took a bit too long.
Fool around a
E7
bit
too
when
were
they
just
have the winning
really
condition. I don't know
grouped up
why.
together,
just
so
has
I don't
to
think it would have been
sort
easy
this
for him
out.
to find a target. On top of the fact that Pro Esports, they're not all
They
ready
overextended?
fully engaged just yet.
Wait.
E7 again
But it
defending,
wasn't even
they're
like, oh,
taking
they
it
like
slow.
accidentally
Bit by bit,
overextended.
we're
They
getting there. We
overextended
saw
on
Doom the
purpose.
8K gold mark earlier. Now he is
Over-initiate.
actually complete.
Yeah, that they were taunting them. They were like,
Took
"Oh,
was
we're
a
so
couple
strong.
minutes, couple
You
kills,
think we're overextending?
little
We're
bit of
not
gold between the
overextending.
teams,
We're
some
punishing you."
shutdowns,
Type
and
of a
he now has the
gameplay.
rose gold
But
in.
which was in
Be
fact
prepared to see some
overextending.
item
but yeah.
swapping. This is big for Doom. This is big for Entity 7.
Oh, it's Shin all over again. They really want to go for Shin. First Wrath of Dryad.
Okay.
Knocked up by the
Nice
well,
ult this time. Nice targeting, but carry.
Ooh,
Ooh, Coil actually got the. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
He finds a trade, but it's just gonna be Coil. Is it enough?
But
There's a wave coming in mid and
yeah, well, now what?
Hyde on Bush and Akashi will be here to defend, but Kuzen
Kirara
is just
can
gonna set his
clear.
eyes on the
Yo.
base.
Oh, they stopped the minions. Okay. Oh, Hirara.
Potential outplay from
from E7.
Download again,
And
bro.
can they do this? Kozen
They can't. They're too low. Hirara could definitely kill that probably. JK
kill,
though, if
but
it's
the
a
minions
3v1
are
situation.
so
Oh
fast.
wait, actually. Oh. No tower lock, bro. No tower lock. Man said I cannot go. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this gameplay? I'm so confused.
Entity 7. Like I said, the momentum's from
Wait,
yesterday's
why
game
did
still holds true.
I don't even think it's N57 playing modes. It's so going. But I mean, the Hirara gameplay just now was great. But yeah, and then they going out deep to protect the minions from diving into the tower.
Wait, hang on a second.
What the fuck is that all? What the fuck is... Yo, Coil die! How did Coil die? Yo! And where is Valentina going? I don't know where Valentina is going, but okay.
Oh my god, bye-bye, buddy.
Bye-bye, Valentina.
Where is he going? But... No, I was like so sussed out by that Valeric ult, but I guess it worked. I don't need a replay.
You know, we gotta say, they got that dog in them right now. And they are ready to
what the fuck are they doing for real? What the fuck are they doing? Like, what?
They had to just total this out.
Plan all along, you know, we need to suffer a bit, but we get to a point where we just...
At least Team Liquid didn't throw.
Yeah, you build character, you know, and this is something E7 have been building for 17 minutes now, Trex.
It's the villain arc right now.
Hirara?
You gotta go through pain sometimes.
Oh, that was a nice damage. Oh.
Coily can no longer win the 1v1 against Hide on Bush.
That changes things significantly in this game.
Just out the Lord.
Still have the Lord, but will be dealt with by Pro. Sorry,
Wait, how did Valeric get out of that? Damn, very lucky.
He just walk away.
I know.
Actually. Oh my god, guys, as Merkel always says, is this game Vamosable?
We are
think it is
officially
now.
in
Vamosable? What does that even mean?
Vamosable basically means like when you have such a monumental monster of a
by Doom,
and you somehow
along with the
throw it
Rose
all
Gold.
like down
This is what I was talking about when we talk about the item swapping, and this is where carry becomes extreme.
Now they're playing seriously. Now they're trying to manage the waves and split. A bit too late, but we'll see.
Once you have the
yeah, if they come back from with this draw, then Pro definitely deserves to win. But if they lose, they also very deserve to lose this. Bro.
It's a problem. How does
yeah.
sports catch that? Now, they've been able to find some
the second
moments.
richest.
The problem is before they were going for Shin, before they were going for Hide on Bush, but I think
Full
they've
item.
changed their priority on where these Way of the Dragons are going to be landing. Where these Wrath of Dryads with the
Immortality Rose Gold
are going to be landing. They have to be a lot more careful about how they approach these fights if Pro Esports wants to win out.
Yeah, because I feel like the fact that they always go for Shin
I mean,
is
at this
just
point,
so
we are just kind of like
really
low-key hoping
go
our
and dive
Amigos
in,
actually
right?
make it, bro.
Valentina stole blue buff from Coil. He did?
To handle
No, he didn't. Valentina doesn't have blue.
From Doom anymore, like just by themselves, like without them
Marlier
allocating
or
the
what?
right amount of crowd control, just so Doom doesn't get to cast the speedy light wheel
Proper front line.
every now and then. So there
front line
will
indeed.
be, yes, I agree, a bit of change in terms of
I
targeting
mean,
for Pro
I
here,
guess he should just
but
try to.
this isn't the best KDA you're going to see on a carry, but we're in a different timeline now. We're 19 minutes into this game. I feel like this would barely matter, but that's a lot more defense
I think so. I
items
think
getting
Ling
picked up.
has
I think
enough
Blue
damage
has
to
the
burst carry if
immortality
carry didn't have
and
immortality
both
/ rose gold.
Athena's shield in his build, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
You know.
I think Link can only aim.
Oh, carry has Athena.
Wait. So that's no. You get some shield from the shield.
I think he popped.
He sold rose gold. Yeah, he sold rose gold for Athena.
Pick up rose gold. You go into immortality. You pick up Winter Crown.
Ooh, Hirara taking nice damage. Are they gonna focus Hirara or what? Yo, that was a nice bait from Hirara, followed up by the Bellery gold. That was smart. That was pretty neat. And why was Coil just in mid lane while they were having a clash for the Lord?
A lot of resources wasted on Akashi there.
What was that team fight from Pro though? Why was like half the team in the mid lane while E7 was doing the lead.
Bro, Akashi did such a great job, bro. Holy shit.
They may not be able to end here, but they can at least.
I mean, if you're scared of Belleric, then you should be more towards your team's blue side jungle, not the mid if you want to contest a little.
Okay, I friend. I don't push. I just go for the outplay here.
He's dead. Eudora, flicker in. Kill it. Ah, kind of short. No! Got the immortality on time too.
Gets to pick up the immortality just in time.
Unfortunate.
Unlucky.
It is unlucky. But unlucky or not, I don't know how they're gonna defend this. Nice push check from Vaguin.
Still has Zaman Force.
Yeah, it's also hard to burst a Belleric with 6 tanks.
And the carry has Purify, so I guess even if Cho kicks, I don't think carry is killable now. Ah, they have all the time early games. I really like Eudora.
Oh, nice.
Whoa! What the heck is going on? Nice Sora ulti. Nice damage input following up the Sora. They lost the mid space, but that's good. They have 40 seconds. 2 members versus 2v4. With Hirara cutting kinda. This is not the best move because then what if they just run mid? Well, Esmeralda's dying. Why did Esmeralda go in like that? Why is Esmeralda? Why did Esmeralda go in a 1v2 moment on Nani? Nani?
They've got a cannon minion.
9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7, 6, 5. Eudora doesn't have flicker though. Oh, clutch that retreat! Oh my god, bro! Oh my god! The fuck is going? What the fuck was that Esme gameplay though? Why couldn't he just go to the?
He's trying to pull the creep away.
Yeah, why couldn't he do it like more close to the base area? Yeah, no, not like in the base, but I'm saying like in front of the base where if Harit was to dash around too much, he would get tower shot or something. No?
It's down to the wire once again.
Yeah, Shin has to be very particular of his positioning this time. Lord,
like even if he cleared the mini, he can't survive. Ooh, Vengun getting busted. Lord! True, Hirara does... Oh, wait, this comeback from Pro. What happened that team fight?
When in doubt, sorry, I'm Felix continues to get those big sets for the team.
Pro esports are not letting this
Nah.
get 30-minute game.
That was a 30-minute game? There's no way. What a thorough game. I'm so confused.
It could have ended on 13 minutes.
Oh my god.
You know what that felt like, guys? That felt like ranked.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They were able to close it out today, even after going the distance, even after Entity 7.
I mean, they defended better than the normal ranked game. Because, I mean, E7 was defending for, I think, like 16 minutes. Because I thought the game was going to end in 14 minutes.
I like that you mentioned it was just game 1. It was just game 1.
But that last team fight I need to see. I thought Venguin's ult wasn't too bad, but Venguin got bursted too much because his ult wasn't too bad. And then...
The Sora spray.
Answered their questions here and there, especially towards Doom with the carry, but...
And where was Carrie while Venguin was getting busted?
No, she got caught in the middle.
By who?
The Valentina.
I think that really mattered, especially in that last sequence, because it was E7, I feel like, who were just desperately trying to do something because Pro Esports were already there. They were already positioned around the objective. They were bursting it down pretty much.
Yeah, but look at that though. You are getting kicked every time for having a flicker.
Was when Pro Esports was coming into them, right? Was attacking onto them, was causing the advance.
I love Hirara and Eudora, not Eudora. Hirara and Esmeralda is always the one defending their base.
Oh, why am I standing on my... Standing on my seat.
Standing on the chair.
I know, why is she so small?
People get confused.
Well, it was an amazing game 1. We still have a couple
And
more
they
to
somehow
go,
defended
possibly.
this, which is
Let's go back
crazy.
to the panel and see what
this
they
is
have
the
to say
moment.
about this.
Thank you. I'm glad we're finally seeing.
Belly
what
Gold
Korea
actually
does
didn't
off
hit
the
much
ground.
people.
Bro.
Yes, that's
You got
the
hit by
least
the
amount of it.
Valentina and the Sora.
I think this is
Sora,
such
yeah.
an exciting back and forth, guys.
Bro,
when
not
we
the
look
coach
at it
doing the
with,
Sue,
of
what the
course,
fuck?
Naisu and LaFell to break that action down.
He was very
I
hyped.
loved seeing the
Did
competition.
you just
and it
see
was
the
a
Harit
clean
KDA?
game by both teams,
No, but I
to say
think
the least,
Harit
but
never
it
died,
felt
no?
like they
Or
wanted
did he
it.
die
It felt
once?
like we were
No,
in
Harit was like
somebody's
18-2
going home,
boss.
somebody's moving on and making a historic run
Crazy.
type territory, which is what you want to see.
Also, at the
Even
same
though
time,
it's
who's
not
gonna
like
just
who's
watching
gonna
the games
focus
there
Harit?
because, yeah, Pro
Eudora is
Esports came out
technically there to
swinging,
focus
got
Lane,
a
but I don't know
start
how many
going,
times
you know,
Eudora
Corey was
actually
kind of
focused on Lane
unstoppable
because
up to a
Eudora
certain
was busy
point,
getting kicked by the
and
troll
somehow,
every
some
team
way,
fight.
The one time
showed
that
us
the
why
Lord interception
they
there.
won yesterday.
Yeah,
They
and
were
then
able to
Eudora
take
had
care of what I think it was a 10,000 gold
game
lead
ever.
that was built up first, and then they started to lead, but then
And then
props to Hide on Bush and the rest of the team to stay into that game as long as they did. But eventually, it comes down to that one Lord take, and then I'm sure LaFell will go through this later on.
Yeah, no, they don't.
They
Eudora,
crush it to get
guys.
that retribution off, and when
Pro
you're
needs to
already
police
kind of
their
at a back
decision
foot,
making.
trying to get in the zone of that.
No, I feel
is
like
so
they were
difficult. I mean, look
purposely
at
not
this,
making decisions
39 to
first 15
16
minutes,
for the
and then
kill
when
counter here. Like this has to be
when
the most.
E7 started having a potential comeback moment, they were like, oh, we should probably start thinking how to play this game better.
Coming in from Entity7 is Hide on Bush. Not even. It's actually Akashi, 77,346.
Dark Horse.
So he's about double.
Yeah.
Are
Wasn't it
they?
about
Pro?
double the highest that
Are they Dark
Entity7 was
Horse? I don't
able to
know.
do?
Their gameplay, this
Hide on Bush,
gameplay
though,
kind of
bro.
like.
Talk about a defense. This is really like
I don't know,
sword
ruined
against
their
a
own
shield kind of
reputation.
matchup where we can see Pro
Can I say
Esports
something? Can I say the
non-stop
one word to
offense.
describe that
But
gameplay?
Entity7
Shock.
with not one, not two, how many defenses that they did, and every single one of them
Thank you, Fire,
is
for the
highlight
flower.
worthy.
And you were trying to look at what is the benefit, maybe if you're coming in and watching, of both those strategies going toe-to-toe. Well, one is waiting for that perfect moment. One constantly
Both
on
strategies
the attack,
going
and
toe-to-toe.
sometimes a good
That was
offense
not
is a
going
good
toe-to-toe.
defense.
That was
But when
not
you
going
slip up
toe-to-toe.
like
That
was
Pro
slow to
Esports do,
slow.
losing a Lord,
Yeah,
losing
well,
a
what do you mean
Lord,
going?
off Lord.
Strategies going
It was the
toe-to-toe.
chance
That was not going
Entity7
toe-to-toe.
wanted, erasing that gold lead nicely, but they
One
weren't able to
had
take
a
advantage of
very
it. There's a lot
visible
of learnings to take into game two.
Yeah,
winning
again,
condition
it's
set
instances
already,
like this when you
but
turn
decided
a
to
goal
drag it
deficit
for
of
another
10,000
16
around
minutes
you
and
start to
stress
get some
themselves
momentum in
out
the
because
game.
I don't know,
You
some
still
people
really have to
like
stay
doing that.
disciplined because
guess.
there were a couple mistakes made, and I know LaFell, like I said, he has some of this on the illustrator later on because a minor decision, like for
You
example,
see the
using a
relief, bro,
battle
like,
spell or
holy
using
shit.
one of the defensive items or not getting the setup you're looking for, all those little,
Unfortunate
let's say,
for the carry
mistakes
who
could
was
lead
trying to
into
do
a
their best.
game loss here. And as you guys know, again, this match is a decider match, so you don't want that to
What is
happen
Esme's
going
job?
into the
Let's
next
say
Somebody's key is getting crushed.
Beleric
Somebody's
is
moving
supposed to
on,
go
making
in
a historic
ult.
run, guaranteeing at least
Where was she?
$100,000
Where was
for their
Esmeralda most of the
efforts,
time?
top 8, and
What
a
is her
chance of
job?
glory here in the Lenovo Legion Gauntlet at
I feel like he
EWC.
just stay in the
LaFell,
back
you
with the
took
carry
a
and
look
get
at some of these clips. You
and
got
just
those set up for us. We're
sustain
gonna get you on your
through while
telestrator.
people are
Break
getting
down what you
busted.
saw in
I
game
feel like
one
Esme
between
didn't
these two teams.
do
So first of all, we got to
much
look at the draft
in
here.
a
There's
way,
quite
I
a
feel
few
like.
things that we have to look at. But first of all,
Technically, Esme
in
is a
terms of drafts,
counter
the only
for
question
Harit
mark
and Cho. I
really
feel like
is on this carry. Just
if anything,
because
they should
it
have been
doesn't really
punished
solve
a bit more
problem that's
if the
presented
clash
here
is
by Pro
going on
Esports
and
because
Beleric
there's
successfully
not a lot of high
taunted
HP
them.
heroes, so it doesn't fully utilize the passive that the carry
Like, it's
has.
just-
But more importantly, it doesn't protect yourself. And we're going to be
Bro,
seeing
but
that in the
vast,
clips
bro, the
here. Where
Eudora,
starting off, this is basically what
I'm telling
happens
you.
in the early
Second
game,
pick
which
teams
by the
always
way, what
pick
Pro
Eudora
Esports does so
Beleric
well
first
in this
picks.
game and previous games
So dumb.
on how they got a 10,000 gold
I always
lead
hate
is
that pick.
they perform the
Like,
best
Beleric, I could
at open
understand.
map, right? When
Eudora-
everything is still there, they can capitalize on everything. Where if you're going to be looking at the map
I
here,
don't know.
you can see that in terms of the position, they're playing a
don't get it
3-2
either, to be
position,
honest.
right?
I mean, I
So,
get how
3
OP
at the
she
top
is. I played
and
her,
then 2
she
at
is
the
kind of
bottom
OP,
because
but
one
it's
reason
not
that
like
they
OP
understood is that
until,
Doom
like,
made a crucial mistake
unkillable
where
kind of
this
OP,
is
you know what I'm
basically
saying?
like the safe place for you to be as a gold laner, and multiple times Doom actually stays in this area, which yes, he wins the lane, but you're going up against a Ling. Ling moves very fast in the game, and we can see here that's basically how it keeps going on. See, Doom moves forward again, gets ganked.
Yeah,
I'm only
especially.
showing
I
this
thought
clip,
Doom was
but
going in
it
that deep
happens
because Doom
multiple
had
times as we
Flicker,
see in
but
the game.
Doom
I
had
feel like the first
Purifier,
3 to
which
four
he
ganks
should
are
have,
all in the
and
gold
which was the
lane.
right call to have
That
purified.
is
But
something that could have been
I
remedied
was
if they
just
pick up
like-
something like
Made him more
Moskov.
vulnerable
Moskov
once he's
can
gone.
basically
yeah,
protect himself. He
especially
doesn't need any
especially early
rotation.
game.
And you see honestly, there's no rotation
when
going
he's
to the gold
already
lane
weak
coming in
and
from
he's
NTT7.
positioning bad with no
And
dash
this also
besides
shows
his
why
one middle dash.
I would say the best
skill.
The best win condition for pro esports is just to play outside of the base. Once you get inside the base, it does become quite difficult because if we look at the square that NTT7 always forms, they try to clump up together, but what NTT7 does is they split them up. It's not a front to back, it's front and back. As we see the team fight coming up here, they are pulling the front line away, and then you can see a clear separation here where the front line as well as the back line is clearly separated, and the one going for the back line is both the gold laner as well as the jungler. Massive damage, and there's really nothing that NTT7 can do, and this is why NTT7 keeps losing those team fights. They just get separated, but then things start to change. When we start going into the map here, get into the base, this is one time where I would say they made a grave mistake where they're put into a situation where we can see multiple members got stunned up by PP on this Beleric, right? A very big ult hits onto basically everyone. Look at all the taunts
never mind. I think they
everyone
gave
was
up.
taunted, and that's the reason why they lost this fight. But then we go into the base, which, by the way, hide on bush. This
crazy. Man.
I would say this is a career-defining highlight where you can basically show to all the teams, like, this is what I can do, right? On the Hirara. But also, this is why they cannot end the game. This is something that they've done in previous draft as well, where they're so good at splitting the fight. But what if there's no way to split them up anymore? They're always going to be clumped up, and you're going to make a mistake. So I feel like that's something that they have to look forward to, where you can play at open map perfectly.
Right.
But once you're inside the base, what's the next step? We see that the Joe tried to kick someone else to make
popular in Korea too.
Sometimes it's not that easy.
Yeah, and it feels like, I mean, I'd rather be, if I were, and if maybe you guys let us know in the chat as well, I would probably rather be pro esports in that situation where I have all the energy, all the momentum, the gold lead early on, everyone's doing well, and the only issue is how do we get through to that final portion of the base. I feel like it's a scary type of situation that we saw.
I think it was kind of dumb.
Put themselves in, and the Moskov did come into our attention in the draft.
I don't know, I think
is it on
the
your
caster
attention now,
analysis host is really trying to say it in a nice way that they do.
Coming in from the room?
Like putting all these
analysis
like, oh, they should have done this, maybe they didn't do this, maybe they weren't good
Yeah,
at this.
more
No,
than
no, 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 no,
so
bro,
many,
they know, they
they
just threw.
And it is one of those things where, again, in late game, and we saw this late game get to that point where, yeah, the carry can shred
Like,
even through the
what?
Lord, right? But yes, maybe something like
They
the
don't have
Moskov
much
where you have a little more
players, maybe they
space to
don't.
work with. You can
What
play
do you mean
the
they don't have
long
much
game
players?
if you
Maybe
want
they
to
don't.
stay on the
Oh
other
yeah,
side of the
Korea,
map,
yeah.
join the
In
fights
Korea,
with SOD.
they don't have
You
MPL
know
in
you're
Korea.
up
No.
against a a matchup like that where Kozen gets
It was
his
like a
Harith. Again, this
combined
Harith
East
is
Asia
Kozen's
or
probably
something.
one of his
Yeah,
best
they
picks
had
that he
like
has in
a
the gold
joint
lane,
tournament
and
with
you
like
saw just
Mongolia,
how they
China,
played that. So
ETC, but
Moskov
And
might be one of
Japan,
them,
and
but I
Japan.
think
Yeah,
even for
Japan,
Entity
but
7, they
were
really
they really
need
bad?
to get the ball rolling in their favor
They were
early
really
on.
bad.
And
because I
they
feel
didn't even
like that's where
have
they're
a
able to go ahead
proper
and build up.
way to decide
Nah,
the
dog.
representative
You gotta make sure that you're very disciplined,
So,
because
which is also,
something
like,
that we were
dramatic in a
not
way.
able to clip
They
just
had a
because
little
it
drama.
happened so fast, but once they got a lead, we saw Coily
Because
on
the
that lane
prize
trying
pool
to
was
run
big,
away, and then Shin tries
So as
to
long as you
stun him,
join
even
the
expanding
representative
that
team, you
flicker.
got some
That
free
is one
money
of
for
those
playing the
situations
game.
where if you
So
can
people were
catch
upset
him,
because
you can end the
apparently
game.
Wait,
most
he
of the
couldn't, and then that's
players
just,
in
an avenue that
Korea
Pro Esports saw,
did
like,
not
hey, he doesn't have
know
flicker,
that
he can go in,
Korea's
and then we can
team
start
was
holding the
being
map again.
formed, and
And that's
they
how
were
crucial
recruiting
battle
people
spell
because they didn't
timings
make
are,
any
especially in
public
that type of
like
game
announcement
where
that
that
oh yeah, we got a
information is enough to
team,
say,
we're
you know
recruiting
what, now
people,
we're gonna go
you know,
take
kind of
out
thing.
Shin or whoever
It was
burned that
just they
flicker.
chose one
That's an
player
automatic kill for us.
and
That's an
told
automatic
him to
advantage
just
in a
make a
team fight.
team.
It all comes down to this
Wow.
one for
Yeah,
Entity
that's
7,
what
who's
happened.
representing the
I don't really care too much,
Americas
but
from
I
South
don't care too
America.
much.
The last time they had
Korea
graced a
rank
main
kinda
stage
sucks
like
too.
this, from my understanding, is M4 with RRQ Acura.
Say less.
And that was in 2023.
Korea-
They've
Koreans
been
are a lot
rebuilding in
better
that
in
region
PC
ever
games.
since. This
But
is
in
the
my personal
result of
opinion, I feel
that.
like
Can
PC games are a lot
NTT7
harder
find a
than
way
mobile games. That's the
to
reason why I play
clamber
Mobile
back
Legends,
and
because
get
I
into
cannot
this
play
matchup
PC
again? Pro
games
Esports
that
looked the
well.
better. They got the
Not that I
win.
play Mobile Legends.
One more
but
game for them, and they're through to the
per-
knockouts.
I feel like one
but-
thing that they can do to slow the game
You
down is to have
definitely
one
do.
person
I
to
strongly like to do
basically
that.
track where Coily is, because in that game he was perfectly free. Right?
Yep.
Whenever he goes to the goal lane,
Great point.
no one
Kyrie
stops him.
or
Whenever
Super
he
Free
wants to go for
face
those
card?
objectives, no one stops him. When he goes to
Kyrie
you
or
know,
Super
kill the
Friend's
mid as
face
well as the
card?
goal
I
lane,
feel like that's
no
the
one
first
stops him.
time I've
You need
ever
one person to
been
keep
asked
track
such
of
question.
that guy.
Well, like when you have a character
How
who's
do
so
Super
mobile,
Friends
that's
look
one
like?
thing. But when you have a
I know
team
Kyrie
that's so
because I
committed to
mean
grouping
every
up,
time
it's
they do
even
little
making
things,
that
everyone's like
mobility
Kyrie,
even more effective.
Kyrie should be in this VOD. Kyrie
They
should
don't
be in
wanna
this
play like that.
video.
Yeah,
We
that's
should
one of the
interview
things,
Kyrie.
especially with a Ling, right? Like,
Freak has the model.
it's like you want to keep
defense,
track
really
of him and
How
keep
tall
tabs
is
on
he?
him, but at the same time, like Ling's
Prince
kit just
is
allows
at
him
least,
to
like,
be everywhere he needs to be, and then you put him in hands like a specialist like
180
Coily. Even
which is
more so
like-
is it a difficult task to deal with, and
How
that's
much
so
do you
this
convert
time
that?
we
I'm
might see some
5'7".
different things. Entity 7 is going to be on the
So-
low side for that
I
first
feel like
pick.
in America,
You know what,
180
Isa,
should be,
it could have been
in my
when during the
personal
drive, we're like,
opinion,
yeah, just don't get stunned. And look at how
somewhat
many
of
times
an
he got stunned.
average
Not
height.
much.
Not much.
Only like once or twice.
High ceiling, Coily proving he just really is
Oh,
Not
Valentina's banned
for
immediately.
good. One of the
but just
junglers
in
we've been keeping an
general.
eye on. Pro Esports
Freya
looking to
also
use his expertise and ability going into the next stage. Hide on Bush. It's been getting a lot of conversation on the LATAM side. The man of many hats. Hide on Bush does it all for his squad, leading as the
Freya
jungler,
ban.
captain, shot caller, and taking on coaching and analytical duties whenever needed.
I thought the
That
Phobia's
is-
first
that's a
ban was
lot
like
of
a sign for
responsibility.
a.
That sounds underpaid.
I guess Phobia's is good against any assassin
We don't know
jungle, to
his
be fair. I
salaries,
guess
but
that's
if they
why
go
it was banned.
forward to the knockout stage, you know?
Yeah, because
it
he
gets a
Oh,
big salary,
Fanny
yeah,
Lane
salary, but,
ban. If they ban
you know, give it
Hirara,
to
we
Hide on
might
Bush
be able
again,
to
like
see
I
some
said,
new
He
jungles.
is one of the
that
mainstay
haven't
members
been
from
Oh,
NT7.
shown
Very,
YSS?
very experienced player. Has and even now just
Never mind,
showcasing a
we've
lot
seen
of what they're
YSS enough.
capable of doing. So, you know, to know
Which
that
team
he's
are you
also
rooting
shot
for, Pro
calling
or
and doing all this
E7?
too, that kind of is a huge statement for himself.
I
and the
might root
team.
for E7 now.
Well, we
I
asked
don't even
what
know
they
what I
would
was
do
rooting
about
for
Coily's Ling.
first
They
game.
ban it. They don't want to deal
But-
with it. The Harara
Yeah, we're gonna
also
get new
banned as
hero.
well in response
yeah.
alongside the mainstays,
Fanny
Freya
Ling,
and
Hirara
Marcel.
ban.
Atlas,
Atlas!
and
Oh yeah,
Valentina,
Atlas
which they
is
did
open!
line
I
up
totally
against
forgot.
Belric.
Oh
Belric
my
enjoyed
god.
playing, but this
Stop
time it opens up an even
Penguin,
stronger pick.
damn.
The Atlas first,
Phobias?
which could mean a Eudora response here on the side.
And I wonder if they want to
Wait,
pick up a
you know
Nolan
there's a
early,
good
because
chance
Nolan
that it could
is
mean
filling
that
the
Hide on
spot
Bush may go
of what
utility here.
Ailing wants
They
to
may
do,
not go
or
assassin.
Ferrara wants to do. Because
I
I
guess
feel
not
like
Or
if you go for a
could
Yeast and
go
Shin, then
even more
I don't know.
assassin.
There's just too much
Why
counters
is this
now.
not too bad,
I
honestly?
like how just
Doom
by
should have been the
simply
carry
banning
factor in
the
that game.
the
Doom
Ling
was
and
the carry
Hirara,
factor in
it
that
already
game.
changes
What do you
the
mean?
course of the draft, and then it'll
Doom
change,
was the
you
only
know, obviously
hope.
in the game too. Atlas being picked up, and they took care
Yesterday,
of the Valentina, so you don't have to worry
Trophy
about
34
a
Queen
That's
Girl
why
with
they
their
banned the
Valentina.
by Pro
Valentina.
Esports. If you're
That did not
Entity
make
7,
sense.
you
Now
can
that
build on
makes
that, but this
sense,
does
yeah, they
leave
banned the
open
Valentina because of the
now
Atlas.
quite a few options to take right on the swing. So you still have the Belric available. You can go ahead.
That's true,
and
Belric is still
what else is a
available,
power
though.
play move? What else is in the mid that you would actually
Imagine
go for here now that you
Belric
or do you just go ahead
Purify.
and secure
So
something
Atlas
else?
ults
I
Belric,
feel like
Belric
it is
Purify,
fine
and
to
then
delay it just a
ult.
little bit, which by the way,
We have a
There's a
technical
pause
pause,
right
so
now.
yeah, I
good
see, I see.
opener coming in from
Yeah,
NT7
they
because
stopped
banning on
that Fanny
Fanny as
game.
well as the Ling, and then the Valentina, that proves to be...
Better to have a pause
I
now
feel
than
like that's a
later
good
during the
way to
game, honestly. I
open
feel
up
like
going
pause during the
up
draft is a
against,
lot more
Pro
doable
Esports, is
than
that
during
if
the
they do
game,
win,
where I'm
and
like,
Pro Esport can take that first pick again and then deny them
thank
of
you
this,
for the
of this right. Anyways,
juice. Thank
when
you,
it comes to
thank
the
you,
mid,
Jonathan.
I really feel like it heavily depends
now
on what your jungler is going to be. For example, if you're going to pick up a utility jungler,
Nah.
say Fredrin and a Kai or whatever,
What about
you need a mid with a little bit more
Natalia?
range to back
Hear
him
me
up
out.
whenever he does
I
go
haven't
for
seen
those neutral.
Natalia in
Hear
a
me,
long
hear
time,
me.
And then
by
if
the
you're
way.
using something with
Atlas
damage,
cannot
like a
chase
Nolan, maybe even a
Natalia,
Harley,
first of all.
Yeah.
you need a mid that
And-
can set it up. So
Can he
that's
not?
why we see
Really?
Valentina's still being
Natalia
okay,
is a
even though
lot
it's a
faster.
mid-range, not long range, but you got crowd control. And, you got
And then
some
who's
amount
gonna
of burst
try to?
damage,
I don't
making
know.
it easier
I am
for
too
those
lazy
assassins
as a
to actually get the
roamer
kill.
to
So I
constantly
really feel
get
like
vision
it's
on Natalia,
dependent on
who's
what the
half the
jungler
time
is gonna be.
invisible.
Okay, so we got word. It is,
My attention span
they're
is
gonna
too
go ahead and
short
sort
for
things
that.
out here for this draft.
Let's
I'm
see if this
wondering
Atlas
we'll
has a
still see that.
potential or not. We'll see. We'll
At least
see.
the Atlas picked up or not. Probably same bands I'm expecting, but what was that one combo we saw? Was it
Why is
just
his
yesterday
nose
where the
red?
Nolan was picked up and that amount of bursts that they had?
He was always
Because
out of position,
Nolan's
getting
only
off
been picked up,
guard all
what,
the
literally
time. I guess
twice,
when he's
think it is so
gone.
far?
One of them was from
carry?
Lonzo Recall
Doom?
using the Nolan.
Yeah.
Even in
I
a
don't
game
think
that
he was
they
off
lost,
position.
the
I mean,
burst from Nolan
early
is
game
insane
definitely
because
out
the
of
buffs make
position.
it so that
Late
the
games he
Nolan
But he
played a
was
lot
squeezed.
safer.
basically a spam
But-
with his
Squeezed by the
abilities.
Valentina.
Very hard
Yeah,
to
he
kill.
was was squeezed, so I feel like
Juicing Uranus.
he's her front line. He's front line should have saved us.
Juicing
Uranus.
Hey, good luck.
Jushin, I get it. Uranus. Oh, they already have 2 purifiers. 2 built-in purifiers for Atlas.
For pro esports.
Then all we need is a Wanwan and a Wysis jungle, and who has a purifier? And a Chobro. Wow. Full purified build.
You're gonna have to get through some
Maybe
purifiers.
take a fucking Digi, bro.
You can take
Oh
the
yeah,
now, hold on
take
to
Digi
it.
on top of that.
Maybe the mid lane option as well, just so you don't get things banned out, because you already have to deal with the Jushin.
What's the combo for Digi and Gold? Digi and Ixia?
Yeah. Because in terms of damage junglers.
They
Now
can
it's
just
like
go.
all the niche ones,
They-
like the
what do you mean
Nolan,
combo, though?
maybe even the
You just-
It's a
Saber.
rank meta.
Pair with
Oh,
anyone.
Gwyn
Oh,
here.
Gwyn. Oh, totally forgot about the Gwyn. Gwyn as well as the
Moscow,
Moscow
one
gets
of
picked
them.
up here, which Entity 7 for now
They want to
has a lot
overload
of
the
crowd control.
Purify, basically.
Yeah, there's
So
a
Easton
YSS
should get
mentioned
picked
too.
up. Wow,
So
good
YSS
Bro,
is being picked up.
Guinevere
Again,
is
this
one of
year
the
is
best
not-
hero. Easiest
A great
hero to
win
run
rate.
out the
great win rate.
Purifies.
It's only one game.
Technically.
One game
Yeah,
win.
one game win.
Yeah. One game win right now for the YSS.
So
So
Easton
far.
gets
Aurora,
picked
no?
up.
Yes.
Yeah, yesterday.
Uranus
Moscow,
method
though,
will
picked
work.
up.
Oh
We
yeah,
wanted to
how
see that
Uranus wins
adjustment.
every
They've
game.
made it.
But that
Also
theory
taking
was
out two of the picks that were
debunked by
used on the
that
side
game
for
where
Esports
Eudora
last game in the
and
Valentina
Uranus
and
was
the
picking the
lane,
same
adding
team and they
Guinevere
lost, I
to the
think.
rounding
Which was
of that
TL.
first three.
Oh,
YSS.
yeah, TL
Will
proved it
this
wrong.
be
Game one.
That theory.
another bit of drama that continues? Because if they have
Uranus
this and it
jungle?
loses
Nah,
again,
it's definitely
goes
YSS
to about
jungle.
1-7 in this tournament, and you gotta
Obvious
start saying, guys,
ban.
we need another option.
The YSS is just.
Cho.
I mean,
Cool, man.
most teams have either just gone with it or
Yeah,
they
but
go
oh
with
my
a
god, the
double
draft is
focus
going like
in the
my.
side lanes to
See, I
try
was
to make
telling
that
you.
work, but you can already see some
YSS
focus in
jungle.
the
I
XP
did, yeah.
options
Jushin Min.
for Entity
Uranus
7 to be
HG.
picked up here.
About to
So
have
I feel like
1-1
Entity
goal.
7's got to ban out that Paquito.
Yeah.
And Cho
Right
is
now,
banned,
what
so it can't be
is-
Cho, so
I
it
think
bought a
we'll win
Bidigi.
Pro Esports draft, 'cause right now, this Easton Shin
Yeah.
is not a bad pick because it's not going up against the Ling.
Or
it's not
honestly,
going up
you know
against
who
Aurora,
also has
and
a
it's not
CC
going up against the
immunity?
Quad, right? So for now,
A
in terms of the
Minotaur.
dive, it's just the Guinevere. And at that
Bam.
point, kind of the same thing as
Just
before.
gotta ult
don't
when
get
Atlas
stunned,
is flying
right? And I
in,
feel like
and then
there's
hopefully
not
Atlas
enough
could
threats
kill,
here.
be killable.
Pro Esports, if they pick
Yeah,
up
I think they should pick
Paquito,
Minotaur.
I think it will
They should pick
really make
Minotaur.
Entity 7
Now that I think about it,
difficult to
Minotaur
finish
is
up
not
their
too
draft.
bad again.
Yeah, Paquito.
JK, they went
and
Paquito.
it's gonna be a Harith.
What was that eagle? Thank you
though,
for the
so
eagle.
Again,
HPM,
this is
thank
you know
you.
this is his pick. This is Kozu's
Why is this gold?
one of his
Definitely
favorite,
not.
if not the favorite hero that he's got. You just saw an
Damn,
amazing
I was
game
really
performance
waiting for
here
the 1-1
from the
peak
previous
for the
match in game 1. So you might as well
just
go
for
ahead
the
and get
fun
it.
of it.
This is
I
so
thought pro
for this
esports
YSS,
were
you still
here
set
to
it
have
up, but you
fun,
also can lean
not to
towards the
necessarily
Harith
win.
power spike
Why
later
did they
on if you
change
have
after
to.
this one?
I feel like either Eve or
Pause
Bob might be
again.
okay here
Hello,
because
hi.
there's not too many
Hi.
dives go in.
Technical
so I feel
pause.
like either Eve or Gord should be fine.
What's going
And,
on?
Yeah, I feel like the higher
Two
they
pause
have
in one
so
draft?
much kill potential even after first item. So again, that's
How?
just Pro Esport playing their map. As long as the map is open,
Yeah.
we're gonna split the front and the back, and they're able to do
You
something
calling our
with it.
heroes better than DJ White? Damn.
We have a
DJ
technical
is
pause here.
DJ
We're
White's probably
continuing
trolling on
this draft.
purpose.
The
That's how,
importance
you know,
of where we stand
some
cannot be
content
understated.
creators get views, you know.
Shin, Hide on Bush, Akashi picked for their team. Obviously,
Be
just in
more
main
controversial,
right now. Not
more
necessarily what they're going to be
comedic,
playing. The
you know.
Mozkov
I'm not like that,
instead
sorry.
is going to be going up against the Harith, the Yisun Shin.
As a human, I cannot
Zushin
match
and the
DJ
Uranus
White's
were left
energy,
off
but
of
also
the ban
time-wise,
list this time around, and Pro Esports
I don't expect you
will
guys to
grab, as
have
you
his
see,
energy at
Sorry
5
on
a.m. either,
Felix
so don't
on
expect
your
me to
camera,
have
he
his
said,
energy at my
in
5 a.m.
response to, why is
because
your name
I
Sorry
do
on
not
Felix?
have it.
Well, just because when I go at you and I take you down, I want to say sorry for my actions, but then I want to introduce myself as well, Naisu, which is polite.
Yeah, I like how he, you know, he picked up the Sora in the previous game. You don't see Sora too often anymore, man. But you know, he played
DJ
it
White
near
is I show
perfectly,
speed of
and
MLBB.
a
Yeah,
lot
that's
of the
what I think
initiations
too,
that he had, or
honestly.
the setups that he had, you kind
His
of remind
reactions,
yourself
his
of
energy
Sora.
level.
Still,
I mean, I don't know if he's
when it is
as
picked up,
athletic
but,
as
you know,
I
again,
show
these
speed,
XP options
but
that are left on the table are important here.
well, actually,
Yeah, I
it's
feel like we
different.
just don't see
Did
enough
I show
Sora just
speed?
'cause in lane, some of these very
I show
tanky,
speed
tanky
be
boys
play with
like the
girls.
Maraud's,
I don't know if
Owls,
DJ
and
White
the
does that.
Uranus kinda
I
makes
mean,
the
I
Sora
want
feel
to
a
say
bit
playing
annoying
with
to play,
girls,
hey,
but
once you avoid
he has
or
girls
overcome that
drama.
obstacle, hey,
Yeah.
everything becomes
you know.
fine. So now when it comes to the draft, looking back into it,
That's
I'm not
cool.
100% on Entity 7's
What is
draft
this you're
for
watching?
now.
This is EWC, MLBB, MSC, 2026.
available.
Wow, it sounds like a whole like
And I feel
passcode.
like it
But
could...
basically,
Wait,
it's,
banned.
this game
Oh,
is
yeah.
Mobile Legends Bang Bang,
I
and
don't know,
we're
'cause right now
watching
for
the
Entity 7,
mid-season
kinda like the
cup.
same as the first
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Their draft doesn't answer the problem, and
If
that's
Cook has
kind of a
DJ Wise
problem in
energy,
itself.
I'm
Even
unsubscribe.
they do pick up
If
the
I have
Barats
DJ
here,
Wise energy, I'm gonna
I
retire
don't
and never touch
necessarily
YouTube.
feel like it
It's it's just not me,
it
guys.
solves a problem because then
Unless I'm
Desire
drunk.
the higher, they both
Probably.
can have Purify, and
Technical pause already during draft phase.
So I think it's okay in lane.
I mean, it's a lot better to
Just
have it
after,
now than
I'm not so
later,
sure.
so.
Okay, there's the Paquito you were looking to see.
Against Uranus?
Eve is okay.
Yeah.
If not Eve, Gord.
What if it's
Eve or
Paquito
Gord.
jungle?
Gord is really
And
taking
Gwyn
a
XP.
sit down
That'll
too.
be
Yeah,
funny.
he's picked up. He's, you know,
Gord's pretty good
figured out how to play against him,
against
but obviously
Jushin,
you
I feel
still
like.
have so much.
Bro, that combo
with his
actually is
ultimate,
kind of
the little bit
nasty
stuff
if
he
the
can
execution
do.
is right.
But I think
Hylos could work here.
Just
So
go
they
Minotaur!
slow
Minotaur
with
works
the speed
so
of your
well!
team.
Cancels Gord's
Uranus
ult too.
will try heavy
So this is
purify.
playing
Maybe
around your
will purify,
YSS,
so,
but
like,
this is a
Built-in
bit of a
Purify, a
different
lot
game
bigger
plan, just
ult
because
area
even if the
compared
YSS can't
to
scale up the way you're looking for, then
Atlas.
you lean towards the Harith. The Jushin too. Even with
DJY
that
good
nerf,
though,
again,
he's
she's still
entertaining.
a
Like
threat.
he
It's
is very
almost like
entertaining.
you know, the
I
Sora
agree,
to an
he's very
extent where it's like, oh,
entertaining.
yeah, there's still a lot of utility
That's why I'm saying
available
sorry
here
I cannot match
to
his
set things up
energy
for
and
your
his
favor on the team fight, and
entertainment.
the answer is going
Gato.
to be the Gatokacha. So
I don't like it.
good
I
starting
think
lineup to
I
go
think
ahead and
I like
protect your
E7's
members
draft a
here
bit
if you're
better.
pro esports.
Yeah, I feel like they picked up the Gato here just because the main threat is going to be the Moskov as well as the Keto, and his passive works really well going up against physical damage dealers. So
on time.
we'll see how it turns out for now. Pro Esport does seem to have a pretty good draft.
I feel like
Definitely,
Gato's gonna get
the
busted
usage
before
should
he
work
even
out.
gets to ult most of the
We'll have to
times.
wait and see, guys. Not waiting too long though,
About
because
that,
game 2 is right
but I
around
think
the
most of
corner.
the time E7
Houston
will be
Shin's
the one
been a topic of
initiating
conversation here at MSC.
Yeah,
Over
that's
5
mostly
days of
pro
play
purifies
here on the
everything.
Lenovo Legion
I think
Gauntlet.
either
He's
the
gone
Gwyn- it can go either
1-6
Gwyn or
so
Yeah,
far.
Gwyn or
Will it be
Atlas,
1-7?
So it's whoever
Or will
goes
it be
first.
2-6 and start to turn things
Second
around? It's
change.
game 2. Maybe that's a little bit of a sneak peek.
DJY
of what's
energy is
going
crazy
on.
drunk
We got
energy.
Trex
Yeah,
and
his
Rita on the
his
call.
energy is
Let's see
strong.
Pro Esports
His voice is
move
also kind of
themselves into the
drunk.
knockout stage.
Hi, hello. Sustained damage. Khalid, nah. Cyclops, nah. Sora, hell nah. They're trying Jushin Gato combo. Yeah, I'm aware of the combo, but I don't know if they can pull it off against this clone. We'll see. Marcel, I think Marcel was bad. I think Indonesian teams are already planning to buy out Quayle. Maybe, who knows?
Misses a skill, someone else can back it up. Pro Esports, on the other hand, they went for this
Did Gord really have to go around like that to get the minions? Gord is like the easiest mid laner to secure lanes, no? Just put the bounce or circly.
A mystic projectile,
here
Anthony.
because even their mid duo
Oh,
feels like it's been patched as well. It's not looking great.
Coily.
Nah.
Nah.
Are not making this worth it.
And this is where one of my thoughts on why the YSS
True.
has trouble.
Why did he jump in like that?
It's such a high crowd control meta
To
right
me.
now. And when you take a look at Entity 7, literally every single
Yeah.
hero on their lineup has
They have 3
some
CC.
sort
Atlas
of,
CCs
if
are
not
so
big,
annoying level
at
1.
least small,
Gord
Go,
level
draw.
2, but hello.
big AoE
And Gwyn
stuns
jumped
all
perfectly
around
on
the board,
it.
And it's going to make Coily's job
That's
so
GG.
hard here,
got
especially
rocked.
with the fact they don't do a little bit more action.
Mystic Injunction, that's gonna be PP, a very tanky
My
hero
favorite
though, but
roam
yes,
if I'm
they
using
might look
Gord.
small, but they could
Atlas?
eventually become bigger. They could
Really?
link up. You mentioned it. The hero synergies you're seeing. It's an Atlas Guinevere all over again, and we've seen countless times these two heroes being played together. Kozen!
This is deja
If it goes
vu,
down to that
but
series,
except
really
this
bad.
time it's
Well,
Kozen,
both
not
carries have been
Doom.
taken out, but there might
Oh.
be a trade
I
here.
got a win,
Coily
though.
Oh, come back.
planting hide on bush.
Surprised
trade,
Dino
nice
Bush
trade.
re-engaged on that one. I felt like maybe he'd just go for the run
But it is
away.
actually deja vu.
Maybe didn't expect
Last
the
game,
bounce shock to
Doom
get
got
stunned.
killed,
Maybe he thought he could
but
get
got
a
an
quick
assist
final
on the
wreck him
enemy
off,
jungle.
get
Or
the
was it the
stacks
roam?
off,
It was the
but
roam,
he
never
does go
mind.
down. Still not a horrible
Can you
trade
call
for
DJY? I
Kozen,
don't know
but the thing is,
DJY.
it does
DJY
give
doesn't
Pro
know
Esports
me.
some time to tie things up here.
I know. What do you mean called DJY?
For themselves,
Oh, nice ult, Purify Bunt.
It's coming through for E7,
PP
but still alive.
revitalized,
He's
double
taken out,
revitalized.
though.
Yo, PP actually survives. Oh
Flicker.
no.
He needed the flicker to get that
Paquito flickered in.
Sorry,
Nah, just on the way when Paquito was coming back from Gato kill.
space to get the objective, and Sa's still alive.
Ooh.
How did Hyde on Bush stay alive there, though? Sorry on Felix.
Oh,
Brings it
oh,
down
dead,
to
dead,
10.
dead.
Akashi goes down coyly.
Nice
Able to get a
decision,
quick
fast
pickoff.
decision.
And just when it felt like Entity 7 may have gotten a lead there, Pro Esports escape with a decent trade along with their
The
lord.
way clear of
Oh,
Gord and
turtle.
rotation from Atlas is just a perfect rotation.
Baggett doesn't have the fatal links too. PP will be there to help them just a bit, and Doom
He's
might
almost
not go
level
for the
4.
follow-up and
Atlas is almost
re-engage.
level 4. Just a bit.
Nah,
level
that's
3,
not
but he's about to
close
get it
enough
really,
for
really
level
soon.
4
There
in
you
my
go. But
definition.
it wasn't in
He's a
time
rumor.
to find a
But-
punishment to Kozen. So at least
kinda
for now,
weird
Pro
seeing
Esports, they are behind in terms of
Atlas
kills,
losing
but
against
somewhat
Gato this
because they
early.
were able to just allow Coily
I guess
to
the
bounce
power
back,
of
I think
Revitalize
that's
is
what
really
matters the
strong
most
early
for
game.
now. They at least
It's hard to lose
kinda
as a roamer with the
recovered what
revitalize.
went away or what nearly went down for them in terms of their win con. But PP,
Yo, got to secure that? Good for him.
Ooh,
Ah,
the wombo combo.
I know. How do you even survive that?
You know, you mentioned it. Coily getting those 2 kills is huge, especially after taking the death early on. It's what you want on this YSS.
Wait, Coily was the one who got deleted though? I thought it was
the odds that are stacked against him.
the
With how much
Gato.
crowd control's out there,
Good for him.
every hit's gonna matter, and he needs to make sure the damage is stacked up, and that's what you want to see from YSS in these types of fights.
So YSS getting kills is gonna be problem in main. I know, I'm surprised Coily is actually able to secure some kills. Actually, 100% kill participation. I mean, 2 out of 2 kills.
the way that they're able to constantly engage and do it alongside Vagrant, I think is something.
But it is still true that
You
E7 still has a better.
are put in a spot when it comes to using your phraseless. Coily and the amount of
currently
that he needs
better
to judge everything,
in
I
a better
think is eventually gonna take
situation.
a toll on them. If pro esports are not able to create enough space, and the
Pro
way
Chef
it's
kinda
going
suck,
right
bro.
now, it's only Sorry and Felix who are not able to do that. PP might be someone you expect to go in a bit later, especially with the AOG. Well, you see right now, they're both holding the turtle. Both mid duos will show up.
Kashi does get that Hunter strike in right before this fight. Might be able to
I'm waiting for this. Got it. Atlas set.
Is he gonna use the Zaman Force now? Akashi onto Kuzen
Oh,
right now.
he
They'll
flicker in.
drop down Zaman
But I
Force.
would've
Sorry, and
just-
Felix too, trying to go for the zone. Akashi has a lot of
Akashi
damage.
did nothing.
Shocker already used. It's Pro Esports
Penguin can't go
taking
in
control of
anymore.
the
Why didn't he go in
objective.
earlier?
Couldn't even get close.
What? I'm so
Kashi
confused.
thinks he can go for Kuza, but wait a second, little damage.
Why? PP actually jumping in with the AOG.
nice
Does
down.
block off a couple members from
Ooh, nice Akashi follow up.
Akashi finds him and PP next. Sorry, I
What is
feel like
Uranus
Doug
gonna
still
jump
wanna
in
go
for?
in.
Ooh, he could get gored actually.
Finds the trade
Yo.
onto Shin, but
Uranus
Uranus
damage
still
cannot be
finds the
underestimated.
Of course, again, he's going after Hyde on Bush this time.
Oh, Kozen.
Oh,
Oh, nice push to the tower, but not enough damage to secure the kill. But Koz. Oh my, what the? What? Hello, we had a vision on Uranus first of all, and Hadid for sure, and I'm pretty sure they had a vision on YSS there too.
Doom is
Jumps in thinking he's gonna be the hero. Jumps in thinking he can save the day, but Coily
And
was
burns the
ready
flicker there
and
too. It was
waiting.
such a free
The
flicker
back
too.
and
Free
forth
kill,
of
free
that
flicker.
last fight. And I mean,
I think it's
let's
tunnel
be
vision.
honest, both teams have
Yeah,
made
he
some
just
That's not even tunnel vision. He was on the cloud and he saw it, bro. He was on the cloud on top of those three.
I think he was
There's
so
No, he definitely saw Uranus, but if anything, Paquito was next to Uranus.
His eyes were like, I just want him.
E7 has to back off, but
He got
Koizen's not
in.
done
What?
yet. Under the tower. And the fight should have ended there. Once Koizen backs off and Akashi's back off, but for some reason, Doom
His team
felt like he
reaction.
could be the hero.
Doom throwing? Yeah, I don't know what Doom just
Doom
did.
Moskov last night, or
I'm pretty
Doom
sure
Harry
Doom himself
game
was
one,
confused
who
with
was
his
very
gameplay.
particular and
I don't know.
cautious of his positioning, because he's getting caught a lot more often than we expected him to be on this Moskov so far in this game.
Even though early he had a free kill or free assist.
On Bush, he is no longer
He
afraid
was
to
1-0
deal with him,
to at
even
one
without the purify. Kozen was just
like
ready to take that fight on. So we're seeing another turtle in just 4 seconds. E7 have
you for
yet
the
to take
eagle.
a single one over to their side. Can they actually make it and position themselves around it this time?
Yeah, it's
Did Atlas ult? Yeah, he did ult. Just to Jushin.
Yeah, he single target.
They're down about 3k gold though, so if they lose another
to
big
burn
fight,
something.
it could look
He even
very similar
had
to
flicker
game
last
number
time
one, so
too.
honestly,
Just now he has
smartest
flicker
move at this
too.
point, just
He
give
will
it
not
up, look
said.
for play elsewhere. Doom is on top
Surprisingly,
side.
he's still
Gonna be able to farm.
0-0-6.
Take advantage of that. Maybe
No
get a
death
tower
yet.
somewhere on the map. But Coily already on his way back up along
I don't
with
know, I
Saw,
didn't
and
like
Doom does know
Peace
they're coming.
Roam, but
Yeah,
compared to
sorry,
Penguin,
Felix
maybe
is
I'm
just
okay with Peace Roam.
Someone E7 are having a hard time dealing with that.
No.
You really want to expect the damage from Shin.
Somehow
But there's not enough
getting zoned out by
ways to
P.
just hold
Hello
down
everyone,
Sorry,
hello
and Felix
Zalera,
on this
long
Uranus.
time no
Enough
see.
time for
I'm
him to
late,
get
what's the
his
score?
ready.
The score is
Also
Pro
purifies,
got one
so that
game
adds to the
out of the best of
problem.
3 series
Now they're
so
onto
far.
back in. Does have the perfect
But Penguin
match.
just flying around did nothing.
But even
It
then,
feels
right,
like.
they gave up the objective, but I don't think we saw any trades across the board.
I get that.
Not
He's
even
afraid
that
of
tier 1 up
the
top was dealt with
purifiers,
by
but
Doom, and I think
they're not
it's
getting anything done.
also about time.
Yeah, and of course, yeah, they all have purifiers. Someone gotta burn out the purifier somehow, you know?
You gotta do something.
You know?
Nothing to play around.
That's why you guys have such CC heavy team to at least burn out the purifier first, and then someone else can follow up and get the work out of the first purifier.
They want to try to capitalize and take to open up this map for themselves. But they are
I guess he doesn't want to burn a flicker for a purifier though. I mean, I understand that.
All entryways to try to take any towers.
But if the team can follow up in time, it would be worth it.
Be a death sentence. Speaking of death sentences, the team should be able to get away here.
Kozen and Quill is
He's only
Pinoy.
on the rage and armor as of now, and you're
At least
seeing
he
at
has to
least
burn the
2k
purifier,
gold
and the
leads
team can
between the
regroup
junglers and
and
the
go in
gold
again.
Well,
leaders
the
of
enemies
both
have not
E7
used
Pro.
purifier in
It's not
ages.
looking
I don't even
good.
know
Just waiting
when
for
they
the
used it
damage
last,
to
honestly.
come through for E7 because you have a lot of setup. You have
Hattie
a
probably
lot of
haven't
ways to
touched
just
purifier after
target
the first gank.
members from Pro Esports, but without the damage, it is
Which
gonna
probably
be
have
very,
been like 8
very
minutes.
tough. Akashi though, holding this push.
They're giving enough time to YSS getting gold. I know. Like, Pro's team comp is just gonna get stronger in late game because Hadid is definitely gonna be farmed enough to do damage. Hadid early game kinda meh. You know?
The longer they are dragging
But
on
after
the
some
fight,
items, Hadid's gonna hurt for sure. And of course YSS. And even Jushin is gonna be like, I mean Jushin early and mid till late is gonna be.
Okay, Value, does he find one now?
Hello?
Perfect match.
When are we gonna go in?
See, his team just dies because he doesn't.
And he always ults for one person, bro. You could have ulted 4 people and burned at least 2 purify if you did. One of you was in range.
He's still gonna be okay. EOG in for PP. They're gonna set up with a trade spatial migration onto Dude. SOD! But can Doom make a difference? That's a stun from Shin.
Doom always jumps in
already
and
got
no
what they want. It's just the Lord.
This Atlas kind of plays like a mage player. Kind of tilts me, not gonna lie. Pretends to go in, never goes in, always in the back, somehow survives. But the teammates have to cover up for him. Like, whenever he has to go in and out multiple times to try to get Atlas to stay alive.
He can still make it out alive. Now E7 have to deal with another Lord Siege incoming for Pro. This is nothing new to them though.
We so done.
The wave clear,
Very done.
I guess it can be handled. It's a Moskov and a
At least
Gordon
wait that
in
spells,
their
bro.
hands.
That's what I'm saying. Hello?
Wait, like E7 good job, but no one's team fighting.
Yeah, I like D7's job, but they're
not going in, like.
it seems like, it feels like they have a Diggy as a roamer, not an Atlas or something. I don't know.
Oh no.
MP7 makes a big mistake and comes too far out. That could be the advantage that Pro's looking for.
Why is Atlas top alone?
Doom gets caught. Mystic Kush forced out 2 from
he only
Shin, and
wants
now
to
they're
out
already
when
going to
he
take
has
out
flicker
all
on, which is
turrets except
crazy as well.
for the base turrets here for E7. This is
Like,
a
what's the
lot of control going over to Pro Esports alongside the
006, yeah, good carry, yeah, for what? For what?
they've been able to take.
It's an L gameplay from the row, no matter what the gate is.
NC7 has a little more
Early energy is gone after the Moskov throw. It's not gone. It's just Pro is at late energy, late game spike energy, damage strike.
They can even survive another Lord push.
I don't
Honestly,
think
as long as
E7's
they don't
anywhere
mess this
close
up.
that yet.
Like you mentioned, they have.
Yeah, earlier Paquito was able to secure kills no matter how
and they have Akashi who can defend anyone who tries to jump in. So
the team sets were.
Take a look at the items.
But now Paquito can't do that either, bro. Hadid's gonna sustain through. Jushin can probably sustain through Paquito. YSS definitely can probably win against Paquito if Paquito goes in for YSS.
Yes, we're gonna start to see that shred. But by now it feels a little bit too late because even
I think Atlas is win trading. I know. There was a person who said they love Atlas when they're playing gold. I don't know. Would you want this Atlas? I don't know. I don't think you would enjoy your gold.
Win trading. Bro, that's kind of.
That is, I mean, yeah, that is mean, but
it's kind of harsh, bro.
Not make it easy for E7 to pull off a combo.
look at the gameplay, bro.
Unless they
Gato stole the blue.
Actually target on specific
Moscow
members
has the
of Pro,
blue.
but that's the thing. The damage is spread out. It's really, really well spread out. And now, Sorry, I'm Felix tanking a majority of the damage. Only
one
forced
out,
to use
one
the
out.
consecration, but
Harry.
in exchange,
Harry didn't even
why was
bother to
Hagen there all
purify.
alone? There was no
Like,
follow-up, no
he
one
got
nearby.
out
Yeah,
of
I mean, he's obviously alone. Hello? But the whole team was attacking Uranus. Even I was only looking at Uranus. And he apparently ulted on Harith. Atlas meta, Atlas always first pick ban. Excuse this gameplay. I was excited for nothing.
Back up and look for the re-engage. You have the crowd control to do that.
That guy is blacklisted in my game after that. For real, right? If you were playing with that Atlas in your game. First of all, you would be pinging launch attack. And of course this Atlas would just go in, pretend to go in and back out all the time, and you'd be like, start typing stuff in the chat and probably, yeah, end up blacklisting.
Then the one time he really goes in, no one is around him.
Yeah, and then other times he just ult before, because he's like when he's getting chased, when he's about to die type of thing.
They have an AOG and even a Crimson Beacon from Sa, so they could just
Chill, bro. I'm tilted. This was my first Atlas game. Atlas was banned every first phase of the ban, every ref of MSC I've watched. So I was expecting so much, and I thought their draft was good. No matter how many purifiers the enemy team had.
But they didn't even use the purifier.
Yeah. Hadith only used purify once this whole game, I feel.
Okay.
He didn't even hit the ult.
Yeah,
He didn't hit the ult, bro. He ulted after Hadith dashed out. Hello?
I don't
and
like
barely
that.
gets all the purifies out. Sorry, Felix gets consecration.
I'd rather have a
This is bad for N37.
I'm telling you, Minotaur is so much better than this.
Yeah, Minotaur.
Like, hello.
Oh wow, yes, immortality. Amazing.
They have the base within reach. The minions have spawned, but they have another wave coming down bot.
Not a bannable hero.
Nah, man. The Baras have fallen. What is this Atlas? I'm so tilted watching this game. I'm so annoyed at the Atlas.
Gotta go back to the base though. There are minions down.
Well, yeah, I'm surprised they defended this, not gonna lie, but...
After multiple minutes, we're back to a 15-plus minute game, Brigida.
Okay,
N37 somehow still surviving. We did predict that since they had all inhibitors up, the defense was possible. It definitely could have been cleaner. Maybe not lose all three, but N37 is once
But guys, be honest, looking at the draft, who do you prefer? Whose draft do you prefer? I still prefer E7's draft overall.
Okay. I don't know, she really caught someone there, but that's just all gonna be for this tier 1 in mid. And yes, E7
I'm trying to see Onyx SSG already. Same.
In every single game that you see them.
Just spawned in my
Even if they don't get a hold of the early game, they just
Magic card? For what? Who? The Atlas?
Bro, the Atlas was like a fucking magic card.
That's a disrespect to Magic card. He has a great potential once he evolves, okay? This Atlas, I don't know. No matter how many items, no matter what level, I don't think he's gonna do. He's trying to... Okay, and then... Oh, he just... Oh, bro, when you ninja! Oh my god. Why is this gone? But what, bro? But what? Whoa, but what?
Yep, PB and Kuzen are looking
Bro, let Pro end this VS.
Doom already recalled as well. But the Zaman Force is already here. Does Kuzen use it now? They don't just yet. They're trying to deal with the poke. There you go, Zaman Force. Spear of Misery from Doom, pushing him out.
E7 playing tight siege every game.
Tight
tight siege. Defend, tight siege. Minions. Doom, stop it. Just focus on minions, bro. Just get the minions. Forget about the heroes. Doom, SOD mid. Oh, this SOD hit. Kozen. Good ult from P, not gonna lie. Atlas has no ult.
Atlas ulted.
Atlas ulted? What? Why is Atlas not going home? Why is he just chilling there as if he's gonna be useful with that much HP? He wasn't useful with 100 HP. What makes him think he's gonna be useful with 100?
As Entity 7 tries to rush the Lord. It's hide on Bush versus Coily once again.
Just go top and push an end, bro. Just go top. There's a fat wave top lane. Why is this just run top?
He has the spatial migration out of here.
They couldn't even retreat that. Doom is so dead. That positioning is so wild. Atlas is ulted. What? What did he ult again? And also, why is Gord chasing Doom? Is he gonna able to make a difference? Bro, Doom is getting surrounded. Gord's gonna die for no reason for going up there. Why was Gord chasing Doom so much? What is he? Oh, he got the immortality out, I guess.
What happened to the E7 for yesterday?
What is going on?
They just need the minions. Atlas performance right here.
This Atlas performance. Rage bait.
I don't even think it's rage baited. It's not even baited. He actually raged.
Yeah. Who's the shot caller in that team, first of all? That was my question. Hopefully it wasn't the roamer, but it felt like it was a roamer shot calling, because if it was someone else, they would have been just be like, just go in and ult, it's okay if you die. Right? I feel like the shot caller is a roamer. They're like, oh, I could go in, but I'm probably gonna die. They're just gonna purify, I'm not gonna go in. Who's gonna burn out the purify then? Hello?
Wait, guys, I just got news from my Indo friend. Demon Kite to RRQ.
They're not in this tournament, bro. There's too much information from my
I know. I just got breaking news. Like
Demon Kite for RRQ. Where was Demon Kite from? He was in like
Aurora.
Oh, Aurora. Oh right, that is kind of big.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but Sa face pisses me off. How does he even look like? I don't even know how he looks like. Which one's Sa? That coach or manager of whatever pro esports. Definitely rage bait. Oh, that's Kid God? Bro.
I think that's
Dude. Even if I'm supporting pro esport, watching it is like reaction, I'm like, chill, calm down. How'd they lose with this team? I don't know.
Pro Esports officially heads to the
Props to
knockout
Pro though.
stages after
Props to Pro for the second game. First game, I don't know. No props.
And right now on
No
stage,
props.
they actually have Kuzen
Demon
for a
Kite
little bit
is
of a
also
post-match
assassinated.
interview, who
Most
said he's
junglers
more
are
nervous
assassinated,
for
I'm
this
telling
interview
you. Most
than
famous
the game that he
junglers.
played just now. How are you, Kuzen?
E7 didn't care why says farming, which indeed caused
He's a
problems.
little jittery. He's shaking.
It wasn't like they didn't care. YSS
YSS
was able to secure kills while E7 was winning early.
Such an amazing lead, and you even broke
Was a problem.
records by getting
YSS
18
had 100% kills.
But
early.
you guys
YSS
almost
died on,
also lost that game. What happened?
Yeah,
in that
YS I
game?
think was the first blood because of the lethal and then Gwen jumped on it. But despite that, he got 2 kills and he was able to, yeah, you're right, farm. How tall is the host? What the fuck, tall AF? How tall is Rose?
So he said actually in game 1 he
Rose
felt
is
that
really
it was
top, bro.
more
I mean,
towards the
if you're-
difficulties that they
she's taller
experienced
than
in
me.
game, as
She's taller than
most
me.
of the players actually speak in
And
different
how tall is
languages,
that?
I think
which
she's
means that
taller than me.
during
I think
critical
she's
moments it's
170.
very hard for them to actually
177.
coordinate
She's
and
probably
organize their thoughts. And
5'8"
Kuzen, you are going further and
or
further from
5'9".
me.
But
Let's
also
not
she's
go
wearing
too far,
heels.
it's getting harder. So
But yeah,
how
she's
did
a
you guys
tall,
manage to keep
tall girl.
composure
The day
knowing
where I
that
met
you
her, she
guys
wasn't even
almost
wearing
Yeah,
lost
she
such a
wasn't,
big
right?
lead?
She wasn't wearing heels.
Sa
She's
akin po,
already like
ano eh,
179.
parang inano ko po yung sarili ko na di po
Hey,
ako
Cozen
pwedeng
is
mawala
very
sa
tall,
laro
by
kasi
the way.
ganun na po
Cozen
yung
is like
nangyayari sa game.
180.
Kaya
This is
parang
Cozen?
positive na lang po
Yeah.
ako buong game. Parang hindi ko na po iniisip na ano, parang
Smile,
reset lang
please.
po
I love
talaga.
your big
Yeah, I
P.
remember- I
It's
remember
so weird
that
how I
he
get
said
that
He
comment.
actually had a mindset
You know what the funny
Waves.
thing is?
that
Me and my
he
friends
just
were talking
needed
about
to
P.
lock
What
in.
is
He
this,
needed to
bro?
be positive. He needed to
Huh?
just
Waves
keep
happy
his
as
head in the game
Wait,
because
nah,
he cannot
but
be
they could have
outside of the
been
game
even better
or
if I met
that could
Brigitte.
potentially
God damn.
cause an upset for the side of
The
Pro
host,
Esports.
Cooks
Now,
at the
finally
host.
securing your knockout
host.
stage
I said
tickets.
the
What are
host.
your
Okay.
expectations
Of
moving
course you heard it
forward?
as Huz.
Siguro
Tarzan.
ano, sa ano,
Because of
susunod
course
na mga
that's what you care about.
Hindi na po namin iniisip, parang gagalingan na lang po talaga namin. Focus po kami sa team namin. Parang feeling ko kaya naman po namin makapalag dito kasi
How long is the next?
They talk to Hood now. E7 should have been the champion.
Stage po eh, kaya feel ko para sa akin po kaya.
The
For
champion of
real,
what?
mi amigo, my brother. They
good
should have
moving
been a
to the
champion.
knockout
Ah,
stages.
what a
You know, it's been such a journey. It's a roller coaster for Pro Esports here in the group
5'6"
stages
without
moving
heels?
forward. I'm pretty sure this young man over here is more confident to
No,
play the
because
game
apparently
than to talk
she's
to me.
taller than Wei.
You know, one more
But
time.
Wei is
Later on,
5'6"
you
or
guys will be
5'7". You're
having a
5'7", no?
draw where
5'7",
the
5'7".
207
Yeah,
pool
you're
will choose
5'7".
from the 2-1.
Because you're same height.
Who do
She's
you think will
5'9".
choose you guys?
She's 5'9"?
Hindi ko po ano eh, hindi
5'8"
ko
or
alam eh,
5'9"?
pero baka ano po, sorry po.
Oh, you sure you're 5'7"? Oh, you
Ah,
sure?
Vamos po yata, Vamos.
Yeah.
Or Hangon, hindi ko
The
po alam eh.
amigos have
Why
fallen.
do you think
For
Vamos is gonna
real.
pick you guys?
Baka ano po, isipin nila kami na yung pinaka pwedeng makatapat po nila ganun.
If you see anyone who's doing good in
tingnan lang po
MLP
natin,
Pro scene,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
Pinoy.
5'8".
He
Weighs
said he thinks that
5'7".
Vamos actually
Really?
might choose them, but
Yeah.
we'll see
If you
later
see
on. Do you have
anyone
a
who's
message
doing
for
good
Vamos
in MLB
if
Pro scene,
they
it's
do pick
Pinoy.
you guys later?
Did you see yesterday's game?
Sa Vamos, wala naman ba parang
The
ano?
one that Pro played? Or not
good
Pro.
luck na lang.
The one that E7 played
Feeling
against?
No
I don't know,
message
I think
for
they were
Vamos.
Pinoys
Good
too,
luck to
no?
us, and you know, let's do our best. Any message
I
to
know.
the fans back at home?
Gameplay when we play 5
Sa lahat po ng mga may mga Pinoy din po dito. Salamat, maraming salamat po sa mga sumusuporta po sa amin kahit ano. Dala-dali pa rin
What time
po
is the
namin
next
yung ano, bansang Pilipinas.
What?
So,
What
Half an hour from now.
Sa lahat po nanonood
No,
dito,
it's not.
mga
Next game
sumusuporta
is-
rin
oh,
po sa
yeah.
akin, maraming salamat.
20
And
minutes, 20 minutes.
Sa girlfriend ko rin po and sa family niyo. Tapos, sa lahat po ng pamilya ko.
What language is this?
Kuzen said that, you know,
Tagalog.
thank you very much to all of the supporters, especially to the Filipinos in the arena that are showing the support
I like her
for
hair
Pro
today.
Esports. He'd also like to say
I
thank
think
you to
I
his
like
family,
her
his
more
girlfriend,
calm,
his
basic
parents,
hairstyles
and all that kind of
over
stuff. So are you ready to
her
crush some
usual,
keys, Kuzen?
more stylish
All
hairstyle.
right, Pro Esports, come on over. Who
Nice
wants to
to meet.
crush some keys? Who's gonna be the one pushing?
Like she tries
Kuzen be
more
pushing?
unique
Who will be
hairstyles, I
pushing?
feel like.
Who wants?
Or like
It's okay,
tied
we'll
up
decide as
hairstyle. I
we
don't think I
walk.
see
Come
her
on.
like with hair down, straight down often.
Okay, we'll decide as we walk.
Anyway,
Who will be crushing?
I like it.
Who will be crushing? You?
Tagalog.
Sino magka-crush ng keys?
Ano ba?
Kuzen? Okay. Coiley's gonna do
Okay,
it. Alright,
Mr.
guys.
Know-it-all.
You may take your
Mr.
position.
Best pronunciation
Coiley, you
ever,
may head to the lever, and
Tarzan.
to the rest of the Pro Esports boys, you may actually watch.
As if you
Watch
don't have any
close.
accent, Tarzan.
And there we have
This
it,
guy.
ladies and gentlemen. Pro Esports officially ending the journey of Entity
Did I get a
7
new machine
here
every
at
season?
MSC
Or whoa, that one kind of broke kind of bad.
2026. All right, let us see the key and
That
show it
crumbled.
to the camera. Wow, such an
I think that's the
amazing
chillest job
journey
in
for
EWC.
Entity
The
7.
one who
Let's
just
join over to
shows the
desk to
broken
break down what happened in this
fucking-
series.
What is that
What
called?
happened
Emblem?
indeed? Entity 7, the talk of the town, and
Broken
probably still will be
triangle.
for the next 24 hours at least,
Yeah.
have gone down. Their key
Can't wait for the
crush,
next game.
their
Yeah, the
hopes
next game
for
is the
bringing
highlight for
Americas
today's
a championship
matches.
here at MSC. Now,
Poor me,
down the
5'8".
drain.
Ha,
However,
I'm
they have done
5'8".
a
I am
lot here, I will
5'9".
say, and have
I am
certainly
6'2".
represented their region very,
Good for
very
you
proudly.
guys.
So you should be happy with all that you've completed.
Hope you're
here
talking
at
about your
Entity 7.
heights
Hold your
without
heads
any
up high.
issues.
And like Eternal Alexis
But yeah,
said,
good for you, good
we'll
for
be
you.
waiting. We'll be waiting for the next iteration. Rain Day and
Or
Nice,
Turkey
Nice
playing
and of course,
good.
the fell back
Yeah,
on the desk,
they're
guys.
playing
What do
good,
we say
and
after
also
this
I've
one? It
always
was a 2-0
thought
from Pro
their
Esports
games
and
were
Entity
more
7.
entertaining
Key
to watch.
crushed.
You know, like sometimes
The key
some
crushed, but
teams
you know
play
what?
well,
They
but it's
made
kind of like
a
boring.
statement around the world, I feel like.
Yeah.
So
Or
they'll
Turkey,
still go
no matter
home
if they play well or like they're winning or losing. I feel like their game is pretty entertaining to watch.
To take down an opponent like TLPH is a statement in itself.
168 centimeter, don't know how to change.
Cambodia is right now with Pro
That's
Esports,
like
and this lineup that's going to be going into the
5-4.
Yeah, we saw levels of the meta. They were catching up originally, and then
They're
they
shorter than
found
me.
their footing, and that's where the surprise from
Those are
Team Liquid
feeling the
PH was
MSC,
shown.
yes.
But then when they came up against Pro Esports, who I thought
Is
played
that
really well,
24K
they had
gold
moments
or
of
what?
ups, moments of downs. It seemed like they were a more
Nah,
complete team. They
it's not gold, I
understood what
think.
this
Wanna brawl,
tournament
Cook?
was about,
Should
and
I
they're ready to
brawl?
ride that momentum, LaFell, into the
They could
knockout
brawl.
stages.
Yeah, I
They do
feel
have a
like
break,
they
I
definitely have a
believe.
few things to fix, right?
shall
Especially
we
when it
play
comes to
game?
ending the game, because it's clear that the early as well as
Maybe.
mid is looking pretty strong.
Yeah.
Because in this game, I would say they were able to capitalize on a mistake of Entity 7, where I feel like Entity 7,
If I
they
connect
rushed
my
through
phone to the
draft,
computer.
right? Because they pick up the Moskov quite early because they were really hoping for a pure assassin pickup in the jungle. But then they saw that and it's like, hey, there's no Claude, there's no Ling, there's no Fanny, there's no Harara. All the natural predators of Yushin
Cook
Shin
looks like
is no
Jushin.
longer in the game. That made the draft
I
look
believe
so
Jushin
good
is
for
a
pro
more
esports.
pretty
But
guy
again,
than this.
they think that
At
Vamos
least the art
could
looks
pick them
nice.
during the draw later on. We still don't know who they're going to pick up later, but still, there's a lot of
Let
things
me
that they need
connect
to
my
brush if they want to
phone.
move even further into the competition.
Take a look at the back end as well, and going off your point, Coily has made every character, every hero that he's played look good. Talk about his impact, Naisu, and also the fact that we get another win here for
Could let the
YSS.
viewers enjoy the view.
Yeah, it takes some work to get
No, I'm gonna
YSS a
play a
win,
game.
and that's
No
exactly
view.
what the team had to do
Just
here
games, guys,
for
just
Pro Esports
games.
to allow Coily to be able to do that. There was also just some really good
Do we play one
usage
game?
of their team
I think
fight
so.
potential with this. Again,
Okay,
Kozen
They're gonna
given
do
that
an intro
being
for
able
the
to be very
team and the
proactive
ping
on
test and
it. A lot
everything,
of
so yeah, I
times
think
it was
we
space
definitely have
provided,
to
not
try
just for the YSS, but for
Okay,
Kozen
which
to do the
account
same
you want
thing.
to play on?
And again, that's why
Oh,
that
we're playing
lineup, that
brawl.
draft that we saw from Pro Esports worked so well. And there was also
Cook say brawl.
a couple
Wait,
oopsie
Cook say
moments
brawl?
that we saw from
Yeah.
Entity
Brawl,
7, which I
brawl,
feel
brawl.
like further
But
kept them from-
should I play? Should I play a global
Yeah, that's
server
one of
or
them.
my
Alright, that's one of
main?
them. It kept them from snowballing into the game.
And yeah, that's why I say I kind of feel like I don't want to pick on the interview, but they
I'll
did
play
say
global.
like a little bit of a lack of
No,
preparation.
that's a good point. That's a good point to make. And I think Eterna showed her surprise at that answer, LaFell. It's not normal we hear that. We almost never hear that.
And this is why I discussed with Briggs that we both agree that sometimes it's okay to lie, right? Even if you didn't prepare, just like, oh yeah, we did everything that we
sound
had,
everything about
right?
Am I
But
tripping?
we'll see what happens in game. And it's just unfortunate that, yeah, maybe they just
think I'm
use
tripping.
all their strength, their energy on TL, and even they didn't thought they would make it through. So they're like,
I am
wait,
tripping. The
we're
sound is
still here?
connected.
What's the next step again?
I mean, you
dumb.
learn a lot when you get to a tournament like this, right? I
What the
mean, you
heck is
learn if
I'm
you're
this weak?
LATAM and you go and say, well, we lost, but we hopefully get some experience about that.
Is this Tarzan?
And people are
There's no way
watching
Tarzan's
very
top 3
closely.
heroes or
Hopefully,
supports.
that's happening behind the scenes as well. But Pro Esports is now the story. We have to continue with the
Who is-
winners. And they have a
In this
great
beat.
journey ahead of them into the knockout stages.
Wait, we played
$100,000
Brawl.
earned
Okay.
for this team.
Tarzan OP.
That is a big deal no matter
Look at
how
her
you slice
MS
it, no
Holy
matter where
Moly.
you're from.
Yes, I'll
And
show you
a
a
big
true pro
congratulations to be top 8. They've
gameplay.
taken down essentially
That's
half
me, gang.
of the competitors here at MSC.
Since when
One
did
more
you
week
play
to go.
Flora
Can
and
they do it
Angela
again?
Rafaela?
Hey, one more week. By the time we finish
You
today,
sure?
we'll send 2 more teams home, 2 more teams
You
get to
sure?
the knockouts, and then it comes down to who's going to choose who. So I think once we get there, that's where the interesting things happen because this group stage has been very fun. I feel like again it's been very refreshing in comparison to our previous iterations of MSC, and hopefully we get to see more of it in the. I
Oh, means next Sunday.
It's really great that we have a chance to talk to these players so often. It's very hard
If
for them
I'm
to do
wrong,
these interviews, but we
That's me.
love it
Hello,
when they
it's
give
not
us the ability
mine.
to. The man
Hello.
who's not only picking for the
Hello.
team, helping to
Hello.
draft, helping to play in his
Publicly
role, helping to edit YouTube
saying
videos.
that
Maybe I don't know
you're
what else he's doing. He's doing
using
everything.
someone else's
Hydon Bush
account.
has had a chance to talk with Eterna as they
Haha,
exit
rate my noob
MSC.
account. What's the win rate? Tell me the stats.
Hey
I'll-
everyone,
I'll
we're
judge
backstage
right
now with Hydon Bush from Entity
I
7.
will judge right now.
How was that match
Should
for
I
you?
build?
What did you think went wrong?
¿Cómo te sientes después de la partida? ¿Qué crees que anduvo mal? Me siento un poco decepcionado y creo que fueron errores más de comunicación de
Creo
equipo
que,
y
oh my god.
un poco de errores
Spanish.
mecánicos, pero bueno, son cosas que se mejoran después de todo. I am a little bit disappointed. I think it was mostly about communication within the team and a little bit of mechanical skills, but
Why
those
you
are
already
things
learn
we
how to
can
use
still
this hero? This
polish.
hero is
Okay,
whack,
so
bro.
communication was something that could have been better.
Harara?
We heard from the interview
Yeah.
with Shin earlier on that maybe you
Hirara?
didn't prepare as well.
Hirara.
Did you feel like that was a factor to what happened in that match?
Tuvimos una entrevista con Shin y nos comentó que no se habían preparado antes de esa entrevista.
Yeah, I
¿Crees
don't
que
know.
quizás esto contribuyó
Yeah,
a
this
la
is,
derrota, que no se prepararon
global
lo
server.
suficiente?
Sí,
Come
porque
on,
apenas
enemy.
llegamos a Francia, nosotros
I will
tuvimos
be
un día
lucky.
para practicar.
Well, I'll show
Y
you guys
bueno,
how to play
ya
like a
sean
pro
los
when you're
equipos
lagging.
indonesios, filipinos, todo lo que sea Asia,
Sure,
tienen
let's
muchos
go.
servidores para probar,
Smurf,
para
yeah, this is
jugar
my
equipos con,
secondary
como
account.
Aurora,
But it's
Team
just
Liquid,
an
Indonesia,
account that I
todos esos
made
equipos
recently
tienen
for a global
varias
server
opciones
because
para
my
practicar.
server got
En cambio,
separated
LATAM
and I
no hay
was
muchas opciones.
trying off
Solo es
MWI and I
de
needed a
América,
global
de
account.
LATAM, de Perú, Chile,
So, yeah, I
Argentina,
needed-
son esos servidores.
Yes, when we came here to France, we only had one
Like I
day
even
to
care what I'm
practice,
building.
and usually we can do that because other teams have their own servers where they can scrim and practice against really
Psych.
high-end teams. But on our server in South
Psych, I'm
America,
not
we
going on
don't
that.
really get that opportunity.
Since when did I trust?
So when you play against the other countries in our region, you don't get that quality of scrims which other teams had way before us. We only had one day.
Well, despite all of those challenges,
What
I
the
think
fucking
you played very well, Hide on Bush, from yesterday to
juking
today.
is this?
Even game number one, it looked like
That
there was
Bale
going to be a
juked
comeback
himself and
because
the
of what you did.
and
Are
our
you
teammates. Blah, blah,
at
blah,
least
blah, blah.
proud of everything you've done here at MSC?
A pesar de la derrota, hice que
Where my
tú
teammates
específicamente
go.
has jugado muy bien. Ayer y hoy has jugado excelente. Es más, la primera partida de hoy ni siquiera hubiesen podido tener la oportunidad
Oh,
de
my
regresar a
God,
la
dude.
partida si no fuera por las jugadas que tú hiciste. ¿Tú
Ow.
específicamente te
Ow.
sientes bien de tu performance? ¿Te sientes orgulloso de lo que has hecho?
Double
Me
kill.
siento
Hell yes,
normal,
Inuki.
o sea, sí me siento un poco orgulloso de lo que hice, pero siento que se pudo hacer mejores cosas si es que tuviéramos
Kill
mejores
it.
opciones para practicar o bueno, tuviéramos más días para practicar, pero es algo que pasa.
Okay, I'm ready for this
normal,
big
I'm
guy.
neutral.
Okay.
I am a little
Check it,
bit,
I'm not
I have a
gonna
little bit of pride of what I did, but I still believe that I can do better. And if we in our region had better conditions to practice
my
and get
freezing
better, I
job, I
think
guess.
we could do better.
There's so much potential here. There's so much potential. What's next for you?
I just closed the game.
¿Cómo se ve tu futuro? ¿Cuáles son tus siguientes planes?
Todavía no está nada seguro. Ahora de seguro voy a ver esta noche por qué equipo iré y
Yo, just froze in the middle of the air.
y bueno, solo eso.
And what kind of Kimi
Nothing
goes
is
a
written in
fucking
stone.
immortality
I'm going
first
to
item
see
in bro? Hello?
Tonight, if I go to another team
Hello.
or if I stay, I haven't
Take my
really taken
Tiki,
a
guys.
decision. I'm going to look at it
That sounds
tonight.
so sus.
Okay, we're anticipating what's next for you because everyone is talking about you right now in a very good way. So before you exit, maybe the viewers, the fans, your new fans as well, want to hear something from you. Do you have something to say to them?
Hay
What
muchas
I
personas
do.
que están hablando de ti, están hablando de ti de una manera muy positiva.
Feels like my build is
Entonces, a la
kinda
gente que te
outdated.
sigue, a tus fans, a tus nuevos fans,
This
¿tienes
guy
algo
Twister
que
would have
decirle?
been goaded.
Le quiero mandar un saludo y gracias por todo el apoyo y bueno, todavía no se dio todo lo que podíamos demostrar, pero en el futuro yo creo firmemente que vamos a poder dar mucho más para LATAM.
A big shout out to all my fans. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for the continued support. And this is just the beginning. I know we can bring really big things for LATAM.
So
excited.
dead.
I'm so excited. Once again,
So
thank you so much for
dead.
being here.
What
Thank you so
the
much for your
fuck?
journey here at MSC. Because now we're gonna start
Didn't
over
even
back to you
sprint to
guys.
trying to survive that.
What support coming over from LATAM? Guys, nice to LaFell. We're going to be changing out soon, but I want to get your
Let me see
thoughts.
this get out of
What set
gameplay.
are we looking for? What set stuck
Dub
with you the
flicker.
most?
First of all, I gotta say
Dub.
it has been as we expected for today. Team Spirit as well as Pro Esports will go through, but on it against Langlory Giants, this is gonna be MSC
Gun with the
champions going up
wind.
against MSC champions. But if I'm gonna give my thoughts,
Cool.
I hope for the best for Langlory Giants being a
Let me see
Malaysian
this
myself.
TP.
But honestly, Onyx has
Man, I had to
been
flicker
very,
out
very
from
strong.
DP.
So I don't know, I kind of feel like Onyx could actually win that one.
And then we have the battle
Get
of
it.
the skies, right? For the last
Here you
one.
go.
I'm gonna have to go and
Launch
it's gonna be
attack,
tough,
launch
but
attack.
obviously they're the last
I'm ready,
remaining
I'm ready.
team for Team Falcons Philippines to represent the Philippines.
Let me
And
jump
as
in
much as I
actually.
love the MENA team
Press
too, I
the
know
press
they're
the
in
button.
this civil war that they have going on, but I hope we have a good match. We get 3 games, but we're gonna lean towards.
Look at this BMK flicker.
All right, well, thank you, boys, for your analysis as well. I have a really, really good analysis. Clip this. Falcons are going to win the final game of today.
Wow.
It's going to happen.
Understood.
Falcons gonna win the final game
I'm going to be right about that, all right? Hey, I may be new, but I know that for sure in MLBB.
Request
Guys, if
backup.
you want to join me on my
Hey,
pick'ems, maybe you're a little bit more advanced than I am. You've been watching a lot longer. I'm 5 days in. However, I will say that the pick'ems for EWC have a chance to not just earn some talk about, you know, whether you're right or wrong, but even your share of $300,000 in prizes. So get those in before this next match. It's a match of champions, Onyx and SRG coming up after this. While we switch out our panel and get ready for the game, I want to let you know that in-game, you have a chance to have some fun too with a collaboration from one of the greatest games of all time, Street Fighter and MLBB.
Human body was built to move, not trapped at a desk in
this bitch
posture for 12 hours a day. It's time your chair evolved. This is Secret Lab Titan Evo.
I am here. Get ready for my flame. That actually worked. I'm just good like that. I see so far. That clear shot did not miss. Depression. He's full HP. Where's our anti-heal? Hello? We have 4 mages, and of course I didn't find it. Take my TP. No. I hate. No, I'm leaving. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm not going in there either. Oh man, I did so well, but why is this team? And of course Tarzan gets all the kill from a great set. Nice, Far East! Good job, good job! No Maniac and a shutdown. Dub. Cool, bonjour madame. Oh my god, T-Rex. Hello Trex. Who do you think? Onyx versus SRG. Who do you think's gonna win? Who do you think?
You're done.
Who do you think? Tyler won? You're done. I'm ready for this. You know, I did my job. I did my job. Request back up for real. Where my team at? Ah. I ain't going there. Crazy.
Mid-season cup at EWC.
Crazy, Fariz. You actually trusted that request back up? Hell no. Hell no. When were you so naive? You cannot survive the world. Onyx?
$3 million prize pool and
It's
crucial
okay.
club
I said I
championship
prefer
points.
Onyx too.
MSC
Or I
opens
support
with the group
Onyx.
stage,
Ah!
where 15
What the
qualified
fucking
teams
damage
and
is this?
one team from the wildcard qualifier will be split into 2 groups
I
of
was
8.
probably gonna die
Both
against that
groups
Mia
will
anyway.
compete in a double elimination bracket, where 2 wins secure a spot in the knockout stage.
Onyx?
while 2 losses send
I think
teams
Onyx
home.
will win
The top
too.
4 teams from each group will advance to the knockout stage.
POK
More unforgiving than
choosing was
ever, the knockout
surprising.
stage puts everything on the
This
line.
E7
in this
pro
elimination
game
bracket,
tilted
teams will
me.
clash in a
Just watching
best-of-5
this
series
made me
throughout the
annoyed.
quarterfinals and semifinals. For those denied a
Not
place
because
in the
I was
grand
rooting for
finals,
E7
one final battle
that
remains, a
crazily,
chance to
but it's
secure
just
a podium finish and claim an additional $100,000 in the 3rd place match. Here, one moment can change everything. One mistake ends the dream. One clutch play creates a legend. And at the end of it all, 2 teams remain.
Where is
one final series
where
that
is
lasts
where
all
is
for
where
the
is
grand
where
prize
is
of $1 million. One chance
hell
to rise
nah.
above the rest. Who will become legendary?
Hell
Who will
nah.
prove unstoppable? 2 champions, 1
Hell
game.
nah.
This is MSC
Hell
at
nah, hell nah.
EWC 2026.
Hell nah.
Welcome back to MSC here at Paris EWC 2026. My name is Rain Day. I'm so happy to have you back. Welcome MLBB community. We love you. It's been a lot of fun these 5 days. We're coming to an end, and that means that we're sending 2 more teams home on the second side of this day. And yes, there's going to be a grudge match between 2 Falcons later on, but right now coming up, it's a grudge match between 2 champions, MSC champions. That's right. And the teams
my
that
cool
won
Rico.
After each
Had a
other.
taste
It's
of
gonna
my
be
cool
Onyx
Rico.
versus
Oh my god, what did you just bring me to?
All about that to help break it down. Of course, Redmar and
Man,
Gideon
just
getting back on the
casually
desk with us. Redmar joining us as usual. What's up, man?
Very happy to be here. I am shocked. There's something about the
I tried to save you, Wei, and I died.
Some odd decisions. I wonder if that's
Word on the
gonna
street
lead
is
up to the
TLPH and
results for the
SSG
second
were the
half
2
of the
lowest
day.
teams in
That's a good question,
screens.
Gideon, and
Really?
odd for
Don't
you.
know
I mean,
why,
you know,
but they haven't adapted well.
I think the
That's
air smells a
true.
little different.
They
I
adapted to
truly
the
believe that this
older
MSC
meta
might just be
tool
something special.
well,
I think
I
that a lot
think
of
that's
teams
the
here right now
problem.
really feel like they have an opportunity
Even though they
to
were
make some life-changing
technically
money if they can
suited
just
for
get
the
to
current
finals.
meta.
Yeah, getting to the finals is the big key now. And
They
of
were
course,
3
it leads
Ps for a
into our
reason. They adjusted
Crunchyroll
to the other meta
story
too hard
of
that
the
they
day,
cannot
which
adjust
is
back.
can the Sky King finally exact vengeance? There can only be one. And so which
We don't
one
have enough
will
time
it
for the
be,
next game,
Renmar?
right?
I mean, this is the story, and of course, Onyx and SRG
Yeah.
history is going to be made whether one of
We
these
lost the
teams
game though. No,
Yeah,
we lost.
SRG has
No, we
always
need to
been
go
one of the
again.
reasons why
No way, we
Onyx
lost
has
the
had
brawl.
not good results for the previous MSCs. In
No
24,
way, we
they
lost the
drew
brawl.
in the, I believe it was the group
Never send
stages,
game
which
while
avoid-
she's
which meant
gaming.
that
She'll
Onyx
miss it. No,
ID
Dumpling.
then,
Thank you for the
couldn't
star. I
go
saw it.
into the group stages or in the knockout stages, excuse me. And then last year in 25, Onyx PH fell
What you
to
mean
SRG in
unstable?
the
That's my normal
semifinals.
ping.
So, Onyx in the
Yeah,
Legion
150 is
form,
not
Onyx in
too
its
high.
PH form, has
Because
not
usually
had
when
good
I play with them,
standings
it'll be
against SRG
200.
and MSC ever since we moved to
Wait
EWC.
until
I
she's
think the
done,
only one is just Kelma,
LMAO.
really, who's got like a positive
Also,
win rate
my
against
stream is
SRG at this
delayed.
point in time,
Like,
knocking
I'm
them
reading
out
your
during the
chat
M
on
series, and I think at this
time,
stage,
but me
SRG
replying to your
and
chat
Onyx, I
on
have to agree with
time
what
gets
LaFell
sent
mentioned
out
earlier.
a
Onyx
bit
just looks like the better team as of right now,
lag,
considering the overall
behind.
performance based on the games
I
we've
didn't
seen
set
so
it that
far
way. I
with
think it's just
SRG.
Wi-Fi issue.
Yeah, and the thing is with
But yeah.
these 2 teams, we've seen both of them stumble. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here. Onyx obviously
not.
stumbled a little bit later. SRG a little earlier.
Hanabi.
But in some ways, SRG proved themselves in that extra match,
Hanabi.
which now has maybe
What if we go
given them a little
Diggy
bit
and
of an
Estes?
edge. Maybe
No?
they fixed some
No?
things. We don't know. Obviously, it's hard to guess these
Oh,
types of things.
I
Renmar.
meant
You
it
can see
as in
players
like I
in
go.
the back room at
Estes.
EWC getting ready, talking strategy, maybe just relaxing here before getting
Okay,
on
I
for a
go
very
Hanabi
important
then.
match.
Yeah, my question is, which jungler are we
I
gonna be
kind of
getting?
want to go
That's a great question.
Inspire.
Are we going to get both junglers? Is it going to start off with Uni? Will it go back to Zakai's?
No.
Starting things off because Uni, he made his presence felt right away
Yeah,
for
I'm gonna
SRG.
Inspire.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think a lot of
Spear
people have been
Rebel
questioning whether or
Friday.
not Uni should be part of this starting lineup.
Hyunjin,
You know, just to
Kookmon. Hello,
initiate things, and I
Jin.
don't think it's a bad
Hyunjin.
idea because so far I
Are you
think
the
Zakai's has
Hyunjin
lost
that
a
I
little bit
know?
of his confidence, especially for the past couple of matches. It's not about bad decisions, it's just I
They might
pressed the
never get
button too
50
fast.
MS.
I got nervous and I
50
reacted too
MS is my
slowly to
normal
it.
thing.
Uni on the opposite side is actually able to not only play mechanically, but I think more
Wait, my
importantly brings a
history,
shot
could you-
calling element,
What is your
alleviating some
history?
of the pressure from the IGL crab.
And maybe
What
just
do
some
you mean?
confidence as well.
Cook too
And-
good.
and-
This
and
one moves
especially
on
after you
left
do a
hurt with high pay.
moment
No, it's because
like
I'm
that,
playing the
excuse
global
me,
server
I think you
in
just find
a
yourself
Singapore
feeling
server.
that you can get the job done, but against this
why.
team of Onyx, it's
Mac
going to be
boobs.
difficult.
Who cares
You talk
about
about the
boobs?
gold
Should I get
standard in
Sky?
Kelroy. You see Sans, Kid Boy,
Hell
Kyrie.
no, what is
Well,
that
we
team
have so
called?
many different players who can make a
See you
moment
in a
and make it
lens.
theirs that SRG
I
is going
don't
to just have
think
to
I
play
can
their
stay
game because it may not be
alive, bro.
possible to stop Onyx playing theirs. We had a chance to sit down with Lupi earlier on to talk about
My
how he was
very
feeling
cool
coming into this match.
and fast recall spam. Get a taste of that.
Hey, there you're here, and now we are with Ludwig
your
from
fight.
Onyx. What's up? Hello. Earlier he was a little bit nervous about his animation, so he will try his best to do it in English, and then I will help translate in case he needs
I'm
help.
so lost.
Ludwig, first question.
I see no
What
hope in
did you
this.
learn from your loss?
Thank you for the
against Aurora
jewels.
yesterday?
Thank you.
I
Toy
think
Toy, Ravi
gameplay.
Mong.
Gameplay.
Yeah.
Can I
What
wear
about
Cloud?
gameplay? Was it
Thank
your
you.
gameplay that was
And
lacking, or what's wrong with
Caroline,
your
thank
gameplay?
you. And
Okay,
Dumpling.
I saw some gameplay.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Kill these beach. Good.
He feels like they
Whose
made a
flame
lot of
shot was
mistakes.
that?
What kind
That-
of mistakes are you talking about?
Ah!
Was it
Cannot
bombs?
even
Was it,
flicker out.
Execution? Was it draft?
Banyak yang mungkin bisa eksekusi. Dropnya mungkin kurang pas.
He said there are a lot. I don't think Lutfi's giving me anything
What do
here.
we do?
Specific, Lutfi. Ada yang spesifik nggak?
Nggak ada sih ya, mungkin gameplay kita lagi kurang bagus lah kemarin lah. Mungkin kita bisa adjust di hari ini.
Okay, so he mentioned that it's the gameplay that was still lacking yesterday, but he's trying to repair it today. But what do you think about SRG? Because this is going to be your next matchup. SRG, a lot of people are saying that SRG aren't as strong here at MSC.
What the fuck was that ulti? Tarzan?
Dia mungkin
Ulti nothingness.
adaptasi sih, mungkin kayak ada gameplay. Mungkin gara-gara pet juga kan, dia butuh adaptasi lagi. Menurut aku cukup strong juga sekarang SRG.
Okay, Lutfi says that SRG are still strong, but it looks like they're still adapting to the meta, and probably it's because of the patch.
You
Is
know
that
what
the
I
same
have?
issue that you've been having as well with Onyx?
Ya mungkin.
Maybe. That's what he said, maybe.
You know what I have?
Not gonna be anything.
Inspire the shit.
Lutfi, talking about the meta and talking about the patch, it looks like teams that rely
Kyrie,
too much
bro.
on their EXP laners
For
are
real.
doing as well.
Men warming up for his match.
Ini ya, apa
Ark!
kan banyak kayak
Ark!
XP
Hanabi so
tebel-tebel
weak.
gitu ya mungkin ya. Jadi kayak kalau misal XP-nya agak susah mungkin ya gamenya bakal ketutup, soalnya Assassin kan rada susah kan kalau yang pakai sekarang yang damage gitu XP ya. Jadi harus
How long have
banyakin
you been
main
streaming?
XP badan.
He thinks that in this current meta, that the EXP laners are required to utilize heroes that are a lot more tanky compared to damage because of the new assassins that have been showing in the meta in the jungle.
Yo.
So
Spread
he
out,
thinks,
spread out.
For
No
EXP
Louis.
laners, they need to get used to playing heroes that are a little bit more tanky. But are you used to it?
Bro, BMK juga.
Are you used to it? Kamu udah bisa pakai EXP lane kayak gitu?
Bisa.
He can.
Who
So it's not
Dark
gonna be a problem
System?
for
Who
you?
Selena?
Akan jadi masalah nggak buat kamu?
Oh, enggak.
Dark System, Dark
No, it
System.
won't be a problem. What's going to be a problem up against SRG? Apa
Dark
yang bikin
System.
SRG kuat yang mungkin bisa jadi problem untuk Lutfi?
Ya mungkin kalau dia aduh bisa diser
You know
nggak
who's Dark System?
ya? Mungkin
Sticky. Why am I not synergizing with Sticky?
mereka lumayan jago lah kalau lagi perang gede gitu.
So he mentioned that the team fights.
Yo, kill that.
They're on up
Good.
against SRG. Do you have a message to SRG before your match? Ada pesan nggak untuk SRG sebelum match kamu?
Good luck bang.
Good luck aja. Untuk fans kamu, banyak loh fans kamu.
Ya dukung kita terus.
Black
Support them
System,
always.
bro.
Thank you so much, Lutfi, for this interview, and good luck
What
for
if
your
I
next
go
match.
in?
We're gonna throw it over
JK?
back to you guys.
Why is there hulking up all the time?
Well, the conversation and the translation there, thank you, Eterna, for that. Was great to hear from Lupi talking about EXP.
So
you know,
does
here having a little bit more responsibility in this assassin meta. But on the flip side of it, they're going up against SRG, the Malaysian
Do
five-time MPL
something!
champions, looking to go back
Diggy.
into the grand finals yet again. And
Do
obviously, when you see
something,
this
this
squad,
clown.
Sakai, Stormy, Yums, Innocent. There's one person
Thank
who's
you for
missing.
the juice,
It's
guys.
Uni.
Robbie
And he won the last
Monk.
game, and actually, Eterna talked with him.
Robbie Monk too.
I'm now with Uni, the super sub from SRG. Uni, you caught us by surprise yesterday. Were you surprised as well that you came in last minute?
Yeah, of course I'm surprised as well because I expect to be.
Yeah, get juked.
Yesterday, yeah. So
Get juked, y'all.
Surprised. How did it feel? Were you suddenly like nervous? Like who came in to call you?
Fuck you all.
my both coach came to me and then said that.
No, that could not do it.
And then I played. And then you played very, very well. Did you enjoy your performance yesterday?
Yeah, of course. I'm enjoying with my performance yesterday because
What
maybe
the
not too good.
Now we're
still
so
enough for my
doomed.
team.
Still enough.
We're so When I'm winning this.
Again?
Maybe.
Not today.
But if you were to be
0%
called
rolling
in
right
today,
today.
are you prepared?
Yeah, of course. I'm always prepared. Yeah.
Always prepared.
What am I
How do you
supposed to do
stay
for
prepared?
Skype Pisa and Jing?
I don't know. Being at
I accidentally threw my ult instead of cancelling it on
sometimes
Jing.
you just need to always be ready.
Hiya.
Because you don't know what will happen on the future, right? So just be ready always.
Is it challenging for you being in that mindset?
Oh, may I start flying? Oh, I cannot start flying.
We cannot choose, right? We don't have a choice. So
Got
just
Faiz.
be ready.
Faiz, maniac.
We're very proud
Savage.
of you, by the way. Very, very proud. And let's say you are going to be the starting lineup. You're
Stay
up
away
against
from the
Kyrie.
minions.
I think a lot of people
Don't go
are
close
talking
to the
about Kyrie.
minions.
Everyone knows Kyrie at this stage. How is that for you? Mentally taxing? Are you okay with that? Is there anything specific that you have prepared up against Kyrie?
If you ask me, I didn't think so much about it. I just play
That's
with
like
my
what
team
thing.
and focus with my team. I didn't
It's
care
okay, I don't.
which
I go get
enemy
the barrel
I
in case
facing
I
off.
die.
All I just go through with my team.
That's amazing. Is that mentality from yourself, or did someone help you bring that mentality out? From yourself.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. I'm out.
Thank you so much for this interview. But before I let you go, just in case you are going to be playing, because we don't know yet, right? We don't know. No one knows. Do you have a message to your opponents? Do you have a message for Onyx?
My message for Oni, good luck. Good luck. Just good luck.
Just good luck. May the best team win. Thank you so much, Uni, for this interview. I'm going to throw it over back to you
Are you
guys.
playing with viewers? No, I was playing with my mods.
Sorry, I'm Felix. He says,
I'm playing with my mods. Is Tarzan my mod? Tarzan's not my mod. Mod plus Tarzan.
And will Uni even be playing Renmar? That's the question, but he felt like he was.
Yeah, I have a feeling this might actually be really pressuring on Skies even more. Because imagine if ever SRG loses game number 1 and it's not a good result, right? Are they going to stick with Skies in? Are they going to bring Uni in for game 2? And then will that continue on to game 3? There's so many things you have to think about now for SRG, especially in the junglers.
I think what it really boils down to is whether or not Skies has the confidence to, nail the mechanics. I think a lot of the decision and in-game shot.
Yeah, Inspire, hello. I fucking flickered instead of Inspire. My fat finger gave him a maniac. I'll play that. I'll play that. If you're a pro player, truly. Oh, he did! Oh.
Obviously, you can understand that SRG have had a
Another one! Hell no!
big moments, but this SRG has looked like they finally are susceptible. They were one game away from going out, and then all of a sudden, Uni swapped in. If they're in that type of position, Renmar could be tough.
Yeah, we're gonna get Humes and Stormy versus Kiboy and Sans, Kari versus the guys. Maybe Uni.
Get the fuck away, you bum.
It's gonna be amazing, that gold lane. Will it be a fighter that goes in there, or will it be a marksman battle between two gold laners who love to throw down? Well, let's, speaking of throw it over to the stage and get our Series 3 of the day ready to go.
Very much so. Series 3 of the day is finally upon us. We went through the
I got the lead. I'm pretty accomplished. Oh, Fai's dead. Fai's dead is CG, guys. Save the Fai's.
To continue, however, from that on, we move on to the big champions battle and reminder that we are
Fai's out.
still
Play
in
the
group stage
game.
knockouts.
2v1 too hard. He walled us too.
Match 3.
This is when you ping.
Is a
This man,
rivalry
he had
that
it ult.
dates all the way
He
back
just busy putting bombs on the ground, bro. A fucking
this is
biggie.
gonna be the deciding factor if we're gonna have
Such a
two
diggy thing.
Indonesian representatives or two Malaysian
So
representatives
diggy, so
in the
diggy.
knockout stages.
I won't say if there's a preference of one
Look at this
side
man
or
running
the
up in for
other.
himself.
I just want to see some damn good MLBB. Speaking of which, let's bring out our teams. First up, it's none other than Onyx!
Onyx!
Their fans are worldwide as they are greeted to the stage.
How does
MSC
that not
23
hit?
champions, semi-finalists last year at MSC 25. One of the names most synonymous with MLBB.
This Kufa sucks too. But we lose because our comp is so ass. But we win because we're pros.
Hinges on beating yet another fan favorite.
Yes,
We
indeed.
win because we pro.
Of course, their opponents.
I do
The
think what you guys
strongest
do, y'all can
in
survive.
Malaysia, the Giants. It is Solano.
We win because we pro.
Starting off
We
as a
win
fan
because we
favorite
pro.
and now entering their
I
do
am-
or die match. Will the 2024 champions
Inspire the
be able to
fucking
defy the
tower.
odds and do what they need to do to stay in the game?
Oh my
Do they have what it takes to head to the knockout stages?
Noob enemies, delete.
In the game itself, speaking of our matchup,
They're
we
sweaty
should
though.
get them started.
A lot of possibilities. One continues their journey.
Perfect
and
time for the game too.
today.
Like,
Boys, you may place your keys and take your seats. And of course,
Ooh.
our captain.
Who was our
Yumi
MVP?
in the
Don't tell me it
middle
was the Diggy. I would be
for
so
a
butthurt.
handshake, a
Good,
fist
good,
bump,
good, 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 good.
Oh my goodness.
Good.
Milosh,
Good. It was
this
fine.
is
It's
gonna
not
be
that
one
good.
hell of a match. I am ready, so you all better get
Diggy
in
ding,
your
diggy ding.
seats.
Yeah, it's fire the
Grab
fucking
your
tower.
snacks, grab
Yeah.
a friend, because it's time to
He's about
head
to
to the
kill us.
land of dawn.
Grab a
Isn't
friend
that sick,
indeed.
guys?
You might need a buddy here. You know how they in middle school or even younger you have to walk in pairs.
I was usually alone.
Kelra.
You didn't have a buddy? Buddy system? Oh man, I'll be your buddy.
I'm the real MVP.
Too late for that though.
Am I 30 years too late?
Yeah,
No.
30 years too late. But hey,
I
it's
saw
never too
your
late
ult.
for you,
It's only
friend.
ulti when you're about to die.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
What is happening here?
We had a busy top of show, but guys, I mean, expand a little bit more after we let everyone know my champions pick is available. You can pick your dual champions and win 50,000 diamonds. The event
50,000
sadly
diamonds.
ends on July 27th. So you can go ahead and scan that QR code on your
The
phone
event
or your
ends
tablet.
tomorrow.
Make sure to get involved.
I'm telling you, Rain Day, people have already lost so many predictions at this point, and again, I think two regions who are obviously going to lean into their own regional biases into the individual teams. It's going to be an entire part of the world just cut off, just like that.
Yeah, in game I lost.
Huh.
I don't know how much
Zup,
amount of
cook,
guest coins today.
zup,
I was overly
hero,
confident
hero.
looking at the favor
What the fuck is
odds that we had with
unpacking?
our guest coin
How
game
can I ult if
within
I'm dead?
MLBB itself.
Exactly.
But hey, here we are. You know what? There's something in my head. These two have a very important choice, and I said it that way, Cho, because it's you,
True,
it's
though.
Kiboy.
You're
Kiboy is
right.
undefeated
Diggy
with
is
the
useless.
Cho
That's why Diggy
this
is so
MSC so
useless.
far. He's led to some high-profile wins. One of them against Aurora yesterday, 2 days ago yesterday.
Hello,
Yesterday,
hello.
Yesterday.
And we know you.
They all
great Cho
three in
player.
one
And that's the
team.
thing. I
Who
think that
three?
like there's so many
Kyrie,
similarities between
Kibon,
these
yeah.
teams that it's
Sandra,
really
yeah.
tough to say who's
Stormy
going to come out
Vassandra,
on
this is
top. So
interesting.
winning your lane may not
True, I
necessarily
remember
be
Stormy
just
being
about
a
the draft.
pretty
When you have
aggressive, very
players of this
aggressive
caliber, we
mid
already
laner.
have the gold standard in Kelra and Innocent.
We'll
who,
see,
again,
though.
we compare time and time.
Apparently, according to
I just don't know who's
Trex,
gonna win
who
the
was in
matchup,
my
because
chat
last couple of
earlier,
times we looked at those lanes,
apparently, according to the
think the current
rumors in the
score is 2-2.
arena, Team Liquid
is.
and
It actually
SRG has the lowest
Makes it even
scores
tougher
on
again for the
scrims.
choices in the gold lane. I mean, Rain Day even brought it up
Yeah.
earlier.
And
Fighter,
Team Liquid got
marksman, what
eliminated.
version are we gonna
And
get?
so he was
Obviously, Freya is
expecting
gonna be
Onyx to
contested
win
between these two,
in
but
this
if
game
you
at least.
overcommit too much on dive, wait
So
a
we'll
minute, that's Uni. That is
Uni.
Uni.
looks like they got the super sub here this time round. Part of the lineup instead of Sakai is the Sky Prince to take him on. I think maybe
The one
this
that
is a
Cook
show
support
of
will
confidence.
lose.
Maybe this
I
is
don't
one of
know
the
who
moves
I'm
like, hey,
supporting.
we need to make sure that every single one of our players are going to
I don't know. I don't care about those two
teams
teams that much. That's why I don't care.
Be so in his head about the shot calls.
But I used to
issue
say
here for
Kiboy
many
is my
people
favorite
who are
player
happy,
until
elated, surprised, excited to see
like last
Uni
year.
on the team
think I
of
stopped saying
SRG.
that.
What happens if they lose game one? Does that
These
put Sakai's in
gameplays
a
these days are
situation
like a
where
hit or
kind
miss.
of
I feel like.
momentum, trust has already
Love
been
to
lost
go to
there,
Korea
and maybe
one
on
time.
himself, maybe from his teammates
Well,
not making that
no
first
one's
cut?
stopping you.
Does Uni just go 2-0 and then they risk
Who do you think's gonna be the
losing?
champion?
These are the things we'll be following
I don't know
along
who,
with,
but I'm rooting for
major,
Aurora.
major
River.
choice there. SRG do stick with their sub
Hmm?
as we go into expanding river, and we're going to bring up another
Who is the most
little
handsome
thing
pro
about
player?
Uni in a moment as well, because he is
In
the top of
ML?
the town, guys. He is really the one that we've been highlighting before, and for SRG, it could be the difference. We've seen it be the difference.
I don't know.
It should be the difference
That's
at
a
this
really
stage.
hard
I think
question.
that at least with Uni being, everybody has been raving about him in comparison to
Damn,
this
as
guy's
soon
the
as he
second
got
best
washed, he
jungler
stopped
within
supporting.
Malaysia. I think this time round, now that
No,
he's on
I
the
was
international
just
stage,
Wow,
he's
preferring-
guys,
he's
it's
more than
Yumi.
just a
EXC
second. He's
lane
looking
is
to be
over.
maybe
Oh,
the best
Yumi is
jungler in the
playing.
world.
Oh,
that makes things very different now.
Selena right away. I mean,
Making
we've
the
seen some
sub
very
play the
important
most
Selenas
important
getting
game
picked up in the
potentially.
first phase
Sheesh,
red
says
side
a lot.
as a response to even all of these really mobile assassins, but we've seen it because of
They ban
all the
Fanny,
vision
yeah,
that it
respect them
provides,
to Uni-
the
Uni
momentum
signature
stopping
Fanny.
that it provides
They
as well
have
for
to ban.
teams that
Everyone's
really
signature
want to
Fanny,
go
bro.
fast. And Onyx said, we don't want our
Every
tempo to
jungler
stop.
has
Kyrie
signature
signature
We
Fanny,
love
Uni signature Fanny, Coily signature Fanny,
think
Cartesi
they're
signature Fanny, TNZ signature Fanny. Who is not signature Fanny?
From doing that.
Basic
You tell
Scramble.
me.
They like to get into the
Jungle
strong
hero.
rugby terms, right?
Yeah.
They're all just going to
Uni's
try and
the
contest for the
strongest
ball, which in
Fanny in
this case
Malaysia,
is tempo.
confirmed.
And I totally agree agree with you. If you look back at the two series that we've already seen here today, a lot of it is lack of information to make that correct decision. So here, I'm thinking about sports. I'm already thinking about people who can open up the map, because that's been a very big problem here at MSC. You try and open up the map and all of a sudden it's a 5v4.
All of these assassins just making it
Do they want to rush the lane
to go around. You really
What?
have to have someone who can face check real quick, and then even if
They
you face check,
could,
even if your mid
but
laner
we'll
is
see.
one bush behind, you're just wondering, wait, oh, my mid
Are they gonna ban Atlas?
Because I went ahead
I
forward.
hope
It's
the
such a
Atlas
difficult time
is
for
left
Roman,
open so I
which
can
is
see
why,
actually
again, we go
one
back
good
to
Atlas game.
Kiboy and Sans with
After that,
Sony and
whatever
Yuum's
miserable
how
Atlas
they
game that I had to
handle
witness.
Is it a guarantee?
positioning themselves
Is it a
in the
guarantee?
river.
I
Will
don't
Onyx
even know
go back
anymore.
to
I
some
don't
really
think,
old
man.
favorites,
Atlas is
such
not
as the
really-
Gadita the Surprise? You
Alright,
know,
it's gone.
when Stormy
It's
plays,
gone,
when
though.
SRG plays, they like to put him a little bit
Not
more in
sure
the
about that.
backside of the formation, a little bit more behind to really
There
help
are
support the gold
3 in
laner.
one team.
But how
I'm
can you
on
do
the
that against a
Onyx
team
even
that
if they
want to
lose.
dive you literally with a Gadita?
Only
I
gonna
think
Ferdinand or
that we
Leomar?
talked about this. Actually, we talked about this in our second segment yesterday.
Where's
about
Sakai?
the big
Sakai is
trades, about how you should be able
in
to
the
dive
waiting
with the
room.
right heroes. That Atlas trade has been put up onto the chopping block. They banned it out, so only Beleric and Valentina are still available. But they also introduced the fact that we're also going to influence the assassins. Hirara is gone, and I think that SRG took a really big lesson yesterday after realizing that they can't
Yeah,
just
they're
do
probably
the Ling
gonna
Hirara trade
ban-
without any punishment.
I don't think they're gonna
You
ban
gotta
Ling
get
now that I
something
think
and
about
maybe
it.
something on the other side. Somebody
Yeah,
said
they're
the
not
other
gonna
day,
ban Ling.
sacrifice an arm to keep the body. And so
I don't
maybe
think they're gonna pick
sacrificing
Ling
some of
first.
the
Will they?
priority in the assassin matchup
could.
in order to get something else where you have the lead and can play
Will they?
around. Two
No, but
teams,
these
two
teams
different
don't rush
styles,
Beleric
one more
first. I
aggressive,
think
one
they'll
more
pick Ling
disciplined, maybe macro-driven in SRG.
What
Onyx
about
want to play
Valentina
freely.
first pick? That would be
They've
kind of
got the
bold.
first pick available.
Yeah.
I mean, the
No,
lane
that's
is
quite
available.
golden.
You also do have the
We
Eudora,
need
which
some
certain teams are
boldness.
prioritized.
I think that as of right
How
now, I
about
don't know about
Barats?
you, the
Barats
Beleric
first
openings and
pick.
Eudora openings have been kind of
Barats?
weak.
No.
I do
You
think
know
Ling's
what?
not a bad idea, but this
Minotaur.
immediately tells SRG, hey, we gotta
Minotaur
start looking for
jungle.
a strong EXP laner to control that side of the
Oh,
map.
throwback to last
you'll end up
weekend.
getting the
Oh,
Beleric Eudora most likely,
man.
then the
Then they have to
EXP,
pick
maybe Red
Hanabi.
3, they pick up either the Uranus or the Barrats, whichever is open.
Beleric.
Or they still decide to open up with the
They
Beleric.
went
They're
with
willing
the
to give up
trend,
the Ling
the meta.
unless they're trying to signal to SRG, go ahead, pick up the Ling, we're ready for it. It will make you think.
Right.
Again, we've seen
I
that
think at
Beleric
this point you
get
pick
swapped
up
over to
Uranus
XP
and
very
Ling right now, I
rarely,
think, for Uni
although
and
most
Krem.
likely we are already seeing the roam pick here for Onyx. I wouldn't be that surprising too, because
You
you still
could.
have some assassins on
Or
the
you
board.
could just
Yeah,
pick
the Fanny's
Valentina, you
gone.
know?
If ever the link goes to SRG, you still have the Nolan that Kyrie
No, I
plays
think
with
you
very
do
well.
Rit
I
3.
think this is a three-step
Rit
process,
3.
right? It is get the Beleric first.
But then it's not like
pose the
Onyx
question
can't
to the
take
opposite side.
Valentina,
Do
no?
you want to show your mid laner? If you pick Valentina, then we
Eudora,
can start
you
choosing
get
other mid laners that
Eudora.
can attack your backline as well.
Right.
It's like maybe even Farsa, but this is
Hi,
under
good
the
morning,
assumption that that Ling
Philippines.
is still part
Alex
of the
shouldn't be
question.
banned
So we
if you're
currently have
gonna play
three
like
simultaneous
E7's round,
equations
yeah.
going on. So
But
Algebra
everyone's
going.
assuming
Zushin,
everyone's
a
better
great
than
pick,
E7.
usually on the
so.
ban list.
Jushin
they go
Hakit
different
though.
as well, because it doesn't
They go
show
very
as
different
many
from what we
of your
thought.
cards. I
Yeah,
mentioned
what
the
we've been
hesitancy
seeing,
and
which
the
is
struggle maybe
Ling,
between
Beleric, Eudora
the
first
gold
picks
laners
for
here on the
sure.
fighter
Oh, no,
meta,
Uranus.
But Paquito could
Yeah.
be flexed to a gold lane. It's not a
Now
guarantee
we
that he's
have
not,
a
even though it's most likely not the case, Redmar. So
Onyx picks
what is
up-
this set up for now? The answer with Onyx.
They go
I think
Eudora,
you can
of
go Barrett and the EXP for Onyx.
Even Esme.
Esme possible to if you
That
want
is
to
I have to say Barrett.
Uranus around.
Can't say
Barrett,
Barrett.
Valentina,
Uranus Barrett. I'm leaning a bit more towards Uranus Barrett's compared to the Esme, even though Esme is the normal counter that you see now up against the Paquito lane, and they do go for the Uranus.
okay.
Concentrate.
That's why I thought
you
they would
still
pick
end up
on
getting
the other
link for
side, but
Onyx.
wow.
Why not
I wonder
Esme?
if SRG are thinking about going back to.
That could just
Yeah,
choose
yeah,
and
opening
like
that
go.
Maybe too
Esme.
slow.
I think the only scary thing is whether or not they're
Maybe
going
they
to
won the
you know,
1-3-1.
see the previous games. They saw recall point.
That's what I was just
jungle.
gonna say.
Hey.
Paquito jungle. It's possible.
It is possible, but it's not one of my favorites here because again, it falls
casters are
off.
talking
That's
about
the big
Paquito jungle.
problem with big problem when you're facing up against Ling. Ling will naturally outscale you at level 15. Paquito is great in the early to mid stages of the game, but if you don't find that
Paquito.
snowball lead, then it becomes impossible to get past has the Belerican as well as the Uranus, which again, I think
classic
that
Coach Arcadia was Coach Rap.
Question is also the underperformance of Ling. We saw some very high scale,
Anderson is mage main, isn't he? He's gonna be a problem.
Performances in our
I'm
previous match.
expecting an even this
there's
match.
already a confidence conversation. He feels like he
I'm
has
not.
it, but you can't not understand you're here
I mean,
in
they
this
could
moment.
go
And do you want to
evil.
play the lane? And also, do you want
I'm
to play
expecting more
Paquito?
than
Because
that.
if you're saying he's not going to trust playing Paquito right away, coming in as he's going to want something a little more safer, then you kind of expect, okay, maybe that is the XP lane, and we can understand the draft a little more.
Well, we might be able to get a tail from SRG if ever the let's say they don't have to worry about the Esmeralda anymore. Because I'm thinking that Harith is still going to go well for them. Harith has done very well against lineups with the link. Once you get your power spike, even though you're in a full team fight, despite you going up against a Belleric, as long as you get away from the taunt and the Wrath of the Dryad is gone, Zaman Force gets dropped. That even sets any Ling back away from the fight. You get the tempo with the Cho to help scale it faster. You move the Piquito away from the gold, you put that in the EXP or the surprise jungle.
We support PH players, but this is not PH team.
They're forcing mid here, I mean.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I see the Eudora ban and it's like, but wait a minute. If we're trying to, I guess it could be a red herring. It could be saying like,
I guess it would be annoying to Paquito, but if they're focusing on Paquito, does that mean Paquito is a jungle?
Going to lock in another assassin.
But EXP, this their thing to just tank everything.
You don't need Valentina as much. And so maybe just saying, hey, we're going to limit your options. Now you're going to pick something that kind of would have done a better job for us.
So you gonna win this? Paquito is gold.
This might actually be a jungle Paquito because if you look at the Cho and the Juicing together, they're not a combo. But if you put the jungle, if you put the Paquito in the jungle, then you get the combo of the down right away. As much as you use Cho as a means to just get that little crowd control, a lot of its value really comes from the fact that you could -1 someone right away.
But that's on the assumption that you minus someone with a full damage build. And most of the time, and right now, I think they have lack of damage. They have no form of scaling. They have a great form of heal. If he's building like War Axe nonsense like that and not second into Malefic Roar, I don't know. I don't see it happening.
I mean, you look at a great gold laner there, and you see this team fight, you see the in and out and the pick off potential from Ling.
I want to see Lunox.
Why is
Lunox not
very
picked
traditional
much?
in some ways, but very hard to beat.
A lot of the team comps are very CC heavy these days.
SRG, and this should be a Melissa ban for the side of Onyx, right?
Melissa's not been played at all today. I think once, maybe in our first set, but surprisingly not seen very often getting. What do you think that is? Because it's not Melissa ban either, they're just not worried she's coming out.
I think because they have potential answers to it, they can maybe try to get the resources out of it in a different, seemingly a different way.
Melissa could work honestly against Belleric. I think Melissa's pretty good.
Go for like Yi Farsa type nonsense.
Exactly.
I think they can go
with the Valentina ban out,
could work. But I think Melissa has a better self-defense than carry against the Link now. Or does she not? Wait, actually, does the Melissa ult even matter to Link if she just dash around the wall? I don't know. I don't play Link all EG, I don't know. Hardware catching.
We did hear last time that the Melissa pick up from Yangon Galacticos was a mistake, and they didn't mean to pick up the Melissa. It worked out well for them. But we go back to a possibility that we posed very early in the draft, and it is still going to be the Harith.
You know what I can do? Just go edge and make gold.
With the Cho getting picked up, with how
Rafa mid and one hard
Juicing in the mid, it means that the Harith will be well supported.
I'm thinking about this. Is there a possibility of
go Rafaela mid against the Cho Jushin?
As of right now, they don't mind artillery mages because they've already got a couple of answers right here. If it's Farsa, for sure they've
sit there while Cho and Jushin roams around.
They've also got the Cho to destroy.
Aurora!
Very interesting option. Very disengages as well, on top of re-engaging with some strong AOE from the Belleric. That is a natural wombo combo.
That is interesting.
That is interesting. That's a debut, right?
That is a debut. Zero
just
match.
means that Innocent will have to really watch his timing even more.
I like this mid. One of my most played heroes in my limited experience.
It is very good,
but I lean towards having a little fun bias there on Onyx. The question is, do you like the Claude still? Is that enough? Claude versus Harith. Harith has been performing really well today.
Hey, it's a classic.
Yeah.
You know, what if they choose a Minotaur here? Cho EXP and then complete the jungle.
Or we've limited a little bit the craziness of the meta that we've seen so far. And they go for the
Hilda. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh.
Entire lineup
utilizing
this Hilda to kind of double up on certain hits, but it does mean that we have.
But it is fucking the jungle then.
Actually going into the jungle with this Paquito, and now the game is a lot harder because as much as Paquito is strong,
wow, Paquito jungle. Okay, we saw that in Guangzhou just now.
They could set up some
I don't know whether this will work
though. And real quick,
I don't know if it will work.
I'm just looking how the Uranus and the Hilda will be handled.
Hilda against Uranus, yeah, both have the
whoever has more presence will win it for the team.
Heal.
Well, Paquito Jungle. What a spicy way to kick things off. The one time we've seen it, it's actually won here at MSC.
I mean,
when you look at this
we've
battle,
proven it many times.
the middle of these teams have lifted it. It's the battle of champions,
Yeah,
but only
Aurora is
one
basically a
through.
harder
It's
version of Eudora,
SRG versus
in my
Ike
opinion.
for this third series of the day, and we've got Mirko and Trex ready to call
Onyx
the action.
Jeff looks better.
Thank you so much, guys. We're jumping into the land of
Yeah, I think Onyx Jeff is more generic, more balanced, hard to mess up too hard.
Up against SRG in a tournament life match. Someone's going home. Someone's moving on to the knockout
Oh,
stage.
Trex is casting this one?
Typical emblems, mostly all around.
Oh, why was he in my chat when he was about to
the
cast?
defense for the possible aggression that could come from Kyrie and the rest of the team. But the big surprise pick here, and also surprise sub that we got to see yesterday, Uni. And he's already starting things off with the Paquito Jungle. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for quick aggression, right? You have to show. You have something that wants to play quickly around the map. You have someone that's going to have a huge power spike on this Paquito around level 3, level 4. If they can make some off-lane play and possibly get some decent ganks, maybe onto Kelra, maybe onto Loopy, maybe an invade onto Kyrie, that could be the win condition for SRG here.
Absolutely, man. I think that's exactly what they're going to try to play around. Cram already with the Master Assassin on the hill.
Look
that
at
goes
Cram.
from XP
All
down
the way
below to try
bot.
to deny Kyrie
From
a
a
farm.
top lane.
They will be able to get a
Hello?
camp away from Kai. On the lane with Uni. Walking up on the Paquito, taking the golem away. They'll still be able to get
Paquito
on the
take a little too long.
after the purple buff.
And killing spree as well on Uni here, right?
Yep.
So
It's gonna
we're
be
looking
like a
for
half
big
level gap
fights.
for
We're
sure
looking
between
for
XP,
a lot
no?
of damage.
Or did he
And it's
text
just
a
like,
lot?
dude, I know we've been asking for this matchup, SRG Onyx, but to see it in the lower bracket as an elimination match instead of like a knockout stage match is just kind of sad. Just a tad bit sad.
Just a tad bit. Also a tad bit exciting.
Of course.
You know, we have to say this is also
Ooh, they're really going for red.
but a lot of damage on Loopy up on the top
Ooh.
side.
Pop the consecration. He didn't expect that from the Master Assassin Cram.
Yeah, actually able to
but
burst
you're
the
not
Uranus with the kill the early damage.
Cram able to walk up, and now it's going to be Onyx zone away from the
Ooh,
neutral
they
objective.
want
Kai.
something. They
Go for the retry
smell
on his own
something.
purple buff. It's going to be free neutral objective again. Uni won't even retry it. He'll just be able to pick it up.
Of course you don't
And
retreat
it's a
that.
slow
Why would you
game
retreat
now as
that?
SRG take the lead.
And that's exactly what we wanted to see from SRG to make this composition work. Onyx has to be able to work around that. It's going to be a little bit more time for them to get to that point to be able to fight, especially picking up the Aurora.
It's
Yes,
just mages
it's going to
with
do well against some of these frontline
CCs,
fighters.
for
You
sure.
have
I
the
mean,
crowd
it's always
control,
been like
but
that.
it's
I don't know.
not a fast-moving mid lane.
Sushi
It's
has
not
been the
an
meta though, no?
insane playmaker. That's
Like, who
something you would
else? I guess
normally see
Eudora is
stones
the only
on. It's a slower hero. You get a lot of value and utility out of it, but it's not going to make those quick rotations that SRG is going to be making.
Yeah, so it's
Those
just
quick
hard
rotations
to
for
see.
SRG up top as well, really threatening Ludpi earlier. Getting the pick off is already massive for them to get the neutral objective, but then
Selena is
the whole
so
team
mobile.
staying up top after taking a turtle, trying to abuse the fact that Ludpi had already used the Purify was also quite big. Made him a bit low. Also pops to the consecration for some reason up top there.
Innocence
Don't know
was
if
Kella.
anyone really threatened him or it was just a mistap. But Ludpi will also be able to match this XP lead of Cram with an XP crab take and a shove straight up.
Thank you.
Cram is playing this Hilda so aggressively, rotating around,
This is getting
essentially
popular
the
in Korea
secondary
now.
tank. Playing it almost like a roamer would, the way he's playing on the opposite side of the river. Whoa!
Great way to try
Whoa!
trying to respond it over. Sounds walking up as well, but now it's going to be Keyboy in the midst of it all. Caught. Oh my god! Glacier comes around to Williams. The G2 doing the flicker. Sounds caught in the bad spot. Doesn't have the flicker. Cram with the swings
So
of the battle
bad.
axe.
Triple kill for Uni.
Triple kill
Damn.
against Onyx.
This is huge for Uni.
It is so
It's
huge. What do you
4-0
mean?
right now. Add a purple buff on top of that. And the thing about
Purple
it is,
buff gone
it's
from
4-0 kills in
Lee,
every
another
single
free
one of those
turtle,
kills.
man.
Probably
I'll
because
tell
there
you.
is no
replay, it all
ult for the
started with a big
turtle. This
way
is
up
the
the
free
dragon.
turtle.
And even though Keyboy
Link
tries to
couldn't
help out by
out
popping
in
that Wrath of Dryad, it's just not enough. The
power
damage.
of the
This is
Paquito
what I
is
was
huge.
talking about.
I'll
You
tell
hit
you,
that
this
level
is
4, you hit
something
that
that a
level
lot of
5.
people, like, I
Early
think
game spikes were
overlook.
only
But I
4
think
minutes
that's
in. And that's the thing about the
Like,
Paquito.
you guys.
No pun intended, it packs a punch insane damage in the early game.
I mean, what is he packing in those gloves to
SRG
be able to hit like that?
They're weighted gloves, man. They're weighted gloves.
Someone's got to check it,
This
bro.
Harit is doing okay.
Boy, the Dragon. Technically, they got an MMA advantage right now. Cho and Paquito, bro. With the physical defense reduction of the Cho, together with the crazy damage early on, that burst of the Paquito, no wonder.
Yeah, Cho also
they've just
does
been,
really nice damage
deleted from
early
the map.
on.
You got the two
Hilda
best
does
fighters in the land of Dawn on one team.
dumb
Why has
amount
anyone
of
thought of this
damage.
before? SRG now with a decent lead. Can they convert it into something more? They're going to move on to the spot lane. If
I
they can
guess
start
they are
taking
supposed to
towers
win
this
early.
on,
Now that I think
it's
about
going to be
it.
huge for them.
Anyway.
Maybe get the lane swap
Especially
in.
if the Hilda's
Once they start taking
rotating
some towers, Crane can
this
get involved. Onyx has
much
to find
from
a way
like
to
top
slow
to
the pace,
bot
and
to mid to
Keyboy and
everywhere.
Sans hanging out in these bushes, that's kind of what
Easy
for
taking.
Sans just found out.
Yep, on the Aurora is going to get completely taken out by Crab now as Lookby.
Not sure what.
Gets
Usually
away
the
just a bit
rotation
from that Lantern Flare.
gameplay strat
Almost
is called
fully stacked
1-3-1,
up,
but this is like
Keyboy.
4-1.
Waited in the bush for a bit too long, now gets thrown back. Way the Dragon into this combo is just
Nice tag on that bush.
Sadly, I gotta say, wait a second, more action at the purple buff.
Why couldn't the Bella just run out before
the
they
four
went
blades
that
as
way?
well, but SRG got away just in time. Innocent as well, a level ahead
Pack,
of Kelra.
I know.
Onyx are already forced to play the
My friend
scaling
also
game.
plays a lot
I
of
want to go
Pack,
back
like
to where
Jungle EXP
Sans
or
got
whatever.
picked off just now. And if
Very
those
good.
two, Keyboy and Sans, would have been in a slightly
Still
different bush,
definitely
more on
mid
their
top
side of the
for
river, to where Keyboy was in the mid bush, Sans in the bottom, everything would have been better. But instead, they take the aggressive route and advance to SRG's side of the river. Even though they're behind, even though they're not in a
They
position
are
to be in that type of
behind.
position on the map.
Do
And
they
Onyx has
have
to know
a
what they're dealing
comeback?
with at 6-0. They
I
cannot
mean, it's late
be
game,
the
Hilda's just
aggressive
a
ones, not only in
tank.
fights, but in positions on the map.
Oh, yo,
It's Uni
Keyboy
walking
keeps
up.
getting
Oh, he
kicked
walks away
before
from the
anything.
Wrath of the Dryad.
Yums
Leaves it for the rest of the team just in
and
case Onyx
Stormy is actually
try to
really good
capitalize
at
on the Wrath of the Dryad. And this is where the
spotting
question starts to come
Keyboy
up.
and then punishing for
Kyrie
his
missed the
ambitious
Defiant Blade on the wall. Bit of
position.
panic there. Scram got close. But the question again,
feel like
Trex,
Keyboy's
to
reaction is so
everybody
slow,
here. Usually the
'Cause,
Aurora is
no,
picked up with a combo.
Keyboy-
Kaja, a Cho, someone
Ling's reaction
with single
slow or
target
who?
lockdown. And this time it's with a Belleric. Just
The
feels a
Belleric,
bit off.
Belleric just hero is
Belleric
slow. The
has to kinda
skills are
search for it,
slow.
and that
No
means
matter
Sans
how
has to
fast, you can't be as
constantly
fast as
be
Cho
there.
just
Big
kicking.
shot.
The kick happens,
Sanzo has a
bruh.
massive there. Particularly Chipotle as well. Scram's going to be frozen on their turret, but man, perfectly
They're
timed
so
with the Belleric.
tanky.
Hit it back. It's gonna be Innocent
Frozen
to pick
on their
up as well.
tower for
Flippy
what?
is going to be slammed down to the ground.
Oh my god.
Another pickup
No one
for
died
Innocent, a
as well.
double.
They dived
It's 10 to
the
1.
tier 1.
That is so
This
heavy
is
that I know.
uncalled for at this point. The
No, but I
sub
think
in
SRG is playing
jungler.
well. Yeah, they do have an early win
5-0
call,
in
but
4. This is his
I'm just
second
impressed that they're
game
able to find
in
Keyboy really
MSC.
well.
And
Because
he
the
is
game against
dominating
Onyx
the
and
playing
Aurora
field. It's a
Turkey yesterday, the
milestone.
second game, Keyboy was able to just
Kyrie's health bar go. He almost got one shot by Uni.
juke the TNZ.
This guy got locked in for the items right
I think
now.
that's what they
Absolutely,
want,
yeah.
but
I have no
We
idea
start off
where
with
he's
the Hunter
at.
Strike.
why did they pick
typical like
Aurora?
that.
Are we all surprised he doesn't
I
have
don't
someone
know.
in
But I don't think
the
Aurora is a problem. I think the combination
so.
of Cho, Hilda, and Paquito is the
Guys, have to
problem.
be worried. Uni's doing so good.
I think it's also partly because
Kyrie
he's being farmed
gets the
slower
orange
than
with the red tree still. Holy
Not
moly,
true. Like I don't think
5-0-4.
the mid lane is too
Alright, so
problematic. Like
SRG
no matter what the mid lane
have
is,
now
Lilia,
converted this huge
even
goal lead into
Anana, I
multiple
think they would
towers,
have won
mid-tier
the
3
early
gone,
game.
top side all gone. And the way that SRG's moving
it was
amongst
the
the
early
map,
game rotation of Park.
they are
Kito
just
that was
slowly
faster
compressing
than
Onyx
Link
into their base. They've taken buffs.
that caused this
It is a
snowball.
tough game for Onyx. How do they even find a
Link
way
was
out?
still
SRG more
farming.
serious, haha.
All they really have is Keyboy.
They're
for the big
using every
engager.
card they have.
And
They even
for
make
him to
it
really
with
get a
subs
surprise
play
engage
for
off,
the
it has to
important
be a
games.
flicker. Even Loopy,
They are
this far
definitely
this far
serious.
behind with the amount of damage that SRG has,
Soon
he can't
6K gold
harass
cap.
the way you want to
That soon
on
has
Uranus.
passed.
And in the past, Uranus could still do it at
Sorry,
maybe
I
0
read
and
your
2,
chat
could still do it
slow.
at a 6K gold deficit, but we've been seeing how much trouble
I'm not sure
Uranus
about
has been
that
having
Link.
in the meta currently when you fall behind like this. So it's going to be a while, if ever, that Onyx can really come online and re-engage these fights. They're going to have to let SRG come to them and look for the counterattack.
Yep. Kai can only just red tree the
Yeah,
purple
How's
buff. That
Keyboy
means
gonna
it's
go
going to be
in?
neutral objective unless
They're
Onyx
just
get a
gonna
pick up, but it's going to be
depend on
SRG with a
Kelra.
move.
Sounds of the flicker out already.
Keyboy could flicker in, but the second he flickers the set, he lets his teammates vulnerable. Ooh, Stormy getting melted! Sheesh, Kara! Totally forgot Kara existed.
SRG are still able to get a 2-for-2 trade. Very well done by Onyx though. Kelra. We fail to talk about Kelra. He's 2-0-1 right now. He's been having the gold lane experience. He's been waiting for his time to shine, and we just saw the damage come out. Innocent though.
Sorry, T-Rex is like screaming
Holy
in the
Crystal.
cast.
It's going to be more damage from him as well. Let's take a quick
saying,
replay. I want to keep our eyes on Kelra because he knows he has to move down. Keyboy comes in a little bit late to pop that Wrath of Dryad, and right when it pops, Kelra BMIs forward, uses the Blazing Duet on the backside, and outputs the damage, matched up by Kyrie's Tempest of Blades.
That was such a nice damage from quad. Why haven't the previous quads do the same?
But still,
like I've seen some quad this
season. Kind of slow down SRG.
They haven't performed like that well.
Props to Uni though there. It really looked very dicey, but he was able to get those stacks back up, get the damage reduction out, so that it doesn't die to Kelra on the Blazing Duet.
Yeah, Kelra during
he's had
Onyx,
one member in his eyes. It's just Sans, dude. Every time walks up, sees Sans, especially when he flickers.
So goated that season.
Yums is on him.
Right, Onyx, they do have some ability to defend here, right? Retry down for the purple buff. Kyrie is able to get it. It's going to be helpful in this next big push as Kelra moves forward. And SRG, I think at this point, take these tier 2s. If you get anything more, it's definitely a bonus. But with a 7k gold lead, they could try to force things open.
Oh my god. On the Uranus taking that much damage. Holy shield.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to proc the Holy Shield anyway, why did they
now looking to get two.
At least he didn't die.
Holy Shield's down before the 12th minute of the game, Innocent. Popping that damage again, the Synchro Fission doing work.
Should not be
it's a scary bottleneck to come into against Onyx right now, even with the gold advantage.
Oh, no wonder.
But why not Valir in meta?
Already on a Harris.
Assassins can easily dodge Valir. I mean, Valir is really more annoying for the tank users who just, you know, no dash, they just get hit by every Valir
You walk into that tower, you get hit by a big Frigid Glacier, you get hit by
yeah, you can push the Assassin's heroes away with the 1 second skill.
The possibility is there for a quick table flip, a quick turnaround.
Yeah, it's so hard.
Onyx, so SRG
the
has
junglers
to
know
of
that skill. It's not like they're gonna purposely let you hit it.
Base open right now.
They're probably gonna try to dodge it or bait it out before they go in.
Solid for SRG. No real reason for them to push
why did they pick Ling?
Anymore.
Did Ling get buff? I don't know. Apparently Ling is meta right now.
They have the lead. They can play it safe. Heckram can take a beating as well, and he can get away from it.
Ling is like one of the first picks.
It's all good. Divine Glaive for Sans though, and it's only a second item. 4.8 gold. That's painful.
Yeah, because Paquito early damage is so big compared to Ling, no?
Spot Yums in that
no, actually, right.
4.8k gold.
Stat, right.
This is gonna be big right now. Yums gonna go for the cut right now. It's Kelra. He's gonna get caught as well. He's gonna
but for this game,
okay, but he's gonna get canceled. Times in Sky Piercer and the Lantern Flare. Kyrie with the blades. Udi jump in and again the Purify out for Lumpy.
I don't know what exactly happened. I thought Keyboard had a pretty decent set, and then it just.
SRG. Right in front of the base, 10 seconds before Lord. It's exactly what SRG needs. They're finding these quick moments that they know that as long as we get one more hero, we can go for this big objective. We won't have them harassing us. And Kelra was the big problem in the last fight. So they know who they needed to lock onto, and Uni hasn't missed. 6-0-5, and with Kelra finally down, this is going to give the advantage to Innocent in a lot of these fights. We saw the gold lead earlier. We saw how much damage he can output as well. So if Uni does start to fall off, that's going to be their next saving grace.
Okay,
a beautiful engage. Keyboy tries to stop it. He almost saves Kelra. He almost stops the big advance.
Uni going in late was
still gets caught off.
And this is the right side of that double-edged sword for Stormy. So many times in this tournament he's going in, you know, even flickering forward, Crimson beaconing forward, and it just looks awkward. But that's where you find, you know, the benefits of having this crazy aggressive style on your mid lane on Stormy. When it works amazing. That shot into Kelra. This is such a good turret to take as well.
Yo, Yums is just diving in crazy. Yo.
Yums is able to flicker out of it. Throws it innocent. No purified birds out. Lord gonna be dealt with as well. And SRG are happy with just the
cost of a flicker, but having fun.
Clock is ticking though. They're at 10k. I think one more base turret could be
helpful.
helpful.
Remind me of Infinix.
Kelra getting faster and faster as this moves forward. Kyrie also, even though it's an assassin jungle, it's going to start scaling eventually. SRG has to be careful about how long they want to let this game last.
I think at this point, SRG, they should be still very, very comfortable. Yes, Sonic have that scaling, but as long as SRG play around these side lanes, utilizing that advantage, there's not much Onyx can do, right? Because
with this kind of composition, SRG can actually still blitz around the Lord. Now, once we get into Evolve Lord
they
territory,
just gotta be careful,
that's where it
low
will
key,
get kinda dicey for SRG.
low key getting deja vu of what
I
Pro
don't
and
think they will
E7
have
did.
enough firepower to burst the Evolve Lord.
Very minimal low key, but
Alright, so basically Onyx just needs to survive this next one. Right?
Cho shouldn't have too much fun in the
Lord
game.
territory.
They should
Take a
stay
look at
serious.
items.
3 more minutes.
3 more minutes. I mean, they have 2 inhibitors left. They have 2 inhibitors left. It's gonna push down the top. I'm just saying it is possible.
It is.
Kyrie, Kelra, Loopy, all of them have been playing a good game. Anyone else in SRG might have tried to finish this a little bit earlier. Anyone else with a 10K gold lead, they might have tried to shove things in, but the respect is there, and I'm wondering almost, is it too much respect? Are they playing too passive here? Kelra now also looking at almost getting maxed out on items.
Lord is up to
Kyrie
30.
fully stacked as well. All they really need at this point is Loopy to catch up, Keyboy to catch up, so that you actually have a bit of a front line to survive the damage that Uni, Innocent, and Stormy are bringing.
For sure. I think the biggest gap right now has to be between the frontliners, man, because the damage dealers, as you mentioned as well, they're on the way to their full items, right? We're going to get to a point where it won't really matter. Oh, hold on, Loopy takes a big beating. Doesn't use the Purify though.
Okay.
This is a pure 50-50. Now onto it. Kyrie doesn't get it. It's going to be Uni and Innocent, I believe. Kyrie wasn't able to get his hands on it, and without a purple buff, this will just be another free neutral objective, and then it's going to build from there, Trex. SRG, they're playing a safe game because they know as long as they're able to build these small wins, get those neutral objectives, and then transition them into structures, in the end, it's going to be very, very difficult.
He saved his retreat. I'm wondering if the reason why is because
they
Kyrie
trying to
wants to try to go
sandwich
for the
it or
steal
what?
here.
Masilda
They want to
just-
debate out the retreat so that he
Masilda
wouldn't have
just-
it to try to contest.
Silda just...
Onyx is keeping a close play. Look at Humes right now.
Whoa, Sans!
Kundo now the way to Dragon, but it goes into a different angle. In the back to be careful with the
Bad angle, bad angle from Sans. Not Sans, what is it?
He goes for damage, it's only picks up that godlike as he takes Kelra down. Both gold laners
I mean, yeah, getting Kala down
This
is
is
good,
huge for
I
Onyx
guess
right
it
now.
worked.
Kyrie, and this is what I meant. They hold on to it. Yes, we don't get the purple, but as long as we can dry, as long as we can
Holding for
hold
gold
things
lane,
out a
but
little
hey,
bit.
it's a different
They do have a
cost.
chance.
Clock
The problem
was
is that
low-key
long
the
lane,
winning
SRG's
condition
okay
of
with playing
Onyx.
it slow. SRG's okay with chilling it out. The
How do you
engage comes
think he
in.
still win
Kelra
without
gets a
Harry? That'd be
good
like...
chunk of damage, and Keyboy plus Kyrie on the bot side freeze Innocent, stop him, and Kyrie's able to get the kill. And in that moment, SRG knows they have to back off. They don't want to play the long fight.
You gotta give props to Onyx, man. They layered their skills
Every card I've
very
seen so far,
well. The
they've been
Wrath of the
playing
Dryad
pretty
baited out
bad.
the Purify. Then we saw the Frigid Glacier. Not the start, but
Definitely
just the damage.
very different
Minus
from the
Kyrie
quads in
jumped off the
series,
Finch
where
Boys
it
with his
was
own
so
Defiant Blade to
OP.
burst Innocent down. So now Innocent, he's also fallen. Both gold laners aren't deathless. The only man who's deathless right now is Uni. Bro, 7-0-5 on a Paquito. Who would have thought?
7-0-5.
Who would have thought? Another pick that's, you know, another crazy layer to the meta right now. Something that at first you see it, you doubt it, and SRG is making it work very well right now. But
Look at this man glazing himself, bro.
He's
saying, oh, that was just like my Paquito other day.
Always looking for an angle as
705
well.
pro player
Onyx has to watch
Paquito.
out for it.
He's playing just like me.
SRG are gonna go for the commitment
What a
here. They see
copycat.
the Ling, it's insta commit. No way for Onyx to respond to
I mean,
this.
hey, I made it happen,
They still
though.
want to try though.
Multiple times.
Look, he caught again. It's gonna be the taunt landing. The shot goes right there. Uni with the red tree.
Wow, this is such an L team fight if they're having a team fight here.
Innocent. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Innocent doesn't matter, but ooh, nice poke damage. They're gonna get Hilda.
Got the neutral objective. Kai with the chase
9
now
of
onto Crown.
damage, but
No flicker
Kella,
available. Keller wants to go with the chase.
Hilda so
Kicks
fast.
him off.
Keyboy taunted? He dodged the taunt. Nah. Bro, Beller is such a sad hero. The taunt is so hard to hit.
The pincers here. Uni comes in.
Oh, that is so bad.
Oh my god.
Oh. Yo, the Lord and the... Yeah, the base. The base. Are they not gonna end it? Why are we distracted to Lupti? Hello? I mean, yeah, Aurora's out.
There's no Harry to end anyway.
Yeah, but... But I feel like that only needed like 2 hits per player to end it.
No consecration, and now it's Innocent back up in the Lanadon. Onyx with a Hail Mary play there, and SRG responding so cleanly, but it's not over yet. SRG still at the door. They're waiting for another wave to come down. Oh no, Frigid Glacier, the frozen as well. Innocent jumps over to Monster, but it's gonna kill him.
What are they?
Going with lazy new by Innocent.
Oh my god, bro, Uni! Uni! Uni!
The back and forth. Neither team wanting to give this up. We got a game in our hands. SRG versus
I don't even know all the items was, but man went through a lot of things for sure.
But we find ourselves right here, right now, seeing it. Every time you think it's going one team's way, something else happens. Uni with the immortality that takes the shower shot by picking up the winner crown, gets the kill, but Kyrie pulls up in the nick of time. Not only is the game back and forth, but every single fight at this point is just tit for tat, punch for punch. And now there's only one. It's just Cram who's deathless on the Hilda. There can only be one. There can only be one.
Kyrie doing his thing.
Mr.
Right.
Cram. On the
Belleric said hero.
The guy's like up in front, always flanking.
It's about time they let Belleric go. I have a feeling in knockout stage they're probably we're probably not gonna see Belleric too often.
For sure. I mean, not Cram though. Not Cram. Not me.
These pro players are a lot better on the fast reacting, fast initiating heroes than the Belleric.
We're at 20-9. Onyx finally with a grip on this game. It's down to tie game mode.
Belleric, because the skills activation is so slow.
Straight up, what was that damage? Kai and Kelra together with the combo. Now it's up to Stormy and Uni. Cram and Yums in a 4v5. Uni needs to find an angle in before Kelra shuts us down. Kyrie as well. They got no red tree.
Oh, Cram getting melted now. Oh, Cram is so dead. Cram is not dead. Caroline left. Are they gonna compete this turn to? I mean, the Lord. Oh, why Yums keep kicking Sanzu? I mean, yeah, Sanzu is the only one without Don't let them recall. Keep doing the lantern thing. Look at the Belleric there. Oh, clutch that ult. Loopy! Oh! Yeah, the power spike is over, bro. I'm telling you guys should have ended earlier.
That's like me.
And we are losing our minds through this game. We're 22.5 minutes in. It's Stormy and Innocent defending the base. A Lord will be coming soon, but Onyx is already at the inhibitors. Look at the death timer, 16 seconds on Yums. 30 on Uni. Cram is down for another 40. The
Someone said
SAG's
SAG's
gonna spawn in the bottom
gonna win.
lane. And Onyx want to utilize it. Innocent and Stormy. They've done this before.
I think his name started with a T.
But Kelra is shredding Onyx. Doesn't want to show them the same respect that SRG showed them 10 minutes ago. 15 seconds now on Uni. On the line. They're buying good time. They're buying really good time. They actually saved this mid turret.
Wow, good clear. Good
SRG, they're gonna have all 5. Yeah, they will have all 5. Does
can
Onyx fully commit to this here? There's so many towers that they have to get through. This is a big Lord will take a good chunk of damage. Tier 2 up top, gonna fall down as well as Kai deals with the waves, but now it's gonna be the Evolve Lord into the bottom lane. Winter Crown bought again after using the Wind of Nature in that previous fight.
That inhibitor gone. Mid inhibitor probably gone. Top inhibitor could stay alive, but we need to defend the base. Hello, hello. Oh! Oh! I totally missed what just happened, but Kelra did. Whoa! What a nice ult. Whoa!
Kelra really made. Kelra carried the KK connection, guys.
Sorry, Kibo, you're not in the KK connection, I guess, but I don't blame the people for not putting me in.
What a series! What a game! I mean, not a series because we're just getting started right now. Onyx takes them the distance in that one.
Kara could challenge
SRG.
Yeah, Kyrie was doing his job. But I think the overall carry was
SRG going deathless throughout that whole game. But Onyx, I think, you know, I said it.
Yeah,
I said,
you did,
listen,
you did.
If they buy too much time, I think they need to end this now. SRG being a little too passive. You've got a 10K gold lead.
And 3Ks
they
of
let it happen.
You can just say triple K connection.
Right? Like they were playing passive when they shouldn't. They were playing aggressive when they should be the ones playing passive as well. So many of these skirmishes were a bit too unnecessary with the 10,000 gold lead, having the macro advantage on the map as well.
Yeah, I told you. Oh my god, I told you.
Right? I mean, the
Pro
dive
E7.
over under tier 2 and
Okay, Cho starts having too much fun and you lose. Here the late game is just a tank and Paquito definitely not as bursty, insane damage.
Calls were made. Plays happened. And SRG takes the first loss in this best of 3.
Carry and Kala carry and Kala picks up Tadi's everything, but that's also true. But I think it's low-key Tadi's fault for getting picked up too easily, but yeah, they did focus on Tadi.
Wait, oh my god, wait, that's Zadell. Zadell,
into 3 or 4 of them and completely shred down Stormy.
You know, what the fuck? I recognize all the players.
Again, right? Say hello. I know. Hello to the people. I know. I just want to look at that play. He's got to go back and let us know about it. Dude, Kelra, I was just like, I don't know what that damage. I think he was fully stacked up.
Outfit
That's exactly what
is
it
so
is.
different
He's
from
fully
other
stacked up in both corrosion,
castings
yeah,
for other
and
tournaments.
his Art of Thievery. So
EWC, the cast outfits are so chill.
It looked like he blew
Yesterday, everyone was
Yeah.
dressed up as if they were going on a
why I
walk
longer
to a
needed to
little
look
closed
back.
cafe nearby.
Definite insanity. Taking a look.
Now we have
some of
Miko
these
with the
stats.
chain.
You know, we got to go back to Uni, man, because he did have an amazing
No, Moscow
start
no win.
of
Oh,
this
did they
game.
only win with Moscow?
69,000 damage dealt, but the fact that
Wait, that's it
Kelra
out, yeah.
ends up doing
Is that Fanny God?
127,000
Oh,
damage.
Cedel or Fanny
This guy
God?
didn't touch anyone.
How many
for
Fanny
like the
Gods
first
do we have
6
in this
minutes of the
world?
game.
Bro was 001, I think, for the first 6 minutes of the
How
game, and then he was
many
able to get 2
Fanny
kills
Gods?
on Stormy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Yums, Stormy and Yums, a double up top, right? We get to
this
see
point, tell
the
me who
highlights
is
again,
gonna
and that's where
finish
you're going to see the stacks
For
that he was
real.
able
I
to
know who.
hold on to before that blazing duet.
Onyx ID
Right.
as Onyx PH Mark.
Hey, yeah.
Onyx ID just won
They're
though,
ready
not
at
Onyx
this point, you
PH.
know. And we saw some reactions as well from the side of SRG during the game. Uni felt comfortable, but you never get too comfortable. I think SRG got too comfortable in that game. And the pressure was on for Onyx, and they thrive off of those types of games.
Oh, I only saw him play
It's not the
Fanny.
first time we've seen them
He's
make
good both
insane
on
comebacks
Fanny
like
and
that,
Ling.
where all it takes is one play. And it felt like when it was needed most, Kyrie and Kelra, and even Keyboy as well, were just working so well together in those fights. You mentioned it during one of the moments where the layering of skills with everybody, from Sans getting involved as well with the Frigid Glacier, I mean, all of it. From back to back to back.
What is our last series?
It was well
Falcon
played. It was
versus
fantastic. I
Falcon.
mean, when you
If
see
I'm being
the
really
guys
honest,
who
I
lost
don't know
and
if I'm
they're
gonna be
laughing,
able to
they're
stay awake till that game.
smiling,
I'm
they know
so
that was a
sleepy
good
right
game,
now.
right? Like Uni,
I
after
don't even have a
fantastic
proper
performance,
reaction to this
you
game.
saw
though.
right
I'm
there,
so
Uni was
tired.
laughing. He's probably
So
like,
tired.
dang, it's been a while,
I'm just happy to be here, yo.
I'm just happy to be here. I came in one
Some
game, got a game against
you,
GK, said it was easy on stage, and then now
everywhere,
it's
bro.
like, I mean, he proved himself, man. He had an amazing game.
Why not?
He's made me an Uni believer.
Yeah, so as we take a break and take a breather,
There's
prepare for the
one
next
guy
match, we have
named
something
Lefka.
for all of you. Some
Not
more
pushing rank right
confessions.
now.
Oh God!
From what I hear.
From who?
From your bestie.
Redmar.
Ooh,
just kidding, bro.
My bad.
It's obviously nice, so.
Play is in our DNA.
Play is in our DNA.
Whenever we let it out,
DNA.
it becomes our superpower.
What time is it in your area? It is
Now imagine
6:53
an
a.m.,
entire
almost
city
7
being
a.m.
built to supercharge it.
Uh,
Kadir City, powered by Play.
Holy macaroni.
Holy moly, guacamole.
Welcome to a new segment here for the Mid-Season Cup. My name
What
is
you gonna
Chris,
do
of
later?
course, and we are doing Confessions with Lafelle.
What am I confessing to? Like, why is this called Confessions? Nice watch, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What am I confessing?
Okay, fine. What do you
Brawl?
want
Should
me
I play a
here?
brawl?
I
I
heard
can't play a brawl.
Okay, what did you hear?
Let's play
That you're
brawl.
Moonton's favorite talent. Do
Oh,
you
yeah,
agree
go.
with that?
Considering I've won basically all the trophies, you know, I've won multiple Best Talent Awards. That's the Greatest Talent Award, which is basically like international, you know, from everyone, and I won that one. Plus, considering all the jokes that I've did, and I'm still not fired, yeah, it's an accusation that's hard to say no to. I love them too. You know, they're my mama and papa.
So that's it. You kind of, you know.
Hey, you know what?
Who's joining the lobby?
I would blame my other talents. Why are they not loved? Is it me?
Let's gaslight them actually, instead. That's a good idea. We'll gaslight them instead. That's more than fair. I heard you're a big fan of Newton. So what was your favorite Newton's law?
The law of motion. And the reason why I like it is because there was a time that we had to prepare for tomorrow's show. But I got very bored. So I spent 3 hours learning physics about how Newton's law of motion really discusses about how sound is created, which TLDR is just a bunch of particles in the air that expand and contract, and a disruption in the air creates the sound.
I don't know whether to believe you based on what I just read elsewhere. Apparently you like to come up with things that don't actually make sense. So you could be lying straight in my face.
I could be lying, but hey, considering I'm Asian, I'm probably correct.
Did you have a smooth travel here, particularly for wildcards?
I want to get a win so that I can
Did you
keep
have
watching
a smooth
from your
travel
stream.
here?
We'll see next week, guys. I'll stream next week. It's
That's
fine.
a good question, Chris.
The French.
That's a very good question. So first of all, getting here was already trouble.
It's you who didn't join.
One of my flights here, I had to fly in twice, by the way. One of my flights here, they give me a
Brawl
ticket
Stars.
30 minutes before the flight. And my house is 1 hour away.
It's Brawl of
So
the
I had to break a
Stars.
lot of traffic laws just to be able to make it to the airport so that I can check in time and then we can actually go in. And then when I finally arrive right to the airport, out of hundreds of people from the plane,
Why do you have the
they
big MS?
pulled me
Because
to the
I
side. When
am
say
from
they, I mean the
US
police. The police pulled me to the side.
and I'm playing
and
in a
then it's
global
like,
server.
Okay, I brought all of my documents, showed them, and it was like, okay, you can put them back. I'm like,
Potentially
okay.
in the Southeast Asia
so
server.
what's gonna happen? And they're like, oh, we're just gonna search you.
Alright,
And I'm
my
like,
turn
oh,
to
do you do
be
this all the
on
time?
Lenzo.
And then he was like, oh no, this is takes out his phone,
20.
presses a few buttons,
I'm older than
and
20.
after 1 minute and a half, it's like random.
I said you're gonna
This
next
is a
round. I said you're gonna win next
search.
round, and it's gonna
And
be
then I had to go
2-1.
through all of that, and then
But
he
hope
spilled
Onyx will
shampoo
win.
on my shit. So I'm like,
Try
it's been
this,
fun so far. It's
Esmeralda.
been fun. The police made me feel like a VIP, where there's a two guys in front and 2 guys
Oh my
behind.
God, escorting you in, yeah. Your
It's escorting
favorite
me
hero.
essentially. Yeah, I felt very much welcome. I have a very long name, by the way.
Rizla,
Give me
we'll
it.
see
Muhammad
the
Amirul
studies
Aiman
I
bin
get
Muhammad
like-
Kamal.
That is quite long.
Or you can call me Lafel.
Oh, I think you're feeling too
That's it.
sleepy. I am.
Nice. I met a girl named Zoe.
I'm trying
And
to
it's like,
do the
no,
stream
anything more?
without
Mm-mm.
drinking
Chill.
coffee
That's
because
it?
last
V
time I
first name,
did the
O middle,
stream
and
and drank
EDN.
coffee, I
No
couldn't
way.
sleep
That's
actually
kinda clean.
afterwards.
Yeah.
That'd be great for like talent.
She's
work. I mean,
cute.
So do this
Thank you
without
very much,
coffee
mate. That
is
was
really
insightful, to say the least.
Thank you for having me.
mentally
You're,
draining.
You're a very good person. I have no idea who you talk to get all of the stories, but now I need to do my own confessions, finding out who gave you all of this.
It's all right. We're gonna get some people back. Don't you worry.
Yeah?
That's my job for the rest of the week. It's all I do, actually. Thank you
That's
very
my
much. That
job
has
for the rest of
been
the week.
Confessions once again.
What am I against?
A lot of people are haunted by their
I
past.
don't even want to
I'm
think what to
inspired
build. You
by
know
it.
what?
They're not just
Just
playing for
build
themselves,
whatever.
they're really playing for their entire family.
They have defeated their demons. They have crushed the curse.
When does the barrel appear? I wonder.
Faith illuminates every darkness.
I don't think it appears fast enough.
Bruh.
I'm sad.
How do all of
Guys,
us? I will be
Okay.
ready.
team up.
We were there. For every click, every clutch, every respawn. We were there for the years of grind. And we're here. Now,
Shut down. Stay down.
powering the biggest event in gaming. Shoulder to shoulder with the world's best. Making history. Greatness deserves a stage.
Couldn't even dash out. Nah.
You're impossible.
Hell nah. I'm ready.
Selangor Red Giants leads the series. If Army didn't make the same comeback in game number 1 to lead this one 1 game away.
Had to. That was a great set for me. I did ult for people.
Early pressure. Somehow
To protect our homeland is a
Oh.
knight's duty.
Yeah, the winter crown plays, the wind of nature's just in time to survive onslaughts from Uni, especially right there. Jumper for this series definitely made a name for himself and showed up. 11 plus kills, 1 or 2 deaths, handful of assists. You cannot doubt that this young man is ready for the stage. Let's look at what map we're going to be going.
I love life. I love life. Do I have a name for life? I don't think I care about that life.
If SRG is going to end up back on that red side, is probably to set up that same scenario. At the end of the day, Science didn't have the hottest
real man never
hides. You could tell that Innocent just wasn't 100% accustomed because how often do you see just show up? You know,
Why you no skill?
I use everything.
Why you use everything without me?
Decisions being made, leading to the first moment wherein it was Innocent holding the Lord and SRG trying to bait a reaction out of Onyx, but it was answered by Onyx and Kyrie on the link.
Wait, they're drafting right now.
Jumping on the Harith,
Hello?
taking the Harith out, and Onyx playing the long fight to eventually win out game number 1. Good bands here to start it out. We've talked about so many times how the Atlas has impacted this metagame, and the Marcel getting taken out by Onyx, while Jushin, used by SRG in game number 1, will be taken out by them on the blue side. Onyx continues to ban out Salinas.
I've yet to see Hirara. I've yet to see a Ling ban for either one of these teams, but I think, you know, most things are pretty similar. Seems like Yeb has decided, you know, the Marcel alongside with the Selena, both of which not to worry about. They've been banned. They just need to breathe. But from SRG's side, I wonder what the opener is going to look like, because I would assume that if Hirara shows, they're going to take it. So what would be then the same?
So I will try.
Is it still going to be like, hey, we don't mind Hirara into the link, or do they want to affect it right off the get-go?
If Freya's open, one of them has to pick up the Freya for sure. Honestly, I might be a little bit more in the boat that if ever it's available for SRG and you... Honestly, I feel like I don't even need to worry about the Phobius because you can slot that into the gold. Just pick up the Freya as the first pick.
Yeah, and they also have to worry about that Fanny too. So luckily, the Fanny is gone. It's all up for
Atlas
play.
ban again,
Belleric
Selena
Valentina
ban,
is still in
Masa
play. Not to mention the Ling as well as the Hirara at this stage of the game. And I think that Onyx needs to make that final choice. It's either they open up the entire thing or they just answer to the Freya, which again has been very terrifying, especially when let through.
Let's say if
I guess I thought
assassins,
Jushin was a
top
problem,
ones, and the
which
mental
I
will be left
didn't
open
think
by
it
Coach
was.
CW and Coach Yeb. Ling and
you for
Hirara,
the
will it be one of
points.
those, or will they
Hello.
ban out the Freya and just keep it honest
How have
with the
you
Ling
been?
Hirara trade? Last ban, red side for Onyx, taking their sweet time. They ban out the Freya, Ling Hirara is the active trade.
No, and SRG, based on the information that we got yesterday, they like to go for the Hirara here most of the time. And considering that they were playing an early game composition in game number 1, I don't mind them if they do it all over again.
Yeah, could work out very well for them.
Wait, so blind.
I think if they
I've
want
had
to run
these
back,
2 people stuck here the whole time.
Innocent
and
isn't
he
going to be
just
packing someone
gets
with
a
basic
kill and
attacks,
leaves.
and they want.
Man.
Well, I mean, Harith isn't as the non-traditional
triple
marksman.
killable.
If we're looking at like basic attack marksman, then just pick up the Ling. But they did get their win in their previous series against GK with
Nice
Uni
kill.
on the Hirara, and it was a very good Hirara
First pick
performance.
potentially.
They go for the Hirara.
Hirara,
I wouldn't be
another
surprised
Ling
if once again
potential.
we'll
What
see
the fuck
Cho
was
that?
getting
Don't need to do
fought
it on the
for
first pick,
in the first
though.
phase of this drafting.
I hope
Yeah,
they
I
don't
wouldn't be too
pick
surprised
Belleric
too.
again,
But at this
but
stage
I mean,
now,
Belleric
at least we know exactly where the jungler is going
could
to
be
be.
picked.
In game number 1, the big question was where exactly were the 2
think it
flex
could
picks.
be
One on either side. We weren't 100% where it was going. And SRG was utilizing those flex picks as a mean to start affecting some of the other laners, right? And they're even using the draft bans to also indicate, yeah, we're going to be attacking you on this side. But the response straight away, surprisingly enough, they go for Nolan.
Yeah, so that was a hero that we mentioned earlier, but that's if ever the Ling and the Hirara are taken away. So this was like, it's Onyx trying out, all right, instead of focusing too much on the Ling Hirara trade, why don't we bring up the third option that people and other junglers in MSC have been bringing up in interviews, in quotes? They are honest
Belleric
and
first,
pick
but
up
they
the
pick
Nolan.
Nolan.
And I think there's a couple of interactions that will be shown here today. Number one, at least comparative to Ling. Ling's able to get across the map really, really fast, make a huge impact, and has iframes. Nolan may not have iframes, but he has a much better early game. He's got a lot more damage to work with, just as much mobility as Hirara, arguably with purple buff more.
Right now?
And most importantly, I think it's going to be a difficult 1v1 because Hirara's going to try and lock you down. He's able to dash back out.
Yeah, but now we look at SRG. They pick up the Barretts. Obviously going to be going to the EXP lane for this one, so that's an honest pickup. Wouldn't be surprised if Onyx just balance it out and pick up the Uranus themselves. There we go. And then for the gold lane, that's what they're going to be fighting for. Now, you already have strong burst. I think some great sources of basic attacks from Onyx would be good. If SRG don't ban out the carry, it wouldn't be the worst pickup in the world for Kelra. But if they really want to play through the AoE and knowing that technically this is going to be somewhat of a front to back, knowing that you have a Barretts that you're up against, maybe his good old favorite in the Matrix might make a show up. I don't know why I said it like that.
I think that it's not a bad idea, especially if that Beleric is going to be able to pick up a flicker for himself instead of a revitalize. That does give him a lot less pressure in the early stages of the game to kind of walk up and do whatever he wants, especially when you're up against someone like Eudora who can just naturally poke out these tanks in the earlier stages of the game. But coming into the second half, right, the Cho ban, as expected, we were at least expecting one of these teams to affect it, and now SRG side, they got to make the same answers. Are they going to start leaning into, hey, we don't want you to play double fighters, or we're going to target Sands again?
Sans pickups, with the juicing gone. He can't Valentina.
Not right now.
Yeah, the Valentina might not be the best bet here.
They don't have many good ultimates to kind of work with.
Will they just end up getting Sans on something like a Lilia?
Ooh, that doesn't sound like a bad idea, but we're already seeing that Rafa is going to get banned out early on here. One of the key conditions is the fact that Flying Clouds is the current map play. So you can revive somebody, put them on a Flying Cloud, and they lose 0 EXP in the mid lane.
All of this is a great ban here. Keyboy did show up with the Badang. We've seen it also in the hands of Finn in Team Vitality. Can't remember if you've picked it up. But it is a great pickup with all of the dashes that you have here. Momentum stopper with Onyx looking to play a much smoother team fight. And it is just very annoying to deal with, especially if you're up against the Barretts. That extra wall brought up by the Badang could be another extra obstacle wherein the missiles of the Barretts could knock in their opponents, and then that's just an extra way for you to get easier stuns.
I mean, let's not forget about the anti-CC ult, right? That's just a great way to just kind of disengage when Beleric tries to make a flicker rapid try and play on you anyways.
What is
I do want to see what this last ban is from the side of SRG. Lo Yi is going to be the option. So Lilia, technically, low health pool, the Eudora does a pretty good job against it. Artillery Mage may not necessarily be that great, but Harith is going to be the red 4 pick for Onyx side, and I like the fact that they're denying it.
I think they're going to end up picking up a Vexana. Remember, we saw the Vexana as an answer to a lineup that has a Barretts, going up against a Eudora. They have the range. It's strong disengage, crowd control. It would set up theoretically for the Nolan and the Harith. Might be a mid lane Vexana.
It's not a bad idea. I think the real question right now is who is going to be the concussive blast user for SRG, because that mid wave, if assuming Vexana is going to be that very last pick, that's going to be like an impossible to contest for. It's just instant clear and you're just dancing around it for 2 or 3 seconds.
Yeah, Gatakacha and Hylos both want to pack up the Revitalize, seeing that they're up against the Beleric.
Ooh, actually the Hylos doesn't sound that bad. Now that Harith is already available, that glorious pathway just to slow him down from actually retreating. Yeah. It's not a bad idea.
But the Beleric and the, the Barretts and the Hylos. Oh, Kufra! Ooh. Another unique pick.
Kufra!
Vexana will mess that up if ever it is one.
Let's see if they actually go for it, right? Because doesn't mean it's the end of the world. There's not a lot of people who could disrupt people like Eve, for an example.
True. Eve still might be. They
still go into the lid. That's so interesting. Yeah. I think at the end of the day, they still want to make sure that, hey, we don't have to stick around the lane for too long. I am curious about specifically whether or not this Beleric, what are the emblems? Is it going to be Raid Fight? Is it going to be Concussed Blast? That's going to tell us a lot about how this game is going to be played out, especially in the mid. Considering that Stormy, he wants to move out of that lane fast with Yums to ensure that Kyrie can't find an angle in for a lane gank.
SRG needed range, and they got it from surprise initiation through their Kufra, but they are very close to mid-range.
What was
While
the draft?
for Selangor Giants, yeah, close to mid-range too. Honest with it. Good sources of damage for both, and this should be exciting. Will SRG force game number 3, or will Onyx sweep them here to advance to the knockouts? Mirko and Trex.
Let's go.
We're jumping back in to one of the most grueling series we've seen so far. Onyx up against SRG. Onyx came back last game, late game. They had zero control in the beginning, but were able to still get the win, and SRG continue to evolve and grow. They're willing to risk it with some different picks. This is something they lacked in the beginning of the tournament, and we're already seeing how much more they're adapting to current meta.
Hey, that's a sprint on Stormy. That's something new, that's for sure. Put yourself together, though, for Yums, Master Assassin for Innocent is trying to win out this lane. But yeah, sprint over Flicker for the first time on the Eudora.
I wonder... I mean, it had to be...
Because in rank, yeah, Eudora can flicker into one-shot somebody. I feel like in tournament that's not really...
Onyx strike first this
Thank
time
you for
around.
the
They
views, guys.
instantly go into enemy jungle.
Appreciate it, guys.
Beautiful rotation from Luffy and Kyrie coming to that mid lane. Yums is going to try to stop it, but he may get taken out here. Yeah, Kyrie is able to take it. Now he jumps on Yums. There's a few more hits to take another. He's on the board. Now it's 2.
Hirara, fucking Hirara.
This is one of the good things about the Noland up against this Aurora. He's going to be able to dash away. He's got the escapability. He's not, even if he commits to a big amount of damage, he instantly dashes back, and it's going to make it a little bit harder for Uni to catch him in some of those dicey moments. Yums maybe going a little too deep. Maybe should have just let them have that one, because now that Kyrie's got 2 kills already on a Nolan, it is a picture-perfect start for Onyx.
Can't get better than this, right? Especially after last game where it was SRG who dominated the first 14 minutes of the game, right? Like entirely early game, it was just SRG. Kelra this time feeling the wrath of Innocent in a winning matchup.
Alright, so SRG, do they want to contest this? Again, they do have the Aurora, one of the highest prioed heroes in the meta right now.
He's going to go in on Cram. He's going to get bursted down. Suns picks him up. Look, he's able to walk Yums down. P-Boy doing the same thing now, over to the purple buff. Uni still just level 3.
Lilia
it's like
fun.
deja vu to game 1, but it's reversed. It's Onyx with the control. 2 kills at the start. Neutral objective without even using the retribution.
Uni using the retribution on his own purple, just like Kyrie was doing last game. It is a mirror match for sure. Can SRG pull off what Onyx did though? You know, it seems like SRG's a little bit disconnected. Yums first goes in by himself to his own death. This time Cram maybe goes a little bit too deep while Uni's still looking for his purple. The full commit's not there, and 1 or 2 of them are going in and getting caught off. And I think they have to realize that maybe it's not the time, or if we are going to commit, everyone has to be together.
팀 리퀴시랑 SRG가 스크림에서 제일 점수
just taking a purple buff, and only now really making that aggressive move, double immobilization onto Lutpi, but he doesn't care.
그래가지고 자기는 원이 뒤질 것 같다고 얘기하더라.
Connects on Innocent, he wasn't expecting it, now an all-in on Yums. Under tier 2, a Flicker burnt out already.
And Uni has to just
do?
watch as it happens. They didn't even want the orange buff.
Winners of MSC
we're not even going for this orange buff. We're going to lay a trap. We're going to get another kill. We're going to put Kyrie at 3-0-1 and Sans at 1-0-2. Let's get these damage dealers rolling. At this point, Uni's just sitting back and watching. He's trying to farm his own jungle. He's trying. I mean, everyone's just trying not to die at this point, let alone catch a lead.
That was one of SRG's
is going to lose again.
Fallback plans,
so far,
right?
yeah, they are behind.
If you lose an early game, you can just play around Innocent. The rest of the composition, though, is made for early to mid. Sans has to use the black shoes there. Good move by Cram with the rotation, catching him off guard.
Hard to say.
Now it's going to take a little bit more to get that plan B sorted out. They're going to have to constantly rotate with Innocent now.
Yeah, look at them, literally hovering around him right now. Stormy and Yums keeping him safe, but possible play in the mid. Onyx going to be pushing SRG back. I don't know if this is a turtle they want to fight for.
2-level advantage on the retribution for Kyrie. Golem against Urisa. Uni still able to secure it. Now looking for level 7. Kai on the purple buff though. This should set him very close to level 9.
I'm going to be honest, I don't even know if Cram should be down here at this point. Is this really a fight that they want to take? Innocent, slightly behind, nothing too crazy. Does hit level 7.
Cram's getting busted right now. Also taunted. He's so dead.
Just gonna get shredded down. Has to flicker out. He has the consecration
that
still.
Was a waste of
free retreat now as Yums is able to find the time page on Keyboy, but he doesn't care as Kelra pops into Zaman Force. Look P with the consecration gets away.
I don't think they can get Luke P
nothing
anyway.
to Look P.
And this is what I mean, right? They expend so much time on that turtle. They maybe could have got a push on top tier 3. They maybe could have, you know, if Cram would have stayed up there, if someone else would have gone up there, they could have rotated elsewhere and at least made play up on the map. But instead, they spend so much energy on a turtle they never had a chance to get.
It's Onyx time. I'm supporting Onyx actually.
So now it's
I don't think I'm gonna watch the next series, guys. I am actually, my brain is logging
to the
off.
other side of the map, trying to get him farm.
It's all I am so sleepy. Sorry, I'm like spreading the sleepy energy through VC somehow.
And against a Nolan, if you lose out there, Nolan's gonna be able to rotate around the map much faster than you. So what that means is he's going to take your green camps away. That's why we see such a big lead. 3 whole levels for Kyrie on the Nolan. And again, he goes bot. When the purple buff is up, he knows where Uni is. He's constantly stealing these camps away.
Even when Kufra's ball
and it's going to get really tough for SRG because they have to feed 2. Uni and Innocent.
Today, when am I gonna shoot?
It's a lot of mouths to feed when everything's being taken from you. Onyx already at 4,000.
I have to see because next weekend, I don't know. My friends are visiting.
Again with the black shoes, just reacting to the Tyrant's Rage. The taunt lands on Yums, and that's the damage of the glooms. Kelra picking up a turret for free as Onyx zone SRG away from that tier. Oh god, is Kai even waiting in these bushes again? No chance, no space for Innocent to farm.
I mean,
look at the bush.
It's been the same for Uni too. He's barely able to move around. Early on, getting pushed in on multiple jungle points, and Keyboy's been loving just hanging out in these bushes, waiting for the next target to come along.
He is the bush.
He is the bush. Key bush.
He's a tree. Conceal from Keyboy. Look at the play again. Big chomp down now. He goes to the flicker as well, but it's only Keyboy's
so bursted. But the Garas stun was actually worth it
with the Zaman Force, popping him down. That's Uni in the back, going for the kill, finding one. The train as Kai walks up, and Uni finally a bit of retaliation. Jumps on again, the Purify out, but now he's going to be on cooldown as Look P.
Is he going to have a dash? Does he have a dash? He didn't have a dash?
I don't know if taking the death at the end of that was worth it. Finding Kelra at least is a saving grace. But the damage onto Cram, the burst damage of this team right now, with Kyrie being at 4-0-3. I mean, it's true. It is very reminiscent of how SRG was doing Onyx last game. But the problem is, I don't think Onyx can get
Onyx needs to hurt before Kyrie gets the edit.
In a bad spot. He's going to have to flicker out of this, man. There's no way.
True.
He might not even flicker. He might just take it. Keyboy with the flicker. They're not going to try an Innocent fence to Kelra. Again, not giving space to farm. Yums, body block from the rest. They feed another over to Kelra.
Sometimes you gotta just take it, Mirko. Sometimes
I don't think it would go to the point where carry would be a problem. For carry to be a problem, carry needs a solid front line. But I don't know if Yums and Cram could be considered a solid
SRG
front line.
On the defense, can Onyx pull this off here?
DPS
After a grueling game 1 of pushing the limits, it just goes to show Onyx diversity right now. We can play the long haul. We can dominate in the early game. Just give us the chance right now.
I don't know why Barret was picked so early.
What can SRG do? Having the carry just makes this all so much harder too. And the fact
I think people are trying to force the Barret
and now you've got 2 deaths being unable to farm.
Too hard
it is a long haul
compared to how well they're actually performing.
It feels like they could get to late game in just a few minutes, but we're just breaking 9 minutes. We're talking, it could be another 5 or 6 minutes till Innocent even has a chance of really outputting damage till Cram can actually hold down the front line. Onyx didn't really have the game in their hands until 18 or 19. That's a long way away.
그게 중요해. 지금 죽어도 영주전에 사나 다시 태어나냐 다시 스포나냐 안 스포나냐. 영주 때 배틀 스펠 있는 게 좋대 죽는 것보다.
Holy Shield already down, up top again. Now in the down below.
댄스를 못하잖아.
Ushers those minion waves in to deal with the Holy Shield. Takes a bit of a beating. But it's all for the orange buff to be taken by Kai, who's 5 levels ahead. Use the rage, but it's going to be responded over by Sounds of the Black Shoes. Now it's the taunt lands on the Cram, and again it's Kelra. A big chop down thrown again, but he has to purify Cram low. Has to
Barat cannot take anything, but it's not like Yums can support the Barat ulting in front of the enemies.
They do bide some time though, clearing out the waves.
And because they're getting busted, of course, Carry cannot get in range to even attack or do damage.
To defend, yes, they have the Carry to shred, who has gotten in the Trinity, but
39 was
still
a bit of
1.5k gold behind. Taking a look at the jungle, it is a 4.1k gold
had a
lead.
peak and then he just like kind of
just got his second
but
item.
sometimes, rarely people do still use them.
The last time they met at a major international, it was SRG who knocked Onyx out of Group B in MSC 2024 with a 1-1 draw.
Well, revenge is here. It's in Onyx grasp. All they got to do is close this out. And last time SRG was a little bit too patient. Onyx is ready to kick in these doors. And whoa, yeah.
Fat finger, bro. Fat finger. Relatable.
We'll see with the result of the game. Comes down to that. Depthness welcome coming down onto the Uranus now with no winner crown, no problem. Side deals with it. Wave in the mid lane is good. Onyx gonna look for the slow build up into the siege right now as they go over the top lane. Holding in the front. It's gonna be Kai with dashing forward as Kelra jumps in. Again, the fracture lands on Yums. Lord cleared out. Black Shoes comes down. Udi goes down. Keyboy.
Oh, Keyboy. That was nice for the belly dog.
To make it a top 8.
And they don't
no more SRG, guys. No more SRG.
After game 1,
champions gone.
Another one bites
and then to prove they can finish things in
I know
style.
Cook will do so much better than Kyrie and Nolan.
Hell
no. I'll be dashing on the ball, Kufra, and killing myself every time.
You can see the smiles on their faces. Kelra, Keyboy. Happy about it because both of those teams were tested in this group stage. Almost every team in group stage had some rocky games.
Is right. Apparently at the arena there was
a guarantee.
So rumors saying SSG and Team Liquid had the lowest score for the scrims, and I guess this just proved
top 8. Selangor Red Giants.
SSG, TL, out.
They will unfortunately be the ones eliminated. The key crushed today as well.
Flicker is so much better.
The revenge was very late.
Flicker is so much better in Bellery. True, but in ranked it is not used enough because how can you even trust your teammates to do the things for your Flicker set, right?
To relearn, to improve.
Because if the teammates don't come in time, you're basically dead. You taunted enemies, flickered in, no escape.
Onyx dropped down late by Aurora Gaming.
The only former champion
into the last chance for both these teams. It looked good for SRG at the start of game 1. They couldn't close it out. It looked great for Onyx at the start of game 2. They went for the throw.
Yeah, they weren't wasting any time. They knew that they had the advantage. They didn't want to make the same mistakes that SRG made, and they were able to pull through.
Both the grand finalists last MSC 25 are out.
Who we got up there?
Why they keep showing this girl?
Oh,
what a
who is she? Why is she crying? Is she
honestly,
SRG's fan or Onyx fan? Is she crying in happiness
see
or
coming.
sadness?
Closing the group stages, we expected something like this in the knockout stages rather, but still, Onyx secures a 2-0 in the bag up against Selangor Red Giants. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Kyrie!
How I expected something from Innocent. That's true. I don't think Innocent played
after finally getting your vengeance up against SRG? Because if we recall correctly, they dominated and defeated you guys back in MSC 2024. That ended your journey and Kelra last year's journey too for MSC 2025. So how do you feel today?
First game, we've been waiting for a long time for this match, and
first game
happily we succeeded today.
Happy. I'm pretty sure you guys are very happy. But did you ever expect that this moment would come at this period of time? Group stages elimination match, lower bracket, Onyx versus SRG. Or did you expect it, you know, in the knockout stages perhaps?
Yeah, we expected to meet
you wanna watch the next match?
Champion teams in the knockout stage.
I cannot.
You're the only one left right now.
What do you have
Eric
after
is the
this?
only one
You
left
going
because
out or?
2025
No, I'm
champions
sleeping.
are
What do you
gone.
mean?
2025 champions are
After,
gone.
I mean, after you
What does
wake up.
this mean?
After
Do
you
you
wake
feel
up.
like it's coming back
After
to
you wake up,
Indonesia?
I
Do you
might
think it's
go
coming back
out,
to Onyx?
get food,
I hope so. That's all I can say.
and then
Now let's talk about game one just now, okay, Kyrie?
try to fix
Game
my
one,
sleep schedule.
You guys were shaky. You
Try to
guys
sleep
were
early,
behind by
type
a
of thing.
lot.
Nice.
You know, how did you
Guys, I'm
kept
sorry. I
yourself
won't be watching
composed to
Falcon
be
2
able to
Falcons
make a
game,
comeback to
Falcon
secure the win?
PH versus
We
Falcon
just,
Mena,
looked
but
at the enemy zero,
I
that's
hope
RG
that
zero,
game is
and
fun for you
they were
all
using Kokito and Hilda,
too.
which are very good at early game,
I'll
but
probably watch it
not
on
that
my.
good at the late game. So
I'm gonna sleep.
we just had to be patient.
I'll just probably
So
see
the plan
who's
was
out.
technically to
I mean,
let
I don't really
Kelra
care
snowball as much as
about
possible, give
Falcon
him the
as much
resources,
as
so that when the time
Aurora,
comes, it's gonna be
Turkey.
him and you versus the world.
I mean, it would be epic if Falcon PH
so, yeah.
gets eliminated
Now,
on top of
Kai,
Team Liquid
You
being
guys are
eliminated
heading later to
yesterday.
the draws
Yeah.
after the last
But-
match. Am I right? So you guys will
You
be
know,
seeded in seed 2.
I don't know how
with all the
likely the
2-1
chances
teams.
are.
The 2-0 teams will be picking. Who
But
do you think will pick you guys today?
anyway, I think that's it for me today, guys,
I
because
don't know really,
brain is
but
not
I
braining
hope it will
anymore.
be Aurora.
Yeah.
Why
But-
do you
Rest,
want to meet
rest.
Aurora Gaming again?
Thank you all for the
Just
jewels today. I
because
got a lot
we
of jewels.
didn't
Nagam,
really,
Aries, Natine, CB, Zia, Faiz,
lose
C,
that-
XNZ, Doya,
that easily,
Zonathan,
against them,
HPM,
and
maybe
I think we
Shidi,
have a chance against them.
Axeli,
I
Satoru,
agree. You
Toy,
guys were the only team
Caroline,
that managed to
Dumpling,
push
Ready
Aurora
Mong,
Gaming to a
So
2-1, and people are saying
Nikki,
they are
and
currently the
Blashu,
strongest team in MSC. And if
Obonga,
people are saying that,
Tony,
I think we want to
Totnga,
meet the best. No, Kyrie? So is there any message for Aurora Gaming? Who knows? Maybe that will make them pick you later.
So many.
I'm sorry I
just good
couldn't
luck.
watch the last
And of
matches
course,
with you
a message
guys,
to the
but
fans.
And so my fans, thank you so
hope
much
you guys
for
enjoyed.
supporting us.
Hope you guys
especially,
enjoyed my stream.
my
Don't forget to
team,
like and
Ami.
subscribe,
Thank you.
and I will
So the
see you
Filipinos
guys
out
next
here,
week.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I hope you
Sometime.
guys still keep supporting us
We'll
in
see you
our
guys
next
next
match.
week
Thank you.
for the
Yeah,
final.
Thank you so much,
Yes.
Kyrie. And now, are
Have
you
a nice
boys
rest of your
ready
day,
to
whatever time zone
crush
you're at. Good
some
morning, good night, good
cheese?
evening. Love y'all.
Okay,
Thanks for all the
first up,
support.
First question, Onyx.
Bye-bye.
Who wants to be the one
Bye.
crushing?
Bye,
Keyboy?
stream.
Keyboy? Okay, let's head to the back. Come on, guys, follow me.